In this video, I reacted to the entirety of Parkour Civilizations. Enjoy. Would you rather choose the chicken or the beef? Chicken or the beef? I have no idea. But I've been seeing it all over Twitter. Would you do a 1-block jump for the 2-piece chicken or 1-block vertical jump for the 2-piece beef burger steak? I have no idea how this has anything to do with Minecraft. Apparently, this YouTube video right here is where it all began. Minecraft, but I survive in Parkour Civilization full movie. And it seems like Evbo is the one to blame. This video here has 29 million views, and I've just been hearing everyone talk about this Parkour Civilization. 2 hours long, guys. Like, who needs the Minecraft movie when you have this? All right, I'm gonna leave a like on this because apparently this is legendary and it's amazing. And the description says, Minecraft, but I survive in Parkour Civilization. The entire movie of my journey in Parkour Civilization, where the only way to survive is to parkour. All right, well, today, we're gonna be watching the entirety of this movie. And of course, all credits go to Evbo. The original video will be linked down below, but everyone go and grab your popcorn because this is gonna be one heck of a ride.
Let's go. Open up. It's time for parkour.
All right, it's time for parkour, baby.
Let's get this over with.
You're late. You know the deal. You can do the 1-block jump for the...
There it is. There it is. There's the raw chicken. There's the raw beef. Oh my goodness. This is actually about to be interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try my best not to pause. Let's find out what this is all about.
raw chicken, or you can attempt the 1-block vertical jump for the beef.
Which one would you guys choose?
No one chooses to jump for the beef. It's better to be safe and do the 1-block jump for the chicken rather than risk your entire life for just half.
Hey, I'm gonna have to risk it for the beef.
You better not be late, or you'll be doing 2-block jumps as punishment.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I won't be late next time. Down
honestly,
here,
I'd rather do 2-block
jumps.
jumps.
Fed once a day. 1 piece of raw chicken is just enough to get you to the next day. But that's the life of Parkour Civilization. If you want to survive, you have to parkour. Every parkour noob has the same goal, and that's to make it to the top layer where all the parkour pros live. Except most parkour pros are born on the top layer. If you're a parkour noob, there's only one way up, and that
so basically it's like the rich versus the poor. But I don't know about you guys, but I always overthink when I do parkour, and I'd rather do 2-block jumps than a 1-block jump because I will die. I don't know why. Like, my brain just freaks out.
The Temple of Parkour. The Temple of Parkour is the only structure in the world that combines the bottom layer.
My anxiety is going through the roof.
To make it up, you have to do an impossibly hard parkour course that no parkour noob has ever completed. And that's assuming you even get the chance to complete the course. The inside of the temple is protected by a barrier, and the only way a parkour noob gets past the barrier is if they've earned a ticket. I've never even tried getting a ticket before, but if I'm gonna rank up to a parkour pro one day, I'm gonna have to. In my neighborhood, pretty much everyone has fallen into the void and died, except for the guy who lives right next to me. He's been my neighbor for 5 years. Why did he try going for the beef? Well, I guess I have to change my statement. I now live in this neighborhood alone.
You went for the beef. That would have been me.
Only parkour pros are allowed to break or place blocks. For parkour noobs, it's strictly prohibited. And unfortunately, I found that out the hard way. A while ago, I was searching around and I somehow stumbled upon an oak log. No one has seen an oak log in years since trees don't exist in Parkour Civilization. So I had to try to take it.
Stop right now.
Oh, no, I'm done for.
Oh, he got
really
caught.
Thought you could break that without me noticing? What, were you going to try to cheat?
Oh, there's a parkour pro.
No, sir, I didn't try to cheat. I just thought it would be super rare and I wanted to collect it.
Stop talking. Give me 2 jumps now.
2 jumps in a row? Okay, sorry, sir. I'll do it right now.
You know what? You seem a little too happy about 2. Let's make it 3.
Okay, I'll do 3.
The sound effects get me every time.
4 jumps in a row.
4 in a row? Come on. In Parkour Civilization, it should be no surprise that all punishments were just more forms of parkour. And that was the last time I ever tried breaking a block.
You're lucky you got a light punishment. Don't forget, you're at the bottom.
I swear he wasn't there right before he was about to break the block.
At the bottom level of Parkour Civilization, it's not exactly the best.
Yo, should I try to survive a Parkour Civilization?
I was able to use parkour to buy the biggest house in the neighborhood. In Parkour Civilization, literally everything is parkour, and that means parkour has replaced money.
Welcome. Choose which house you want to buy.
It's pretty nice. In Parkour Civilization, all you have to do to buy anything is just make more parkour jumps. I'm not really sure why or how parkour works as a currency, but all I know is I basically bought a 2-story house for free. Somehow when I was buying my house, I convinced myself to go for the ladder jump to buy the bigger house.
Let's do it. Don't die.
In Parkour Civilization, parkour jumps with trickier items like ladders are worth more. That's why this jump basically bought me a mansion.
No way. Thank you for buying the big house. Let me take you right to it. Just follow me.
Hey,
Let's go. This
he's
is
about to
awesome.
get
I
his
just bought
first
my
house.
All houses in Parkour Civilization are pre-built, and they all have one thing in common. It's a requirement that every single house has a parkour jump inside to get to your bed. This is a way to make sure everyone in Parkour Civilization parkours everywhere they go, even inside the house.
As you can see, you have a jump on the top floor and a jump on the bottom floor.
That is kind of risky.
Let me show you the upstairs, and then the house is all yours.
All right. I mean, everything looks good. I just have to do this jump to my bed.
Don't fall
yeah,
now.
I think I got
Why are you
everything figured
crouching?
out.
Perfect. Last thing, I just need to check if your parkour jump is good.
How are you supposed to check if it's good?
What?
What the? Did this guy for real just jump off? I'm really confused. Is he alive?
Wait,
Why did
are
he
there
do
barrier
that?
blocks or
All
something?
right, just wanted to confirm that your house is ready to move in. The guy did in fact die, so everything should be good.
That guy seriously
What?
died?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a part of the job. Enjoy
What
your
the
house.
heck?
How is that a part of the job?
part of
What?
the
No
job.
one really remembers how Parkour Civilization started. Most of the parkour noobs down here at least think that the parkour pros were the ones who started it. But the truth is, I think I was the one who started it. For some reason, I can't
Wait,
remember
what?
the best, but I'm pretty sure this is how the story went.
Yo,
This is the origin.
Yo,
Listen up,
hello?
guys.
Bro, you think I could get a diamond real quick? I was mining for like 3 hours and I only found 2 diamonds. I just want to make a diamond pickaxe.
Sorry. Don't have any to spare.
Bro, come on, don't be like that. You were literally just holding one. Dude, just give me one and I'll pay you back later. I just need a pickaxe.
All right, fine. Give me 1 second. If you want a diamond, you gotta give me something. All right, watch out. Back up for 1 second. Look, if you can make this 4-block jump, I'll pay you 1 diamond.
Make this
That's how it all
4-block
began?
jump. Wait, why? Why are you gonna pay
For
me
one
to do
diamond?
parkour? What do you even gain from this?
I don't know. I've just never seen anyone do it before. I'd pay to see it done.
Okay,
A
I'll take the
4-block
offer.
jump?
Oh, this is so annoying. All right, just give me a second. I know it's possible. I've done it before.
I told you, bro. It's not possible.
Just stop talking
Oh,
and watch.
I
I'm gonna
swear,
do it in
that
like
looked really
30
close.
seconds. And there we go.
Hey!
Finally. Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for
Really?
parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Oh
Are you
no,
kidding?
that's
Dude,
how it all
totally.
began.
All right, I'll be back here tomorrow, I guess.
It was a
And
challenge
this is
gone
basically
out of
how
hand.
parkouring for money started. The next day I showed up to Siwat's house. He offered me way more
Look,
diamonds this
there's
time.
so many
and he
blocks all over the
constructed
place
an
now.
entire parkour course outside of his house to do. But little did we know that this parkour course would completely change the way that the world works. Soon after this event, the Parkour Civilization began. Now that I think about it, there's kind of an unexplainable gap between those events and now, but oh well.
Parkour check time. You
Yeah,
got
there's
30
literally
seconds.
a whole
Another
civilization now.
beautiful morning, and I have to
Wake up.
parkour for some more raw chicken that will make me starve even more.
No.
All right.
Go
I'm
for the
here.
beef.
1 block for raw chicken, 1 block vertical for beef. What are you choosing today?
Go for the
Considering
beef.
my neighbor just died
You
for
should
going
try.
for the beef, I'm just gonna go with the chicken again.
Keep in mind, there's
boring.
a ticket event today. It's going to be about 200 blocks west.
This was huge news. If
Oh,
there actually
shoot.
was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef.
Come
Ticket
on,
events
come
are
on.
usually far away, and
You
I
got
would starve
this.
by the time I got there if I
Yeah,
chose the chicken.
he did
but
it!
luckily, I got the beef.
No
Let's go.
way. You made that jump? You might become a parkour pro one day.
Wait, you really
One
think I
day,
could rank
I'm
up
about to
be
become a pro
parkour
today.
Not a chance. You're a
Wow.
parkour noob. You guys never rank up.
Wow.
It's important to know that parkour pros have really big egos and they like to put down the parkour noobs. This was an important day.
You gotta show
this
everyone.
was only the second time I've jumped for the beef, and now I have a chance to
Oh,
earn
yeah.
a ticket. The ticket
Oh,
events
yeah.
are so risky because they're located so far away.
It's time
if
to
I
get a
wasn't paying
ticket.
attention, I could miss just one of these 1-block jumps,
See,
and my
guys,
entire chances of
1-block
becoming a
jumps are
parkour pro would be over. But luckily,
so
I made
scary.
it to the ticket event. When I got here, there were only 3
gotta
parkour
line
noobs
up.
in line to do the parkour course. Most noobs don't even show
Okay,
up for the
here we
courses
go, here we
anymore,
go.
because
He's
if
about
you
to
miss
make
one
it.
jump, you end up
Oh!
like this guy, and that's the price you
That
pay
is
if you
also
want it.
that is also how I miss jumps. Like once I jump onto something, I start freaking out, hit all my arrow keys, and just fall off.
You get to be a parkour pro.
I
watched
totally
as
get
the
it,
second
man.
noob
I
fell to
totally
the
get it.
void.
I'm not
hey, man, do you
judging
think
you.
you could go already?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of nervous I'm gonna fall.
No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh,
Yep. You start overthinking.
okay. Never mind then. Before going for it, I wanted to study the parkour course.
Oh,
you see,
no,
every
here we
week
go.
the ticket challenge changes, and it's completely random. And this week's course was extremely difficult. There was a 2-block jump to get to the ticket, and if you get
He's
it,
gonna
a
try to
2-block
cheat
jump
it?
to get out of it. Here's the thing
No,
about Parkour
dude.
Civilization. Parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Check this out.
Oh.
If I do a parkour jump with the 360, will you replace one of the 2-block jumps with a 1-block jump?
You want to do a 1-block jump with a 360? Fine. fine. There's no way you're gonna make it, but I'll accept.
Let's go. The parkour pro
All right,
accepted by
come on,
Brian.
you got
and
this,
now I have
360.
another problem. I have to do a 360. Have I even done this before? Whatever. I'm just gonna go
Don't
for
die.
it. Please make it.
Ooh,
No way.
that was
I
kind of
actually
nice.
did it. All right, deal's a deal, right?
I'm not gonna lie. That was the coolest thing I've seen a parkour noob do. Well, the deal's a deal. Here you go.
Let's go. Now there was only one
Now, don't
two-block
fail
jump in
this
the
jump.
course.
Still gotta make the first 2-block jump, noob.
Yeah, whatever. Just let me do the course, bro. This was my best chance to finally earn a ticket.
The fact that he has
If
to
I
go all
actually
the
get
way
this
around to
ticket,
do
I
it
can
again.
access the parkour temple and make my way up into a better life as a parkour
I really
pro.
wanna see
There
what's
was no
inside that
turning back
temple.
now. I had to start the course. Most parkour noobs aren't experienced with diagonal jumps, but somehow I got
I like
past
this
it.
whole
And now
storyline.
was the
Like,
was
Evbo's
life
doing
or
a
death.
great
I
job with
closed
the
my eyes
storytelling.
and I went for it. I expected to
yeah.
be falling thousands
We got
of
the
feet
ticket.
per second into the void, but to my surprise, I was standing on the platform. And thanks to the deal
Celebration!
I made, now I got a mansion in a new neighborhood where, not to my surprise, everyone fell into the void, so it's just me living here. The house is definitely a bit of a downgrade from my previous mansion, but it's still a 2-story house, and it has a painting, which is something you don't really see that
Wait.
often in parkour civilization.
Could
I
there
just
be a
keep
secret
wondering
room
what
in
my
there?
life would have been like if I actually made it to the pro civilization. Now, I don't think I'll ever figure out what it looks like up there. I
There's
just
a
wish
secret-
that- Whoa, what?
I had a
when I went to sit
feeling.
in my chair, I backed up against the wall and there was nothing behind
What's in
me.
there?
This painting was covering something. I
Oh,
walked through the painting and it revealed
yo, things are about to get interesting. We're only 20 minutes into this, but
the door. For some reason, this house I bought had some hidden passage. Whoever made this was obviously trying to hide something. But
Oh my
what was it?
gosh.
There was a ladder that led to the bottom
hidden
floor,
secrets
and when
about the
I got down there,
parkour
I found a
civilization.
man.
Who the heck
Somehow
is
there
this?
was already someone living here. By
Oh,
the
that
leather boots,
dude.
I could tell it was a parkour noob. This was obviously some mistake. I went to go leave, but then
Hey, yo,
Wait.
Unk.
Don't leave.
the
Hey, yo,
man
Unk.
spoke to me. He said he's been watching me.
I watched you
Guys.
enter the temple.
Is this how you guys see me? I know I'm pushing 30, but please don't tell me this is how you guys see me, man.
Parkour. I think you have what it takes to rank up.
I'm sorry, man. I think you're confused. I can never earn a ticket anymore. I'm gonna be a parkour noob forever.
No, there is still a way I can get you a ticket.
Wait. What are you
You
talking
got a ticket
about?
yourself?
When I was younger, I earned myself a ticket, but
Okay.
I never used it.
Oh, oh.
Instead, I hid it far, far away.
Why would
The
you
old
do
man
that?
said it wasn't his destiny to rank up to be a pro, but
What?
it was mine. He brought out a compass and he threw it to me. He told me that if I followed this compass, I'll find the hidden ticket. This was the second chance I was looking for. I
Okay.
had no way of knowing whether the old man was telling the truth or not, but at
Yo,
this point, I had
imagine if he never found that secret room. He would have just had someone living in his basement, if you think about it.
nothing to lose. Maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. All I know is that I wasn't done with parkour civilization
let's
just
go.
yet. No noob, including myself, has ever been out here, and probably for a good reason. All I know is that the further away you get from parkour civilization,
What?
the more
There's
dangerous
holes.
the jumps become. Already, I was
Oh my
starting to
gosh.
see huge chunks of parkour missing. No one knows how the outskirts came to be like this, or at least
like
no
the
one down here
Farlands
knows.
in Minecraft.
Unfortunately, the compass kept taking me further and further away from parkour civilization. The old man must have hid the ticket out here knowing that no parkour pro would ever go this deep to
Oh my
retrieve
goodness.
it. I was running out of time. I had already been jumping for hours and now I'm down to one piece of rock.
like,
beef
how
left.
far
And
is he
still, I
from
found
the
nothing.
original
That
house?
was until I saw
Oh,
something
it's like a
in the
pyramid.
distance. I had no way of knowing, but I had a feeling that
like a
this
grass
was what I
block
was looking
pyramid.
for. In all my time here in parkour civilization, I
heck?
have never seen anything like this. This couldn't be a coincidence. Which
Is it at
means
the
I was
top?
gonna have to go parkour to the top. I haven't really prepared for anything like this. Vertical jumps
Could
don't
this be
exist
it?
naturally down here. The only place I've seen vertical jumps is when I jump for food. Luckily, I
beef.
made it to the top without falling into the void. I didn't see anything at first glance,
Might
but
be
when I
underneath?
pulled out my compass,
Oh, you
I
can't
was
break
in the right
blocks.
place. I didn't get it. The compass was pointing me to the exact block I was standing on.
Underneath?
The ticket should be here, unless the old man hid the ticket out of sight and put it underground. If I broke this
No, he can't. He can't break it.
grass block and a parkour pro
So what is
catches
Evbo
me,
gonna
I would
do?
for sure be going back to prison for life this time.
Risk
but
it
if
for
I'm
the
gonna
biscuit?
have any shot at making it up to the parkour pro civilization, I'm gonna take that chance. Well, here goes nothing.
Technically, he's
I broke
already
the
breaking
block,
a
and
rule.
Underground, there was a chest. I
Ooh.
couldn't believe it. I
Here
had
we go. We
actually
got the
found
ticket.
the ticket. But when I opened the chest,
What?
something was wrong. There was
Barrier
no
block?
ticket to be found. Just a barrier. The old man lied to me. There was no ticket to get up to the pro civilization. Why would he send me all the way out here to get
No.
a barrier block? This didn't make any sense. The old man knew
What could
I would
this
risk my
mean?
entire life for a ticket, but he set me up. There had to be some explanation for this. Well, if
He just
I'm
threw
lucky
away
to
that
survive the trip
compass.
back, I can ask him why he sent me all the way out here just to get a barrier block, which is also illegal to have. Fortunately, I made it back to my house and no parkour pro has caught me with the barrier block. Now it's time to ask this old man why in the world he sent me out there to retrieve this.
I wonder if he's gonna be there anymore.
All right, bro.
I bet
are you
he
gonna
ran
explain
away.
to me why the... What the... When I got down
He
to the
had it
basement,
the entire
old man was
time?
nowhere to be found. All that was left was a hole in the ground. Did he jump into the void on purpose? I don't understand what's going on. But that's when I paid attention
this,
to the
like some
item that was
training
left
he had
on the
to do?
ground. I knew what it was before I even picked it up. It was a ticket to rank
Did that old man make him go all the way out there as practice? He's like, oh, if you can make it all the way out there, you deserve this ticket.
up to become a parkour pro. The old man had it on him the entire time, but still sent me to retrieve the barrier block. The old man wanted me to find this barrier for a reason. And now,
What is
this
it
was the
for?
sign that I was ready to rank up to become a parkour pro. It was time to
Keep
head
your
to
hands
the
on that
parkour
barrier.
temple.
You might
I made
need
my
it
way
later.
back to the place that I never thought I'd step foot in again.
Sheesh.
The
Now,
place
don't get
where
caught.
no parkour
You're not
noob
supposed
in
to be there.
history has ever made it out alive. I went ahead and ate my last piece of beef. The barrier guarding the temple was up, so I threw in my ticket, and the entrance
Let's
to
go.
the parkour temple was now open.
Let's do
All I
this
had
now.
to do now
Don't
was
fail
do
this
something
time.
that I totally never do, and that's fail one block jumps. Okay, I made the first jump. That's always a good sign. This time around was different. I wasn't gonna let the pressure get to me. I was gonna be the first noob to ever rank up to the
Come on,
pro
don't fail-
civilization.
don't
Ah,
fail
no.
us this
Looking at
time.
this jump is giving me flashbacks. My journey to becoming a
Come on.
parkour pro starts now. No, this time was different.
There we go,
I
let's go.
successfully made the first jump, and for the first time in my life, I was actually on the parkour course.
You got hundreds
now,
of jumps
all I had
left.
to do was just take it one jump at
Don't
a time.
celebrate
the
yet.
first section was the stone blocks. So far, I've only encountered one block vertical jumps, but they were nothing I couldn't handle. Even though I had been on the course for a good amount of time, I was still ways away from making it to the top.
There might
After
be
I
like an
passed the stone
impossible
block
jump that
section,
you
I moved
have
on
to
the
place
stone
like a
slab
barrier block
section.
or something.
Slabs aren't too common in the noob level of parkour civilization, but luckily this section wasn't too hard. But it was the next
Ooh, it's
section
getting
I was
harder.
worried about, the stair jumps. This next jump I had to complete
Oh, shoot.
was by
2
far the
blocks.
hardest jump I've ever seen.
2 block
it was
vertical.
a 2-block jump, but I had to go up half a block. But I didn't come all this way to give up. I went for the jump, but I jumped too early. I thought this was it, but by some miracle, a block below me broke my fall. And
That's
I
what
only
I
took
like
2.5
about-
to
that's
call.
what I like
If
about,
was
like,
even the
staircase
slightest bit off,
parkour. You
they're in
kinda
the
get
void.
saved.
On my second time around, I made the jump. That stair jump essentially marked the end of the stair section, and now I was on the stone walls. Walls were almost never seen at the
no.
noob level,
This
but
is-
fortunately, I
has
didn't
gotta be
see
hard.
anything bigger than
Like,
a one-block
I
jump
can't
for
even
the
do
rest
these
of the
very
way.
well.
All I had to do was
This is like a
sneak and
prison
stay on the
test.
course.
But you
And
did it.
that's when I got to the point when the jump stopped. I was so high off the ground now, but I knew I was at the end. I climbed up the stairs until I was face to face with the entrance to the
Yes!
parkour pro
Level
civilization.
1 is over.
This was it. I was about to be the first noob in history to rank up. But then the realization hit me. The last jump to get to the parkour pro civilization was a 3-block jump.
Oh,
it was
no.
impossible. This was why
No,
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 noob has
you got
ever
this.
ranked up to become a pro. The course
did
was
this before.
impossible to begin with. But then I remembered
the
the
barrier
barrier.
block.
This is what the old man wanted me to use
Let's
it
go.
for. He knew the course was impossible.
Let's
and
go.
He wanted to give me a chance to rank up. I placed down the barrier
They're
block.
gonna be like,
and I
"How'd
made
you
the
get up
2-block
here?
Jump.
Impossible."
I did it. I actually did it.
Shout out
I
to
was
the old
first
man.
noob in
Old man
history to ever
Jenkins.
was I actually going to be able to see the sky? Well, I guess we'll find out. I walked up to the stone walls,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the doors opened.
Oh,
revealing
yeah.
a room I've never seen anything
Let's
like before. I
go.
turned the corner, and I
Oh,
saw a parkour
we got
pro
security,
just
bro.
standing there. Hi.
What the? Who are you? Where did you come from?
Oh,
I'm
shoot.
the only one working here.
I came from the noob level. I just
like,
beat
"Wait,
the
what?
course and ranked up.
Impossible.
Oh, I was not expecting this. I'm not sure what to do here. Just go over there and throw your leather boots in the lava.
All right, time to get my iron boots.
Yes, sir. One ranked up. A noob by the name of Evbo.
It's like, wait, what?
Yes, sir. I'll keep an eye on him.
And that was it. That was the last time I would ever wear leather boots again
Oh,
for the
let's
rest of
go.
my life. From the looks
Wait,
of it, I only had
there's a
one
trap.
more lava jump to
Feel
go.
like it's a-
But this time,
it's
there
a
were
trap.
dispensers. I backed up and jumped over the lava, and I was equipped with iron
Hey,
boots. I was
that's what it
officially
was
a
for.
parkour pro. After I went through
Yo, he did it. Let's go. I'm proud of you,
a
Evbo.
jump that led to some barrels. What is this for?
It's for food. You only have to pay 1 jump for 2 steak here.
Only a 1-block jump for food? That's amazing. I opened the
Whoa.
barrel to see something that
That's
I've
nice.
never seen before. Cooked meat? In all of these. In my
Parkour
entire
pros,
life living on the noob level,
they
I've
get
never
great
seen
deals.
a piece of cooked beef. And now, as a parkour
Wow.
pro, I could fully replenish my hunger bar. And that meant I could sprint now. Oh man, this is crazy.
Congratulations on becoming a parkour pro.
That's
you
fire.
can now head up those steps and
That is
begin your
actually
life
so
in
fire.
Parkour pro civilization.
Those were the exact words.
Guys,
I
that's why the 3-block jump was impossible, because he didn't have any hunger.
wanted. This
I'm
is
so
it. When I walk
stupid.
up these steps, I will be at the top level of parkour civilization.
Imagine
when
it
I walked
looks
into
the
the
same.
temple, I immediately saw massive statues. These statues looked like
Ooh.
they were showing the parkour noobs and the parkour pros. They even had their boots on. This place is insane. I've never seen anything like this. I mean,
Gold?
look at these statues. What the?
There's
gold
another
boots?
level?
Who wears gold boots?
The
This
king.
doesn't make any sense. What is this?
Diamond boots?
Am I not at the top of parkour civilization?
You've got
Hey,
a lot
parkour
more to
delivery.
go through.
Let's go. My parkour delivery is here. Now that I'm a parkour pro, I can get parkour delivered to my house.
Hey, they
Hey,
got
did you
Parkour
order parkour
Civilization at
construction to this
Amazon.
house?
Yes, sir. That's me. I ordered the 6-block tall slime jump to my bedroom.
Sounds good. Where do you want it built?
Let's see. I think this would be a good place for it. You think you can build it right there?
Oh, sure. I can make that happen.
To think just a few days ago I was a parkour noob and now I'm getting
whoa,
custom
you got a whole
parkour jumps
mansion?
installed in my house is crazy.
This look good?
Yep, I think it's perfect.
Yeah,
hey,
that's
thanks,
pretty
man,
fire.
for parkouring all the way out here.
Sure. You got my payment?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was 4 1-blocks in a row, right? Okay, 1,
One.
2, 3, 4. There you go. Thank you very much.
And my tip?
Your tip?
Really? Don't tell me you thought you weren't gonna tip me.
If
You
you're
got a
parkour
tip
pro,
in
it's always
Parkour
expected that you tip
Civilization?
when you buy something. Oh, I hope I make this.
That's
Oh, that was
crazy.
close.
Oh, wow. A 360? Yeah, you're good, man. Thanks.
And like most things in Parkour Civilization, the way you tip is with more parkour. Luckily, I survived
This
that
is how
payment
you know
for the jump
tipping
installed
culture
in my
is
house.
out of
If I missed
control,
any one
dude.
of the...
Hey, it's your neighbor. Can
Wait,
I
what
come
the-
in?
Oh, sure.
Thanks. You're that Evbo guy, right?
Hey,
You're
bro.
the noob who beat the course and ranked up?
Yeah, that's me.
Yep,
I'm
word's
the
going
first
around.
one to do it, I guess.
I can't believe you're my neighbor. That's crazy. Well, you probably have questions about life up here, right? Anything you want to know?
Yeah, one actually. What happens when we fall? What is the punishment for missing a jump at the pro level?
You go down a level. If you miss a jump, you'll be a noob, and you'll have to
Oh.
beat the course again.
Okay, so
I
I can never
see.
fall, noted. So who are the people above us then? What's above a pro?
It's probably best I just show you. Here, come
Wait,
with
what?
me.
Show
My neighbor
me.
started. He brought me back to the parkour
Okay,
temple.
lore
where all the
update, lore
statues
update.
were.
Here we go.
He explained
Lore
how
DLC.
Parkour Civilization starts at the noob level, and at level 2 you become a parkour pro.
Okay,
Then there
what's
were
after
the
that?
parkour masters.
Oh,
If you were
master.
Lucky enough to rank up, you
And
get
then what?
gold boots,
Parkour
and you become
god.
a master. My neighbor said that parkour masters never come down to the
parkour
pro
god.
level, but if they do ever come down, it's a parkour pro's nightmare. He said the parkour masters are ruthless. And then he
Sheesh.
walked over to the
Parkour
largest
god.
statue, the one with the diamond boots. He said that this was the parkour champion. He said
Champion?
that most people
Oh.
down here don't even believe that the champion is real. But the stories say there can only be one parkour champion. Whoever that was lives at the top of parkour
Dude, Evbo,
civilization,
you-
which
you've
means if I
gotta
was gonna
become
make
a
it to the
champion
top,
by the
I
end of
would
this
have to
video.
become a parkour champion. My first day as a parkour pro was strange. For once, no one was at my door making me parkour for food. But then the question was,
How do you
how do
get
I get
food,
food
though?
now? Or what do I even do? I saw that there was another pro going somewhere.
just gotta
so
go
I
back,
decided to
right?
follow him.
That's where you
Soon
got the
after,
cooked
I saw
food.
another pro going in the same direction, which meant they were
Whoa.
probably heading to something important.
They're all getting
After
breakfast.
jumping for a few minutes,
Hey,
I saw
dude,
what they were
you wanna
heading
get some
to. They were
breakfast?
all heading to this massive structure in the distance.
What
When I
is
got
that?
closer, I saw that there was a bunch of parkour pros
there's a
lined up
line
for something.
with the
Whatever this place
dispenser.
was, these parkour pros were willing to do 2-block vertical jumps to
shoot.
get here. Fortunately, I didn't
Boom.
fail any of these jumps, and I made it.
that was a
I must
little
have
sketchy
woken up
right
late
there,
to
dude. You
whatever
almost
this was
missed.
because I was the last one to show up. At this point, I didn't know if that was a good thing or
There's
a
not
bad
many.
thing. But that's when I saw what everyone was waiting in line for. There
Food?
was a
Free food?
dispenser at the end of the structure. The pro in front of me picked up 2 items, but the only
Wait,
thing I saw them
sugar?
holding was a piece of paper. What could be
Wait,
so
piece of
valuable
paper?
about that piece of paper that people would wait in line this long for? When it was my turn, I clicked the
Oh,
button
he
and
got
I got a piece
food.
of steak. So this is how the parkour pros get
Oh,
food.
farm
Then
work
I
equals
received the
15
piece
minutes?
of paper. The paper said farm work equals 15 minutes. And
15
this
minutes
is
of
when I
what?
realized how life was different on the pro level of parkour civilization. Instead of parkouring for food like the noobs do, the pros parkour for work. Just like the guy who sold me my house, the guards in parkour prison, or even the pros that fed me every day. They were all just completing their daily task that they got from this piece of paper. And now for my first daily task, I was assigned to work on the farm.
That's so cool. I mean, hey, this is a civilization, right? People have to work.
This place was responsible for feeding all of the parkour pros and all of the parkour noobs. And it should be no surprise that in parkour civilization, even the animals had to do a parkour course. My daily task meant that I had to watch all of the animals that did the parkour course.
How the heck are they?
Oh man, this job is terrible. Now I'm just gonna have to watch a cow fall off and die. Whoa, what the? Oh my god, this cow is cooking. How did he even do that? The parkour pros
that is actually crazy. Yo, that cow might have like infinite IQ or something.
As for the other animals that don't make the course, well, that's where the meat comes from on the noob level.
Rip
some
to the
noob's
chicken.
Gonna have to eat that. Wow, I cannot say I missed that. Parkour pros do their daily tasks for a reason. Once you've completed the task that you got on your piece of paper,
that was indeed a crazy sight to see.
This place is basically the only reason parkour pros are incentivized to work. This is because this is the only place in parkour civilization where you can practice parkour without worrying about falling to the lower level. The entrance to the training grounds is blocked by a barrier, and the only way in is to throw in your slip of paper once you've completed the work. The daily task I completed gave me 15 minutes of practice time. That meant for the next 15 minutes, I could practice any parkour jump I could possibly
without any
think of.
risk,
Here,
basically.
you have the ability to build any parkour jump you want.
Oh, that's so cool. You build your own
as a
course.
parkour pro, I didn't even know what I needed to practice, so I just decided to do the jumps that people left here. It seemed like a lot of the pros were practicing fence jumps, which are jumps I had little to no experience on. But what scared me the most is what I saw over here. Someone was practicing not one, but multiple three-bar vertical jumps. It almost seemed impossible to do even one.
I mean, hey, if you want to make it to the parkour master level, you gotta work on this.
At ranking up to become a master, I was gonna have to spend much more time in here practicing. Another beautiful day, and I don't have to wake up to either raw chicken or raw beef. Even though I've only been here for a few days, I feel like I haven't really enjoyed myself yet. I mean, for once in my life,
would you
I don't
even
have to
enjoy
go
in the
outside to
civilization?
parkour for food. I don't even have to grab my piece of steak. I'll still have full hunger for days. And now, instead of being bullied by all the parkour pros like I was down at the noob level, I can just do anything I want, and
unless
no one's
you
here
fall
to punish
all
me.
the way
Hey,
back
you wanna
down
come with
again.
me to get our daily jobs? I don't want to be late.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do my daily task. I think I'm just gonna chill today, honestly.
What? What do you mean you're gonna chill?
This dude's looking at him crazy. He's like, what do you mean you're not gonna do your daily task?
No, you're not gonna get your daily tasks? Are you sure about that?
What? I mean, no one says we have to, so what's the problem?
I don't know. I just have never seen anyone not do their daily task.
Wow,
Hey, he's
maybe
going
I'm
against the
teaching
grain,
parkour
dude.
pros
He's
that
different.
they don't have to parkour all the time. But later that day, I realized I made a huge mistake. What in the world is that sound?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, come on.
You
I was
made a
just trying to
mistake.
sleep. Who keeps making that horn noise?
Dude, hurry.
Dun, dun,
you gotta
dun,
get out here
dun.
now. Follow me and make sure you don't miss a jump.
Whoa,
What happened?
What's
What
going
happened?
on? Be late for what? Wait, where are you going?
Shout
I
out to
started
this guy. He's
parkouring
so
in the
nice.
direction that my neighbor was going. And that's when I saw a bunch of parkour pros lined up, standing completely still. I had
They're like,
no clue
someone
what was
did
going
not
on,
do
but
their
I followed
task.
my neighbor, and soon I got in line with all of
Is
the
that
other
Sonic
parkour
in front of him?
pros. No one was saying anything. Hey, can anyone tell me what's going on?
Dude, don't say anything and look straight ahead.
Why? Can't
What
someone just
happened? What
explain
happened?
what's happening? But that's when it happened. Not too far ahead, someone dropped down from the sky.
Whoa.
It was a parkour master.
One of you was supposed to design a new course, but someone didn't do their task. Who was it?
Oh no, I'm done for.
Rip.
Why does this have to be me? I watched as the parkour master interrogated each and every one of the parkour pros,
Gulp.
knowing that sooner or later he was gonna show up where I was.
Come on, come on, come on.
What was your task?
My task, I was
farm for
selling
15
houses
minutes.
to noobs on the bottom level.
Someone already did that task. Prepare for a parkour battle.
Oh, come on.
The parkour battle starts now.
This is just great. Why does my first parkour
This is so
battle
cool,
have
though.
to
This
be
is
against
actually
the
really
parkour
cool.
master?
For my first attack, I'm attacking you with a 3-block jump.
Okay, a 3-block.
You know, I like this. I like this. This kind of reminds me of like horse in basketball or like skate in skateboarding.
Jump, that's doable. I think I can survive this round. In parkour civilization, it should be no surprise that people fight each other with more parkour. If someone attacks you with a jump and you don't make it, you pay the price. Oh, this isn't good. I'm already down 4 hearts.
How the heck are you supposed to
I
beat
gave
a
you an
master?
easy one, but I guess this is going to be over faster than I thought. Get ready for my
Guy's a
next
master
attack.
jumper, dude.
The worst part about parkour battles is you can't even attack your opponent until you defend
Bro.
one of their attacks. And by the looks of this next jump, I probably
Wait, he
won't
has
be
to
attacking
fail that
the
jump.
parkour master at all.
What?
Your turn. 4 blocks by 3
Oh
blocks
my
diagonal
gosh,
jump.
dude.
All right, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh man,
You're
this is so
cooked.
far. How did he
You're
do this
cooked,
first
buddy.
try? I was hoping I would get lucky, but luck
Oh
wasn't
my
on my
gosh,
side.
dude.
The second
2
attack hit me,
hearts?
and I was down to 2 hearts.
This gives me like dream
This is too fun
speedrun
for me. One
like
more
speedrunner
attack
versus
and you'll be
hunters
gone
vibes.
forever.
The
It's like
parkour
you're
master
on
was
the
right.
edge
If I failed
of
to
failure.
defend one more attack, it's game over for me. All I could hope for
Dude,
now
he's
is
about to
that
do
the
some
parkour master
impossible
fails
jump.
this last jump. That way, I
Oh.
could actually have
Oh,
a chance
no.
to attack. No way he makes this first try. Oh
Rip.
god, he made it.
This is it for you, Parkour Pro.
Ripski.
A 3-block vertical jump to decide your fate.
This
Guys,
was
he's
it.
done.
My entire journey
He
in
is
parkour
done.
civilization came down to this one jump, and it was a 3-block vertical
Oh
jump.
no.
I thought
What you
this
gonna
was
do
it.
now?
All my work to rank up to become a parkour pro was gonna be for nothing if I didn't make this jump. But at least I was gonna die trying. I took a deep breath, and I jumped. What?
He made it.
Is this real?
He would have died
I
if he
didn't.
didn't.
I made a 3-block vertical jump.
You just bought yourself 5 more minutes of time, but we both know your fate. Get ready to attack me.
It's not
the parkour
over.
master was right. All
It's
I
not
did was
over.
buy myself a little time. How was I gonna be able to do a jump that the parkour master couldn't do? And if I make it too easy, the parkour master will just get another chance
Yeah,
to
it's
attack
gonna be too
me.
easy.
I got lucky last time, but I don't
Unless-
think I'd survive another attack from the
Yo,
parkour
imagine
master.
he fails
For
a
my
1-block
first attack,
jump.
I built a
He gets
1-block
too
jump, and I
confident.
did a 360.
360.
Maybe, just maybe, there was a chance.
You know, Evbo, he's the god of 360 jumps. I don't think that master has seen a 360 jump in his life before.
This would work.
Wow, a 360? I've never done that before, but if you
I
did
knew
it,
it.
can't be that
I knew
hard.
it.
Let's go. He's never done it before. I needed him to fail this jump.
What?
Yes!
How? Who even does 360? What is this?
By some
He's gonna do
miracle,
a backwards
my attack
jump.
against the parkour master was successful. I think
Yo, I feel like this story is so well thought out. One of them, he's gonna do a backwards jump. I'm
found his
telling you
weakness.
right now.
He couldn't do a 360.
Evbo, the
This was my
backwards
chance.
jumper.
I
The
just had to make
360
sure that I
jumper.
kept making my jumps. For my next attack, I built a 2-block jump.
What is he gonna do
I've
now?
never even made this jump before, but my entire life
360 again?
depended on it. I jumped, and I successfully
Again?
made a 2-block jump with the 360.
This is ridiculous. How are you doing these jumps?
I watched as the parkour
gonna
master
fail
tried to
again, isn't
defend
he?
against my attack, but once
Oh
again,
my
the 360 was too difficult
Got
for him.
him.
This can't be possible. How are you beating me?
Now,
Cooked them.
both the
Cooked
parkour
them.
master and I were at 2 hearts.
Backwards
the
jump.
next person to land
Let's
an
do it.
attack would win the parkour battle.
No.
All right, you ready for a 3-block jump with a 360?
No.
No, stop. I yield. You win the parkour battle.
What? Are you serious?
He
No
just
way.
forfeited?
I actually
Like that?
won the parkour battle? Somehow
His
I
pride
beat
was
a
on the
parkour
line.
Master.
Because you beat me, I have something that can help you rank up to become a parkour
Hey, yo,
master.
hold
I
up.
could-
He went from possibly getting in trouble to now maybe getting a chance to rank up.
Master would be impossible, but he had something that could help me along the way. He
What
pulled
is
out
that,
an
a totem
item
of
and threw it
undying?
on the ground. I went to pick it
an
up, and I
extra
figured out that
life.
it was a totem of undying. He said somewhere in the course there is a jump that I won't survive, and I'll know it when I see it. He told me to go attempt the course to rank up and find this jump. He said to
Are
find
these-
any
are these
information
exams, like,
about the
all
secret to
impossible or
completing
something?
that jump, because if I can figure out
Bro.
how to make the jump, I could rank up to become a parkour master. But I wasn't going to make the journey up the temple just yet. Not only did I need food to get my health back, but I needed to do my daily task. I barely escaped with my life after missing 1 day of work, so I
Feed
wasn't going to
noobs.
do that again.
He has to go
And
back
today,
down, huh?
my task was feed noobs. I realized after all this time of being a parkour pro, I've never made my way back down to the noob level yet. I wonder if anything's changed down there since I ranked
Are
up.
they gonna
If you're a
remember
pro,
him?
This is so strange. I once lived in this neighborhood. That was once my mansion. And now as a parkour pro, I can see what it really looks like from down here.
Now he can
When I lived
ask,
here,
will
only
you go
one
for
that
the
lived in
raw
my
chicken
neighborhood,
or
at
for the
least
raw
only one
beef?
left. So does anyone live here anymore? Hello? Anyone home? Okay, I guess not. Maybe someone bought my mansion? I don't know. Hello?
Does
anyone
anyone
here?
live down here
yeah,
anymore?
I'm coming.
Oh, no way. Someone actually does live here. All right, time to set up the jumps. Let's see, 1-block jump for raw chicken, and then the 1-block vertical jump for raw beef. Man, I can't believe I'm actually doing this job now. All right, mandatory parkour check.
Oh, great. It's you.
You're a parkour noob now? Weren't
Huh?
you just at
He
my
fell.
house? Yeah, you delivered my parkour to me. So what happened?
What do you think happened, genius? You just paid me a huge tip, and I was so happy. And then I fell out the front door.
Hey, man, well,
And he lost it
I
all.
ranked up, so you could too. All right, so now you have to choose your
You
jump.
think I don't know what to do already? Just let me jump for my food in peace.
Hey, I feel like I remember being in a situation that was just like this. You really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. And you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh,
my God. Now he's going to prison.
Man, that sucks. Dang, now he has to spend another 50 years in parkour prison. Oh well. After only finding 2 noobs to feed, I went back to the other neighborhood where I found the old
Jenkins.
man. It just seems so weird that he disappeared out of nowhere. I wanted to see if there was a chance that he came back. But when I got to the house, a parkour master walked out the front door. Luckily, I wasn't spotted. What was a parkour master doing all the way at the noob?
Oh, shoot. Things are getting interesting now.
And why did he come from this house? When I thought the coast was clear, I made my way over. This couldn't be a coincidence. This is the only house I've seen with a secret room and now a parkour.
Imagine that old guy is the parkour champion, guys. Imagine.
Does the master even know about the secret room? I went to go inside, but something was wrong.
Blocked
there
now.
was no secret doorway. It was gone. I was sure this was the right house. That parkour master must have came here to block up the entrance. I sat there thinking about why the parkour master would do that. But nothing made sense to me. But that didn't matter to me right now. Now that I finished my daily task, it was time to try the course to rank up to become a parkour master and find this impossible jump. Now I had one thing to worry about, and that was making this initial course to get into the temple. I wasn't worried about falling. I was worried about wasting my totem of undying. The parkour master said that I would not survive the impossible jump. So if I got to that jump with no totem of undying, then this entire journey would be for nothing. I scaled my way up the side of the parkour temple until I got to the very top. Most of the jumps were 2-block vertical jumps, but towards the end, I had to make this 3-block jump. Now, I couldn't afford to make any mistakes. That's when I made the last jump, and I was inside the parkour temple.
Let's see what the exam looks like.
What's crazy is that none of those jumps were a part of the real course. It looks so trippy. This was the real course.
Oh shoot, I see.
At first glance,
floating trees
I've never seen used in parkour before, but I was expecting that. There's a reason why almost no pros even attempt this course.
Oh, this is about to be crazy.
So fence jumps, trapdoor jumps, and ladder jumps. The jumps just kept getting harder and harder.
You better put on that totem of undying right now.
All I was here to do was find the impossible jump that the parkour master told me about.
Oh shoot.
If I find this jump and study it like he told me to, maybe I have an actual chance of becoming a parkour master. I climbed to the top of the ladder, and now I was really at the start of the course. Any fall from this height would result in death. And of course I have to do fence jumps as the very first section. I held out my totem of undying and I climbed on the course to begin. Fence jumps were my worst nightmare, but so far I've made 3 in a row. But I soon realized that's all I needed to do because I think I found the impossible jump.
Where?
What is this?
Wait, how would you?
Is this a 4-block vertical fence jump?
How would you get back up there even if you do end up dying?
There was nowhere else to go. This was clearly the right path, but
is it going to give you a second chance?
It had to be impossible. Well, the master gave me a totem for a reason. I attempted the jump, but got nowhere close to
But how are you going to get past it then?
That was my one chance to use the totem of undying, and I'm just hoping that that was the jump he was talking about.
What is that going to do for you, though?
I had to study the jump, and I knew just the way to do that. Fortunately, it was my neighbor who was working as the parkour delivery service today. Hey, I need a jump built in my house. Follow me. I need to show you what it looks like. All right, so for the jump I need built, it's kind of a little ways away.
Now he just has to practice it.
Is the parkour jump all the way up there?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tip you good. Just follow me. I brought my neighbor all the way up into the parkour temple and showed him the jump I wanted him to build. Since the jump was complicated, he placed down a block that copies every block on this jump. And after paying for his services, I now have this impossible parkour jump inside my own house. Now I can study this jump every single day.
It's not impossible if you can do it.
The jump was a 3-block vertical jump, but with the fences, it turns into a 4-block. It was actually impossible. So what was I missing here? I couldn't just practice this jump because parkour civilization laws state all jumps inside your home must have a risk of dying. So practicing wasn't gonna be my best option. This doesn't make any sense.
You gotta go back to the practice area.
The practice zone. I was gonna leave it, but that's when I slipped.
No! Oh no! Now is he gonna turn back into a noob? We still have to see what that master was doing back in the noob area.
No! I thought I was dead until I wasn't. What? How am I alive? My journey...
What? Where did that barrier block come from? What?
In parkour civilization should have ended.
Hold up.
I was supposed to die there, but a barrier block caught my fall.
Who just saved him?
This barrier block had to have been placed by someone, right?
What kind of blessing did he?
Wasn't. The guy who came to deliver parkour used a device that copied every single block from the impossible jump. That had to be it. The barrier was from the impossible jump. This is what the parkour master wanted me to find. It was the way to get past the impossible
Oh shoot, come on, come on. I really thought it was over for him.
I had been planning this out carefully. I wasn't just gonna go into the hardest parkour course of my life unprepared. I had saved 4 of my daily task papers to take to the parkour training grounds. As a parkour pro, each daily
So
time,
he has
since I
like a
saved
whole
up, I
hour
have now 1 hour to practice as much parkour as I could. This would probably be one of the last times I could parkour without worrying about dying. Because once I stepped foot into the parkour temple to become a master, there would be no turning back. All of this preparation is
he doesn't have a
relying on
totem
the
of
fact that
undying
there
anymore.
actually is a secret path to get past the impossible
Alright,
jump. But
training
I feel too
art
far and too much
commence.
to give up the
And
parkour
wait, there's
temple.
also
Most of
the
jumps I
barrier
saw
block
were
that we
either
have to
fences
remember.
or
You know what's
fence jumps
crazy,
and
guys?
trap
You know
jumps
what's
easily.
crazy? This whole course was pre-built at the beginning. If he actually built this himself, that means this scene was already filmed before. Or, you know,
And that's
someone
how I
else
knew
trying
that
to
it was time
attempt
to
it as
head
well.
to the
But
parkour temple and do the course to
they
become
had it all
a parkour
planned out
master.
from the beginning.
Yes, sir. He's heading to the parkour temple now. Don't worry, sir. I have something planned. I can promise you he's not making it out alive.
Sabotage?
This was it. To
That's
start the journey
crazy.
this was my last and only run. If I don't
Alright,
make every
come on.
single one
You've
of
got
these
this.
jumps in the
You can
parkour
overcome
course,
this.
This would be the last view I ever have of parkour civilization. But that's how parkour life is.
come on.
You either rise or you fall. You can never
You
stay
guys
in the
believe
same
in
place.
Evbo?
And had
I want you
decided
guys to
that
leave
I
a
was
like
gonna
on
be the
this
one
if you
to
guys
rise.
believe in
I got
Evbo.
to the top of the ladder and it was time to start the parkour course. Any fall from this height would be the death of me. But the fence jumps weren't what I was worried
Leave
about.
a like
It
for
was
good luck
this,
right
the
now.
Impossible jump. This is when I find out if the secret path is
Any
real or not.
barrier
I
blocks?
studied where the barrier block was in my house. If I wanted to land on the barrier, I would have to walk off the fence.
How would you
If I
even get
jumped,
back
I would
on?
miss the block. And that's assuming it was even there. But there's only
All
one
right,
way
here
to
we
find
go.
out. I walked off the ledge
Boom.
and I was alive. Was here. The
There it
secret
was.
path was real. Now I knew
But
it was possible.
where
It
to
was
next?
possible to become a parkour master. I looked around for where to go
Oh,
next,
another
and I
one?
saw the outline of a barrier 3 blocks to my left. And I saw the staircase of
What
barriers
the
that
heck?
would lead up back onto the parkour
Ah,
course.
that's
I've never done
crazy.
invisible parkour before, but there's a first time for everything. I made the 3-block jump, and I was
That's
on the
crazy.
secret path. I didn't understand. Did someone make the
That's
secret
really smart,
path,
though.
or was the course designed like this from the beginning? Either way, however the secret path got there, it got me
Could
back
be
on
the
the
old
course.
guy, too.
And now
He
I
had
was
a
gonna
barrier
have to make
block
every
before.
jump first try. Thankfully, I got past the fence section, but now I was on the trapdoors. Trapdoors were only a quarter of the size of a regular block, meaning if I missed the jump by even a little, it would be game over. This next jump was a 3-block diagonal jump. I didn't practice this jump, but I made it. I had made it past the trapdoors, but now I was on the regular doors.
Oh,
I
this
had
one's
almost
hard.
no experience
Oh,
with door
I
jumps, but I
see.
knew I had to be careful. If I wasn't paying attention and I opened one of the doors the wrong way, I could get knocked off, and there would be no totem of undying to save me this time.
Oh,
The jumps
no.
kept getting harder and harder, and each jump I felt like I was barely
Come
hanging
on,
on the
Evbo, I
edge.
believe
But
in you.
It didn't matter as long as I was staying on the course. One by one, I kept making the jumps, and I was
Come
getting
on,
higher and
guys.
higher off the ground. The last
gotta
jump
pray
was a
for Evbo.
3.5 block
He's
jump.
gotta
It was
become a
far,
master.
but it wasn't
Ooh,
going to
that
be the
was-
jump
that was
that
kinda
stopped
fire.
me from ranking up. I didn't like thinking about the fact that this course had no room for error. When I ranked up before, at least the course had blocks to potentially break my fall, but here there was nothing
you
that
fall,
could
you're
save
dead.
me. Luckily, I made it past the door section.
big,
and now
big fall.
I was onto the
Guys,
ladder
I'm
section.
sweating just
Everything was
watching
going
it. There's so
smoothly
much
until
suspense.
I found something I've never seen before. Is this jump even possible? This is
No,
a
it is.
2-block vertical jump.
It
I've
is.
never seen this
I
jump before,
believe.
but I figured it had to be possible. I went
Yep.
for it, and
Here
I
we
made
go.
it. And that's when I saw one of the hardest jumps
Oh,
I've
I
ever
hate
seen.
those.
Oh no, this could be the end of me. Come
I
on,
hate the
please
ones
hang on.
where the ladder's
that
on
was
the
too
side.
Close. I was inches away from
I
slipping
always
off the
jump
ladder,
too
but my
far,
son
and I
was
fall
still
off.
on the course. Now I was parkouring on fully grown trees. I didn't even know trees still existed in parkour civilization, but I didn't have time to focus on that right now. I was looking at the
Oh,
last
there's a
jumps,
slime block
and I
too.
realized I was almost at the top. I was actually gonna do it. All right, where do I jump to now? What
Oh.
what
Oh,
is
no.
going on?
TNT!
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
shoot.
no! I was too late to realize. I opened my eyes and I was
Oh
still on
my
the tree
God.
with 2 hearts left. What happened? Was that a part of the course?
Bro
That
almost
is
got
impressive.
destroyed.
I thought the TNT would do the trick, but you just want to stay alive.
There
What
he
the-
is.
Who are you? What are
Mr.
you doing here?
Sabotage.
I'm so confused. What is going on?
Oh, please don't tell me you thought you were going to rank up. You You were a noob. You don't belong up there. You
That's
could
so
never
messed
be a
up.
parkour
What?
master. You belong at the bottom level. You were a noob. You were born to be one, and you'll always be one. And now I gotta finish the job. Prepare for a
Watch, he's gonna
parkour
fall
battle.
off.
Oh god, a parkour battle is not what I need
Again?
right now. I only have 2 hearts left. That means if I fail to defend any parkour attack, that will
There's
be
no
the
way
end
he
of me.
loses this,
To
right?
think I actually had a chance of ranking up.
Say goodbye
360
to parkour
jumps, 360
civilization.
jumps.
The battle starts now. I attack you with a 2-block diagonal vertical jump.
Whoever this was severely underestimated me. I've beaten a
360.
master in a parkour battle, and I sure wasn't gonna get out to a jump like that.
There's no point in fighting back. Your fate is inevitable.
I didn't listen to the parkour pro. I knew that as long as I could parkour,
Is it his turn
I was
to jump-
still in this.
to
Now,
attack now?
I couldn't afford to play it safe.
Backwards.
I needed an attack that would finish him once and for all, and that meant doing a jump I've never done before. Come on,
Backwards.
please make it. I did it.
No. What was that? What was that jump?
Well, that would be a 2-block
Well,
downwards
he's falling all
backwards
the
jump.
way down,
Wait,
so he's
sorry,
dead.
I messed up. It's actually a 2-block downwards backwards diagonal jump. This was it. The pro lined up at the edge of the block and jumped backwards.
Come
It's
on,
game
please.
over.
No.
Did it. I
Goodbye.
won the parkour battle.
That's what
but
you get.
Against who? That was just a parkour pro. Why was another pro trying to attack me? And why did they not want me to rank up?
He was
What
definitely
all
working
that
for the
stuff he was
master.
saying about how I was born to be at the bottom. There was too much to think about, but I had to set that aside because now I still had to worry about surviving the parkour course. And not even just the parkour jumps. Who knows if there are more traps waiting for me ahead? I took a look at the rest of the course. I could see the final stretch
guys, I don't
of
know
jumps,
why, but
and
I
all had to do
love
now
slime block
was
parkour.
a slime block jump. Let's go.
It's just
all
so
the
fun.
days I was
It's
using
like a
my
little
custom
trampoline.
slime block jump to get to my bed were just practice for this moment. I
Boing.
jumped and I made
I
it.
love slime
Now,
block
I was
parkour.
standing on
It's the
one of the
best.
final jumps of the course, and I could see
We
the
got
doorway
chains?
up ahead. Now
Oh
were the
my
3 block
gosh, those
vertical
chain jumps
but
look
I've been
crazy.
practiced. I used my momentum to do all 5
But
jumps in a
now-
row. In less than 10 jumps, I would be a parkour master. Now I was at a tricky part. I've never even seen chain jumps before, but compared to surviving a surprise attack and parkour battle,
are
it was
scary.
nothing to me anymore. I made the final chain jump, and
Okay.
I was 1 jump
Here we
away
go.
from becoming a parkour master.
Oh, you
This was
can't
it.
even, like,
This was
hit
what
your head
everything
on
was
this.
leading up to. The old man that helped me, the
This one is
parkour master
hard.
that gave me the totem, they all wanted me to make it
Here
to
we
this
go.
point, and I wasn't gonna let them down. I jumped and I made it. I did
did it.
I actually did it. I turned around.
You-
and looked
you
at how
became
high I
a
was off the
master
ground.
now,
I had
basically.
beaten the course that no pro even attempts to do, and now I'm about to rank up. Once I step through these doors, I will
Let's
no
go!
longer be a parkour pro. I will
Yes!
be a parkour master. The door opened, revealing
That's
an
actually
entirely
crazy.
different room. All of
Congratulations,
the walls were
Evbo.
made up of quartz. What was society even gonna look like up here? I couldn't
Whoa,
describe
it looks
but
like
everything was
heaven.
so perfect compared to the layers down below.
Oh,
I
it's
looked
time to
over
let
and
go
I
of your
saw a
boots.
lava parkour jump with dispensers
Throw
in the
it
middle.
away.
Oh, I know what this is. This would hopefully be the last time I ever have to wear pro boots again. I took off my boots and threw them in the lava. And
Diamond?
now I just gotta
No,
make sure I
gold.
don't fail this jump. I jumped through the dispensers and I was equipped
Got the
with
gold.
golden boots. I
Gold
was
suits
now
you very well,
officially a
Evbo.
parkour master. The last time I ranked up to become a pro, there were people working in the parkour temple, but now I don't see anyone here. I realized how different society was between the noob and pro levels.
Society's
So
just
how much
real
different
good
could this
at
society be?
when
Well,
you're
I
up
guess there's only
at
one
the
way
top.
to find out. I walked up the stairs and I started to see the inside of the parkour temple. All right, I think I'm ready to see what society's like up here. I walked
Okay.
up the stairs into the parkour master society.
Look
Oh
at that.
My, this is what parkour
What the
civilization
heck?
looks like as a master. Up
Is
here,
that what the
only
homes
the best
look
of the
like?
best can survive all of the jumps. One missed jump and I would rank down back to a
Dude.
parkour pro, and all of my work to get up here
Every-
would have been for nothing.
every jump is
and
3
now
blocks
it looks
now.
like I'm gonna be fighting for my life every jump. As a parkour noob, I only had to do 1-block jumps. When I became a pro, those 1-block jumps turned into 2-block jumps. And now as a parkour master, everywhere I look is a 3-block jump. Except now
Oh,
up here, there are
shoot.
parkour highways. It seemed like taking the highway was a little easier since the glass jumps were about 2.5 blocks. I was expecting life to be different up here, but
And
I
these
did not
are
think
the
it would look like
homes?
this.
You get
I
a whole
were these even
apartment.
houses? These were more like skyscrapers. Wait,
Oh
could I
my
actually buy a
gosh.
skyscraper as a master? I looked up and way up high, I saw a parkour master easily making the jumps. And
Wait.
just when I thought he was gonna die from fall damage, he just
Is that master? I swear he had iron
caught
boots
himself
on.
with a water bucket and moved on. I've never heard of water bucket parkour being a thing, but that's when I remembered the parkour master that I battled came down the same way. So parkour masters can use water to never take fall
MLG
damage?
water
All right,
bucket
well, it looks
challenge.
like I gotta go find myself a water bucket. I made my way over to what looked like to be some sort of parkour staircase, and this
Ooh.
definitely didn't look like an easy staircase to
Where is
climb.
this gonna lead
I
them to?
wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh no,
Wait,
my
what?
first day as a parkour master and I'm already in trouble. I turned around but didn't see anybody until
Who
a
is it?
parkour master dropped down out of nowhere.
It seems like you're new here. You should probably get off the staircase if you don't have your water bucket yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight back on this one, not trying to make enemies on my first day. The master explained that I shouldn't be going up high without a water bucket because one missed jump and I'll die from fall damage.
Oh
And
my
he said
gosh.
masters never die from fall damage.
Why does it go
Okay,
up that
so
high?
how do I get a water bucket then?
Do you even have a house yet?
No.
Alright, buddy, you should probably get a house first. Like that one over there. You need something on the ground level. Something where you don't have to go up high for.
Are you serious? These are actually houses? Okay.
That's
so
crazy.
How do I get a house? The master showed me
They're
the
too
building
rich
where I
up
could buy
here.
my
They're so
skyscraper.
out of touch
If you're new here,
from
I'll
like
help you out a little bit.
civilization.
I'm kind of rich, so just take this and hopefully that will help you buy your first house.
You're rich? Wait, what does that mean? It was already clear that I knew nothing about what life was like
So
up
you
here.
can
The
actually
parkour
get
master dropped me
physical,
5 oak
obtainable
blocks.
stuff.
Why would he drop me
If you're a
these? Wait, how
pro,
much is
or
a
if
skyscraper
you're a
gonna
master.
cost? I made my way over to the shop where I was gonna buy my first house as a parkour master. I walked inside and this store looked nothing
We got
like
an
all the
alien?
other shops I
Yo.
bought houses from. Instead, there was just one giant hole in the middle.
What the
Okay,
heck?
Don't tell me I have to do this jump to buy a skyscraper. Is this even possible?
Okay, clearly you have no idea how this works. You have to build your jump, buddy.
Let's go. I
I
can build
see.
my
So
own
you get
jump
to
pay
kinda
for my
choose
house.
what you
Now I
do.
understand why the parkour master gave me these blocks. All right, what am I gonna build? Wait, how do I even know this is gonna be enough to buy the house? Can't you just tell me how much the house costs?
No, that's your job. Just warning you, if you don't pay enough, I'm not gonna sell you a house.
Okay, I have to guess the price. That's just great. Let's just hope this
What is
three-block
this, like a
diagonal jump
three-block?
works. Nice.
Three-block
All right,
diagonal
did I get
jump.
the house?
Bro, you're kidding, right? You're trying to buy a skyscraper. Why would you think that would work?
360.
If I had a dirt house to sell, I wouldn't even give it to you for that.
Okay, that's
Hit
not
the
good. Now I
360.
just wasted 3 of the blocks I had. How am I possibly gonna make a jump hard enough to buy a skyscraper with 1
360?
block? Okay, let's see. This is a 3-block jump and then into a 2-block jump. Oh god, I have an idea and I don't like it. But if
Jump
I'm gonna
and
buy
then
a parkour
360 after that.
skyscraper, I think this is my only choice. This
Ready?
is such a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. 1, 2.
Oh,
I cannot
double
believe I just made
360?
that.
I've never even seen a 360, but you just paid me with 2 in a row. This is
Evbo, the
incredible. Let me show you to
360
your parkour
god.
skyscraper.
If there's one thing I know about life in parkour civilization, it's that a 360 can solve everything.
All right, here's your new house.
I have to be the first person in history to have bought a house on the noob level,
Oh
the
my
pro level,
gosh.
and the master level. I cannot wait to check this out. Wait, how do I even get up here?
Oh, yeah, usually when people buy this house, they water bucket from all the way up there to get inside.
I have to jump from all the way up there just to get
How are you gonna
one
get a
block?
water bucket
No,
now?
since you paid me a lot, I'll help you out.
The guy told me I could use this block instead of water
Hey,
bucket. But he
let's
said
go.
as a parkour master, if you're caught using this, everyone will make fun of you.
Oh.
That means I'm gonna have to
So
get a
you could
water
do
bucket
it,
before I become a
but
social outcast.
you
up
just
here.
get judged
All right,
for
time
doing
to check
it.
out the biggest house I've ever bought
Let's
in parkour
go.
civilization. The downside about being a parkour master is every
Oh
jump
my
in my life
gosh,
is now
you gotta jump all the way up there just to sleep?
so much harder. The houses up here had so many more spaces to fall through. I even had to jump if I wanted to go on the couch. But that's
It's
what
so
it means
risky.
to be a master in parkour civilization. Parkour masters are never supposed to fall, no matter how hard the jump is. So I guess I have to do all these glass jumps every time I want to get to the top floor of my house. When I climbed up the ladder, I was in my very own garden. I didn't even know nature
That's
like
so
this still
nice.
existed in parkour
That looks
civilization, but now
so
I
cool.
have it in my house. This entire level of civilization was still so crazy to me. I couldn't even believe half of the things I was seeing. Never in my life would I have thought I would have to swim up a waterfall to get to the top floor of my house. I was so amazed by everything around me that
Where's
I
the
didn't
bed,
even
though?
pay attention to the fact
Oh
that I
my
was
goodness.
at 2 hearts. If I missed one of these jumps,
There's
and
so
took
many
fall
more
damage,
levels,
it might
too.
be the end of me. But I'm a master now, so I never miss jump. No, I
Oh.
missed one parkour jump, and I took
Oh my gosh. 1 heart remaining?
Now that I had time to process the situation, there was no way that person acted alone. Someone didn't want me to rank up, and whoever that is still out
Was
there.
it the
I didn't
champion?
know. Maybe it was another parkour master.
Maybe the
or
champion?
Maybe it was someone else. All I knew is that I was gonna have to figure out something quick
maybe the
if I wanted to
champion
survive.
heard
If I
that
jumped,
someone
my
has
entire
been
journey
leveling
would
up
be for
a
nothing.
little
So
too
if I was gonna have
fast.
any chance at surviving, I was gonna need to find a place to get food. I went down the parkour highway until I saw a massive building in the distance. I was just hoping that this was a place to get food because I had 4 hunger bars left,
Dude,
and I don't
one-
even want to think
guys,
about what might
one
happen
heart.
if I lose the ability to sprint. I walked
Ooh,
into the
there's a
building,
nice
and
big
so
shop,
far,
though.
I didn't see anything that resembled food. All I saw were dispensers and hoppers on the wall. All of the dispensers had different types of parkour items listed above them. Maybe this is a place
civilization is so different up here.
Why don't these machines even work? I'm not getting anything.
Hey, buddy, you're not seriously trying to rob the parkour
we got a
bank,
slime
are you?
block guy now.
Parkour bank? I already knew parkour was how people
they've
paid
got
each other in
banks?
parkour civilization.
That's how you know
but
they're
this was
rich
different.
up here.
Someone walked up with a piece of paper and put it into the dispenser. In exchange, they got wood blocks for it. I realized the paper the guy put into the dispenser was something I was already familiar with. It must have been a daily task paper, which means not even being a parkour master can get me out of work. On the other side of the bank, I saw a staircase that was definitely too hard to do with one
the champion have to do
man,
work too?
I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich, though.
How does every
Dang,
parkour
that's
master know that this is
crazy.
my first day here? All right,
It's like the
I found
private
the bank, but that didn't
VIP
help me at
section.
all. The situation was getting worse as I kept going on. I was now down to 3.5 hunger bars. If I didn't get food within a few minutes, I would lose my sprint, and every
Yep,
3-block
lose your
jump
sprint,
that I've been
lose your
doing
hearts.
would be impossible. Okay, I really hope this place sells food.
Yeah, this is the place for food. You just gotta build your jump.
Oh, this is it. I'm done
There
for.
is no
I have no
blocks.
blocks left. I have no way of paying for anything in parkour civilization. I'm gonna be the first parkour master in history to starve. How embarrassing is that? Wait a minute. Unless parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Could I bribe a parkour master for food? Would that work? I mean, maybe it could. What the? Where did that person just come from?
That
Oh my god,
guy's-
she probably fell from all the way up
That's an
there.
answer from the
Oh well,
gods.
3 blocks for me. Let's go. I'm saved. In my entire time in
but it's
parkour
ice
civilization,
blocks.
I've never even seen ice jumps.
Oh,
But
no.
now wasn't the time to be scared of jumps. I needed the food. All right,
my
what does
gosh.
2 3-block ice jumps get me?
Dude, you seriously paid that much?
Wait, what do you mean paid that much? Did I pay a lot? Ice jumps were apparently worth a lot in parkour civilization because I got 64 golden carrots.
He
Please
doesn't
come
have
back,
to
bro,
eat like
anytime.
Let's go. I'm not
He doesn't
gonna be
have
the
to work
first
for food
parkour
anymore.
master in history to
My
starve.
goodness.
Now I actually have a chance to start
A
living
whole
life as a
stack of
parkour
golden
master. I
carrots?
don't even know what to do now. Do I
He's
go to
chilling now.
work or do I get a water bucket? Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting a water bucket. I took the parkour highway until I found a different building. Hopefully this will
could
be
he
the
use
place
the
where I could get a
food
water
as, like,
bucket.
payment,
because
too?
it didn't really
I feel like
seem
that'd
like
be
I was
pretty-
a parkour master
pretty
until I
neat.
got one. I walked into the building and I saw a
Whoa.
giant glass staircase with a small platform on top. And on the floor, it looked like there was some sort of target.
You're
So you
here
have
for
to
a
get-
water bucket?
Oh, yeah. Is this the place I get one?
You don't just get one, you pay for one with your life. Climb
Oh
up to
my
the top
gosh.
of the staircase and grab a water bucket.
And then you
If
have to come
make
back
it,
down.
You keep it.
Of course, I have to risk my life yet again. Getting a water bucket was the only thing different
All right,
in parkour.
dude,
but
stained
not
glass
this time. It
parkour is
didn't
the
matter.
worst.
The fear
Look
stopped
at
me
this.
before.
Yes, sir.
Little
Somehow
tiny,
you
like,
ranked up.
noodles.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
See, it's another calling. Like, who the heck are they calling up
He
to?
dies from the water bucket, but if he doesn't, we'll be there to stop him.
I somehow made it to the
Stop
top
him.
of
How
the
so?
glass staircase. I can confidently say
made
that
it.
stairs are the worst thing about being a parkour master.
guys might be
but right
screwed,
now,
dude.
stairs were the least of my worries.
keep trying to
I
stop
opened the
Evbo.
chest to see a bunch of water buckets. The only way I'm gonna be able to keep one of these is if I go for the water bucket jump and make it successfully. If I make it, I'll
MLG.
have the ability to unlock an entirely new level of parkour. And if I don't, well, my entire journey's been for nothing. But that's
Come
the way
on.
life is in parkour civilization.
As we know,
You jump
he's the
by.
main
And
character.
have-
I wonder
these
if
were
Evbo's
jumps
gonna
I could only
try
dream
to
of
go
when
for
I
the
was a
champion
parkour noob.
status.
But
He has
I have
to,
the
right?
ability to become the greatest master in parkour
Yeah, he
civilization.
wants to be,
My first
like, the
days on this
best.
level were confusing, but now I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. As a parkour pro, I was required to do a daily task every single day. But now as a master, I can choose to do a task whenever I want. Instead
Oh,
of being paid
nice.
in practice
So you have
time,
the freedom.
masters get paid with blocks. As a master, if you want to pay for things, you have to build your own jumps. That means the more blocks you have, the more powerful you are as a master. And right
I
now,
see.
I can't make many parkour
Where'd
jumps,
all of his
so that's
food
why
go?
I gotta work. Parkour delivery here.
Come in.
All right, let's hope I can do this job well. Hey there, you wanted some parkour built, right?
Yeah, that's right. I ordered my new chain couch. You can put it right over there.
I can't say I've heard of a chain couch before,
Ouch.
but I guess there's a first time for everything.
seems
all
pretty
right,
painful.
I think I built this right. Is this what you wanted?
Oh, yeah, this is a real couch. Maybe if you're as rich as me one day, you can afford one of these.
Sure. Well, I hope you enjoy
he
your
might
day.
die.
Oh,
He
shoot,
died.
no. Bro, am I seriously not gonna get a tip? Dude,
Ripski.
that guy said he was rich
No
too.
tip.
I could have gotten some ice
That's what he
blocks
was
or
worried
something.
about.
The truth about being a parkour master is that people don't always get along. Not only do you have to survive every single jump, but you have to be ready to defend yourself with parkour.
Whoa, 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 buddy. What do you think you're doing? Everyone knows I'm the guy who sells houses. Go and take a
different job.
Wait, what do you mean? My job today is to sell houses. You can't just skip one day.
Parkour
Come on,
battle.
man. I need the money.
That's it. Parkour battle. You and me right now.
And by defend yourself,
360
I mean being prepared
time.
for a random parkour battle at any point. For my first move, I attacked with a 3-block diagonal jump into a 3-block vertical diagonal jump. I thought it was a strong attack, but the parkour master clearly had no problem
They make
with it.
parkour
Now,
seem
it was his
so
turn
like
to attempt
I don't
a
know.
3-block chain
Whoa.
jump.
Let's see you try to
Like they
defend
make it
against
seem
this
so like
attack, buddy.
strategic.
I don't even have chains
At
to
the
build
end of the
with.
day, they're
I
just
can't do this
jumping from
jump.
one
Then you
block
have
to
officially
another.
lost the parkour battle, and the selling house job is mine
Nope,
again.
it's
And there
not
it
over
was.
yet.
That was my first time losing a parkour battle. But that's just a part of the learning process for being a
Aw.
parkour master. But even though I've learned
Rip.
so much, there's one thing that I've yet to figure out.
Well,
and
no
that's
one takes
how to
that
get
job
to
away
the
from
top
the
of
alien.
the parkour temple. If I make it up there, I could potentially be the parkour champion, but I didn't see a way up. Back when I was a parkour pro, I could see the path on the side
Maybe
of
you
the
have
wall
to
to rank
build
up,
all
but
your
now
way
there's
up.
nothing here.
That's because you can't see it. It's said that only the parkour
It's
champion
invisible?
knows the
Oh,
way
is that
up.
guy
Standing
again?
behind me was the master that I beat in my first parkour battle. He was the one who gave me the Totem of Undying and helped me find the way past the impossible jump. Without his help, I would have never become a parkour master, and I wouldn't even be alive right now.
I knew giving you that Totem of Undying was a good choice. Now that you ranked up, you have the chance to save all of parkour civilization by
Save?
becoming the champion.
Save parkour civilization? Wait,
What do you mean
what are
by
you
that?
talking about? Why do I need to be the one to become the parkour champion?
You don't understand. We are at war. We thought all hope was lost. Before
War
you
with
ranked
who?
up. You don't understand. People aren't supposed to rank up, but you did it anyways. You need to come with me now.
What is going on? There's a parkour war, and somehow I'm supposed
What
to be
the
the
heck?
champion? What am I
Well,
getting
someone's
myself
trying to
into?
stop
I
him.
should have
We
never
know
ranked
that.
up. I was happy in my mansion. The master brought me into the parkour temple, and I followed him until he showed me a secret room. When I walked inside, I saw a
Whoa.
small-scale version of a map of the entire parkour civilization. The master said he had a mission for me. He told me to travel as far north as I could and find the highest parkour highway there is. He told me there's a building there that's extremely difficult to get into, but if I could get into it, I could get the truth about parkour civilization. He told me to go at night, and if I succeed, I might be able to
We're about
save
to learn the
everyone.
truth.
It was
More
time. I
lore
woke
being
up in the
unlocked.
middle of the- I kept going on the parkour highway until I saw a building. This one looked different than all of the other buildings in Parkour City, and I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy to get to. This next jump was a 4-block jump. I don't think I've ever done a 4-block jump straight up before, but the
Invisible
master
block,
said that
maybe?
this mission would be difficult, and if there's someone to do it, it was gonna be me.
Oh, he
I
has
got
to, like, momentum
and
jump
I
it.
made the 4-block jump.
Yup.
Oh, 4-block jump down, and now, oh my god, what is this?
Head
I stood
jumps.
on a path of ice blocks, and at the end, there was a jump way too far to
Oh
even
my
comprehend.
gosh.
This could have
You have to basically like momentum yourself by like head jumping or something and like
I tried
jump in
looking
the
around
last
for
second
barrier
because there's
blocks.
stairs
Maybe
above
there was a secret
Evbo.
path to this as well, but I found nothing. Somehow, I was gonna have to make this jump. And I think I had an idea of how I might be able to do
My
it.
gosh.
Okay, well, I get one chance at this.
Guys,
oh man, if
this
only
is
I was
so
rich enough to buy
nerve-wracking.
ice blocks to practice. Oh,
Ooh,
I do
let's go.
not want to do that again. There must be a
I
parkour
would've
god
failed
looking
that.
out for me.
100%.
Okay, back
You guys
now,
think
I
he
was
did
just
it in
hoping
first
I didn't
try?
walk into an ambush. I walked inside and I saw a giant hole in the floor with some
Or
parkour
while
jumps
filming
up
this, of
top.
course.
I was thankful that I didn't see anyone waiting for me. And what I wasn't thankful for was this
Oh my
glass pane
gosh.
staircase. Oh man, why do they have to make staircases
Actually,
so
I
complicated
take
in
my
Parkour
words back. I don't
Civilization?
want to
This
do
was
Parkour
supposed to be a stealth
Civilization
mission, but
anymore.
this
I
making
hate
it really hard
parkour.
for that to be possible. After too long, I made it up the staircase into
There's
the
a
top
map that
floor.
I could play
looked
through, I
around,
might.
but didn't see anyone. All I saw was some weird pedestal in the middle and some giant screen. What is this thing?
What
this
is this?
looks so... What the... Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
Diamonds?
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Whoa, what just happened?
What
How did I
crazy
see
flashback.
that vision? That's my memory, isn't it? That's Siwa. I've lived that before. What is going on? I walked over to the screen and opened the book on the desk. It said, enter user. Well, I was...
Guys, imagine this entire time he was the champion. He was the one who created this civilization but lost all his
here for
memories.
information, wasn't I? Might as well see what this does. I put my
Did it
name
log
into
him
the
in?
book and put it back on the desk, and text
Rank
appeared on the
noob.
screen. Rank noob. Wait, how? I'm a master though. But before I could think any further, someone appeared
the
right
heck is
behind me.
that?
Before they saw me,
Itachi?
I ran and hid behind the bush. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good.
Oh man, going into work late today, I guess. Or early, maybe. I don't know.
The security
So far,
guard?
the person didn't see me, but that's when someone else came into the room. It was Siwat. I know him, don't I? He's from my memory. I saw him walk up to the desk and start putting something in the book. And the player that was on the pedestal started moving. I watched as this player with no boots walked up to a parkour jump and failed the 1-block jump.
And we got another noob. Good. We needed more of those.
What is going on here?
Is that
You can
how
come
they're
out
like
from behind that
generating
bush,
people?
You know.
Oh no, this is not good. Okay, time to improvise.
I mean, bro, the bush is see-through. You really thought that was gonna work?
Okay, can you just tell me what's going on? Why did I see you when I stepped on that pedestal?
He's the king.
We know each other. That's our memory.
Nope. That's just what every new person sees. It's a fake memory to make you think that parkour is how you succeed in life. I mean, why else would people parkour if it wasn't for money or social status?
Dude, they've been brainwashed. My guy Siwat is rich as heck now.
It was all just a lie? I don't get it. What is this for? These 3 jumps. That new player just fell through on the first one. What happened to him? Siwat explained that these 3 jumps decide whether a new player becomes a noob, a pro, or a master. These 3 jumps right when you join Parkour Civilization decide your entire fate? How is that fair?
It's not about fair. It's about order. If you can't parkour, you deserve to be at the bottom.
This is so messed up. This is so messed up. How is this happening? I can't let this keep going on. I have to find a way to stop this. Okay, if I can attack him with a parkour jump, he has no choice but to battle me. I have to do an attack that he'll never be able to do. It's time to go for the 720.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I looked over and Siwat already had an attack built.
What?
It was with candles.
Candle parkour?
Candle jump. One attack from this and it does 10 hearts, and that's good night for you.
I was finished.
Oh my
I
gosh.
couldn't attack. I couldn't do anything.
He
I was
threatened him.
defenseless. So what happens now?
Despite my best efforts to get rid of you, I couldn't do it, so someone else will.
Siwat placed down
So
a parkour
Siwat
jump
has
made
been the
out of
one
brewing
trying to get
stands.
rid of him?
I've never even heard of parkour with brewing stands before.
Interesting
gosh.
thing about brewing stand
my
jumps,
gosh.
they aren't just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want.
This was it.
What?
I had no brewing stands to defend
Bro.
myself. I took the hit and slowly started fading away.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
Champion?
No pressure at all. Just 1 minute before I fight the parkour champion. All right, I'm gonna
Rip.
take 32
Let's see what happens.
blocks.
This
I
might
really
be
just
the
hope
final
there's a chance
battle.
that the greatest player in Parkour Civilization doesn't know how to do a 360. I was now getting ready to fight the parkour champion in the arena. The worst part is that I was only allowed to bring in 64 blocks to fight with.
I
had
can't
no clue
even
what
like
was gonna
predict
attack me
what's
with,
about to
so I
happen,
decided
but
to
he's
take
building
some
his
of
kit
every
right now,
block.
it seems
This
like.
was life or death. If by some miracle I could defend
Oh
the
my
parkour
gosh.
champion's attacks, I would have to use these blocks to build the hardest parkour jumps I've ever done. I wanted to believe that I could win, but deep down I knew that this could very well be the end of my journey.
Before you step into the arena, drop all of your blocks. I need to count if you are bringing 64.
These are the blocks I'm bringing. It should add up to 64.
You're good. You may now fight the parkour champion.
This
my
was
God.
it.
How is
One
that
way or
even fair?
another, this would be my final battle in
Oh,
Parkour
shoot.
Civilization. The door opened and I stepped into the parkour
This is
arena. It was
crazy.
time to fight.
This
If I
looks so
somehow
cool, though.
beat the parkour champion, maybe I have a
Oh
way
my
to save
goodness.
everyone in Parkour Civilization. But if I lose, which let's be honest here,
You know, I
is
can
very
see
much
why a lot of people
possible,
got
well,
hooked
let's
onto
just
this
say I should have
series.
died. And now it's time to fight the champion. Wait, what? You're not the champion? Who are you?
Who
You're
the
a
heck is
pro.
this guy?
What are you doing here? I thought I was fighting the champion.
Oh, yeah, you have to fight me first. Please just go easy on me, though. It's my first time here.
Oh.
Okay, I guess I'm not fighting the champion first. I have to
I guess
fight
there's
a parkour
levels to
pro?
this.
This is really weird. I've never even fought a pro. What jumps can they even do? I forgot. For my first
Simple
attack,
jump.
I attacked
Boom.
with a 3-block vertical jump.
I feel like he
didn't
can't
want to
even
do
do
anything
that.
too crazy on my first attack because if I missed and let him get the chance to attack, I run the risk of taking damage.
Ah!
Unfortunately, it seemed like this fight was going to be easier than
Yeah,
I
this
thought
is gonna be an
until
easy-
something
easy
happened.
battle.
The blocks that I used for my attack all disappear. In the
Oh,
parkour arena,
yup.
if you place blocks, you will never get them back.
So-
And now I realized why I was fighting a parkour
They're
pro.
trying to
It was
exhaust
genius,
his
actually.
blocks.
If I wasted all of my blocks before getting to the champion, I would have no fighting chance. Hey, quick question. The people who put you here, what did they say you were here for?
Oh, yeah, they said I would be warming up the crowd, you know, for, like, the fight.
Warming up the
Crowd.
crowd. There's literally
There
no one
is
watching,
no
right?
one there.
Yeah, I know. Please just get this over with.
Oh god, I'm a terrible terrible person. Man, this is the weirdest parkour battle ever.
What would happen
For my
to
second
them,
attack,
though?
I built a 4-block jump. And of course, it was successful once again. But at this
One
point,
more,
I wasn't worried
and he's
about
done.
winning. I was worried about the blocks I was losing for every attack.
Just use simple
there was
blocks
no way
for
I could
now.
afford to use more than 2 blocks for an attack. At least
360?
not in this fight.
Oh,
For the final
backwards jump.
attack, I did a backwards jump.
Did you just go backwards?
This is not going to be pretty.
What
Oh,
the-
shoot!
it just-
Oh, that was not
It didn't
how
even
I
get
thought it was
on
gonna
top of
turn
the
out.
block.
It was a little unfortunate that I essentially wasted 2 blocks on that jump since he didn't even try it, but at least I survived the
just
first
gave up.
parkour battle without taking any damage. So now what happens? Do I fight the champion? I stood there on the platform not knowing what to do until I saw someone jumping towards me.
Oh, yeah,
All right, this
we've
is
got
it.
a
This
master
is the battle
now.
for life or death. Let's get this over with. So, you must be the champion, right?
Me? The champion? You're joking, right? Look at my boots. I'm a master.
Was
Do these
that
look
like a
diamond to you?
black and white
I don't know.
version
I
of
thought it was fighting the
Evbo?
champion. So when does that happen?
You still have 2 more people to go through if you want to see the champion, but you're not making it past me. Let's go. Start the battle.
This is not good. I have to win 2 more parkour battles if I want to even see the champion. It was clear that the odds were stacked against me, but that wasn't going to stop me from trying. Now, I was fighting against a master. This means I couldn't hold back with my attacks. I was going to have to attack with harder jumps. I
What
decided this was a
the- that
good
is
time
so
to use
far
one
away.
of my stairs.
I
For
think
my
that's
first
possible,
attack,
though,
I
'cause
did
you're
a
kinda going
4-block
downwards.
diagonal stair jump, but I was in trouble. Even for myself, I knew the attack was too easy.
That's what you're attacking me with?
I was getting ready for the master to easily defend my attack, but
Oh,
by some
and he
miracle,
missed?
he failed it.
Bro.
The master didn't know, but I realized he built the jump wrong. He tried doing a harder jump than my attack. I got lucky with that first
You might as
attack,
well just
but
start
that wasn't
doing
going to happen
360s
again.
at this
I
point.
needed to do harder jumps. I used 2 more of my
360.
stairs to build another 4-block diagonal jump. If I make this, I would only need 1 more attack to win
feel
the
like
battle.
you might miss
but
this.
I missed.
Oh.
I came so close, but I didn't land on the
Dang.
stair.
Wasted another 2 stairs, I see. Even if you do beat me, you'll have no blocks to fight the champion with.
The master was right. I was running out of blocks quickly.
Well, is the
I
next
only
fight
had
the
one
champion?
stair left,
If the next
and
fight
I
is
wasn't
champion,
even done
like,
with my second
he has plenty of
battle.
blocks.
I watched as the master built his first attack.
Oh,
I
but
was gonna
then
have
he
to
would
defend
have to
myself against a 4-block ice jump.
Oh, no.
Go on, use some of your ice blocks. I'm sure you don't have that
They're
many
trying to
of
make
them.
him use
He
up
was right.
all of
I
it.
only had 4 ice blocks with me. Even the best case scenario
1, 2,
where I
3,
defend
4.
this attack, I'll only have 2 ice blocks left. I went for the jump,
better not
and I
fail.
almost slid off, but I
Oh,
stayed on.
nice.
Oh, that was
You
too
did it.
close. Okay, it was now my turn to attack, but this battle was taking too long. I knew what the master was doing. He was trying to make me waste all of my blocks, but there was no way I could let that happen, which means I could only do one thing. I needed to build an attack that would end this battle right
360.
now, and I knew
Right
just
now.
the way to do it. In a parkour battle, the harder the attack is, the more damage it does. And I was
What
about to
the-
attack with one of the hardest parkour combos I've ever done.
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
4-block jump into
This
a
is
2-block.
about to be crazy.
Let's do this. I attacked with a 4-block
Okay.
jump into
360.
a 360, and I made it.
That was kinda
Let's
fire.
go. I actually
That was
made
super
it.
fire.
That was the craziest parkour combo I've ever done. All right, buddy, your turn. 4-block jump into a 2-block 360.
This is impossible.
I watched as the parkour master attempted the
Oh,
combo and failed.
they did the
and
hard
the damage
jump,
was
but then
enough
they couldn't do
to
the
win
360.
the parkour battle. It worked. That parkour combo
Please
that I
tell me
did
it's
may
finally
have just
for the
saved my
time for
life,
the
at
master.
least for now. If that master was telling the truth, I still
Or the
have to win
champion.
one more battle if I want to fight
One
the
more,
champion.
one
There was
more.
nothing else I could do. I tried looking around for a way to escape, but there was nowhere I could go. The only way out of this arena is
Oh
to
my
continue
gosh.
fighting. From across the arena, the path opened up, and my third
Another
opponent
guy?
jumped towards me.
Evbo, you've come so far, but this is as far as you go. I'm afraid you won't make it past me to fight the champion. Let's begin.
Okay, let's do this.
This
It's just
battle
another
might take
master.
away,
I
like,
just beat
most
one
of his
before, and I can
blocks.
do it again. If I could finish this battle with a couple parkour combos, I might have enough blocks to fight the champion. For
So
my
every
first
time he's
attack,
gonna have
I
to use,
decided
like,
to
3
build
blocks.
2 4-block jumps.
Uh-oh.
I thought this combo would be hard, but I
okay.
had no clue who I was facing. The master made the jumps
said, "Ah,
easily,
this
and
is
my
too
attack
easy."
was unsuccessful.
He said, "Ah,
now,
this is
I was
too
in
easy."
huge trouble. Unlike all the
Rookie
other
work.
people I faced in parkour battles, this master
Huh? His combos are actually insane. He got fence, trap door.
was not afraid to attack with his own parkour
What?
combos. And unfortunately for me, his was much harder than mine. The second jump in the combo was a jump that I didn't think would be
Oh,
possible.
no.
It was
I think
too
he's gonna
far,
lose
but
here.
I had to try. My life depended on this. I went to defend the attack,
Oh,
but I
he's losing some
overjumped it.
hearts.
The attack
Ah,
dealt
what?
5 hearts of damage.
5
Oh,
hearts?
this is not good. This is really not good. I managed
Yikes.
to gain back 2 hearts, but my hunger was lost. This was it.
He's
no
making
more
it so
second
much
chances.
harder.
No more regenerating
This is
health.
crazy.
I had to make these jumps. The parkour master attacked with an even harder combo, this time using 2 chains and an ice block. But by some miracle, I made it. Oh,
He
man,
made that,
how did
but
I
not
just
the
do
one
that?
previously?
This master was too good. No matter
What?
what jump I thought of, I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something that's never been done in the
720.
history of parkour battles. And
It's
I was
time.
gonna have to do this first try. Finish it off with the 3-block candle jump, and we are done. Let's go. I'm probably gonna die.
Dude, the goal was to not use that many blocks. And
do
look at
this.
what he's
Flower
doing right
pot
now.
Jump
One,
to chain,
two.
chain to backwards
Oh,
jump to 360 fence
What
jump,
the-
diagonal
what?
chain jump to the candle.
How did you get this good all of a sudden?
I did it. I just made the hardest parkour combo in the world.
Evbo, the champion tasked me with making sure you don't rank up, but I now realize that's not possible. Your parkour is beyond me. You have my respects. Good luck against the
He
champion.
just jumps
Before
off.
I could say anything,
He's like,
the master gave
"Respect."
up and just jumped off. I won the third battle, which
Well,
means
you
now
better
I
replicate
only
this
have to
against
battle
the-
the champion.
the master,
and the
the
champion,
champion.
is the one that tried to stop me from ranking up this entire time.
I had a feeling. Is it the old man? Who's this?
All of this parkour just to die by the champion.
This was it.
Bro,
Standing
who
in
is
front of
this
me
guy?
was the champion of parkour civilization.
I thought it was
Put up
gonna
a
be
good
like
fight,
some
I'll give you
shocking
that,
person.
but this ends here.
I watched as the parkour champion built his first attack, and it was a 5-block jump.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion.
Bro's cheating.
And you could
He's
be
about
the
to have,
one
like,
that
potion
makes
of
the
leaping
rules.
effects.
But this is my parkour civilization, and I never
Bro.
lose.
The parkour champion
What the
made
heck?
the 5-block jump. It's not possible. It's just not. I can't do it. This was it. This
Dude's
was the
cheating.
end. There was no second chance, no backup I could call for, nothing to get me out of this.
Why
I
does he
lost,
get the first
and
move?
I won't be the one to save parkour civilization.
Oh no, don't get... What?
I opened my eyes and I was in a place that I knew all too well. I was down at the bottom. I was in the parkour temple at the noob level of parkour civilization. I opened my inventory
This
and I
system
had
was
leather
made
boots
so he
on.
couldn't
After the battle with the
succeed.
champion,
Oh
I
my
am now a
gosh.
noob again. I let everyone down. I was supposed
Did
to
I
be
just
the one
waste
to
2
save
hours of
parkour
my life?
civilization, and I couldn't do it. And now the champion gets what he wants.
Bro.
No one can ever rank up
I wanted
ever
to
again.
see Evbo
No one's free.
become
People
a
risked
champion.
their lives because they trusted me to help them, and I failed. And it was all for nothing. Now I'm just at the bottom again.
I'm
I don't even
disappointed.
have sprint.
I'm disappointed.
I can't even do more than a
Where's my
2-block
2
jump.
hours?
It's over, right? The old man gave me the last ticket to rank up. And even if I did, what's the point? The only
Unless-
way I could save people is by becoming the champion. And
Wait, go back to the
he's
house. Go back
impossible
to the
beat.
house.
Well, it's out of my hands now. There's
No.
nothing to do. I mean, maybe I just go back to parkour prison. At least there I could get fed some better food.
Wait, the old
Rather
guy's
have
there. The
fish
old
than
guy's
raw
at the-
chicken.
Down at the bottom again,
Wait,
are we?
Cookie?
Maybe I was
We got a cookie god?
wrong about you.
You were wrong about me. Wait, who are you?
Something tells me you already know the answer.
Hey,
The strange man turned
that's
around
the
and he was
homie.
wearing netherite boots. Oh, I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. You're the parkour god? But you were just
Of course,
a myth.
he got the
Is this
netherite.
all
He
of
got the
your doing?
netherite boots
The
and
parkour
everything.
civilization I created was never intended to divide people, but the
Wait, he
new
made the
champion had
civilization?
different plans.
Makes
And
sense.
you
He's the guy.
wanted me to stop the champion, and I couldn't. I'm sorry you put your trust in me. I thought I was good enough. I thought I could do it.
You seem like all hope is lost.
I mean, I can't do anything. I'm back at the noob level. I can't get a ticket anymore. I can't even sprint. What good is a 1-block jump gonna do against the parkour champion?
As long as you can parkour, there is always a way.
The parkour god dropped a pair of boots on the ground
What?
and jumped away. What is
He just
going
gave him
on?
champion
I jumped over
status?
and grabbed the boots that the parkour god left.
He just believes
These were
in
no
you, bro.
ordinary boots. These were diamond. Only the parkour champion wears these. And now I
just got the
have
cheat
them.
code.
I threw away my leather boots and I put on the
What the
champion
heck?
boots. Immediately, my hunger bar returned to full and I could see above into the upper layers. Oh my god, this is crazy. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know where the parkour god got these boots from or why he would trust me with them, but it didn't matter. This
Feels
was
so
my
good
second
to be able to
chance. I don't know
skip
how I'm
blocks
gonna
now.
get back up to the top, but I'm gonna find a way. Everyone's life depends on this, and that's why I'm gonna be the one to save parkour civilization.
I was about to say.
I had diamond boots on, meaning the barriers to the parkour temple shouldn't be here, but they were, and I had no way up. That means somehow I was gonna have to get a ticket. Oh, this is not good. I can't even earn a ticket myself, meaning the only way I'm gonna get one is if some other noob has one. But even if I got lucky and a noob hasn't used their ticket already, I couldn't find anyone. I was beginning to think that there were no noobs left and they were all in
Wait,
prison until I
who's
finally
this?
found one still standing. I asked the noob if there was any chance he had had a ticket or even knew someone with a ticket so I could get into the temple. But he said that pros don't come down here anymore and do ticket challenges. It's now impossible for parkour noobs to rank up at all. This has to be the champion's doing.
How much time has passed for them to not do this challenge anymore?
No way of getting food. That means if I don't get up in time and beat the champion, everyone down here will die. There has to be a way I can get past these barriers. I mean, the parkour god wouldn't have given me champion boots for nothing, right? And that's when I remembered I had champion boots on.
Yeah, you have access to go up.
The person that rules parkour civilization. And that's when I thought back to what the champion said.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules.
If the parkour champion makes the rules,
he makes the rules now.
To place the barriers, right? Which means if someone placed them, someone can get rid of them. It was a shot in the dark, but I thought I'd at least try.
No way.
Oh, this is pointless. This is not gonna work.
It's gonna work.
What? It broke. I couldn't believe it, but there it was. I was staring at a hole in the barriers. This is insane. I can break barriers now? Ah, thank you, parkour god. Let's go.
The fact that, you know, a pair of boots can give you this much power.
All right, let me make sure I'm not hitting my head on any of these. And now it's time to go save everyone.
Let's go.
I was now inside the parkour temple, and I was one step closer to getting back up to the top. Now that I was in the temple, it was time to start actually coming up with a plan. I was gonna have to find a way to somehow get back into the arena and fight the champion. And even if I do manage to do that, I still have to worry about beating him, which is a whole nother story. My rough draft of a plan involved grabbing blocks, and I thought I could get some here, but the chests were empty. Those chests were usually filled with blocks for the pros to do their daily tasks, but someone got rid of all of them. My idea of getting blocks was already off to a bad start, but I had a backup plan for where I could go to get more. I made it back up to the second layer of parkour civilization, but now was no time to celebrate. I still had such a long way to go to get up to the third layer, and time was running out. I made my way over to the place where I could get all the blocks I needed. The parkour training grounds should have thousands of blocks I could use. The last time I was in here, I was
just gonna steal them. I mean, I guess you can make all the rules, right? So
the course I built to practice to rank up was still here. This doesn't make sense. Have all of the pros just been practicing this course I built? But that's when my situation just got a whole lot worse. No, come on, they can't be empty. Why are they empty? All of these chests should have been filled with blocks to build parkour jumps, but they were all empty. Okay, this is not good. This is really not good. Something strange was going on, and I needed to find some answers. I took a trip back to where I used to live when I was a parkour pro.
Maybe they know now that he has access to champion boots.
And that was assuming he was still alive. I found the house where my neighbor used to live, and thankfully, parkour civilization hadn't claimed him just yet.
Evbo, you're alive, and you're the parkour champion?
Well, I'm not really the champion. I mean, I guess technically I am. I don't know. It's a long story. I asked my neighbor what was going on, and he said everything has changed. He said that parkour pros aren't allowed to go down to the noob level anymore, and some masters came down and took every block, and they can't even practice anymore. This was it. This was truly the end of parkour civilization. First, it was the noobs in danger. Now the pros are, and soon it might even be the masters. One by one, the parkour champion is taking away the free will of everyone. And if I don't end this now, there will be no one left to oppose him. Alright, no pressure. The fate of the world is in my hands, and now I have to speedrun one of the hardest parkour courses there is. Unlike getting up to the pro level, there was no easy way up to the master level. If you wanted to get back, you had to do the course. Even though I've made this course before,
all the invisible
this was different. Time was running out.
He's doing it so fast now. Speed run time.
Luckily, I made the course, and I was now at the master level. And now I was at one part of my master plan, which, well, has not been going to plan at all. If I don't get these gold boots, okay, thank you. Finally, something goes according to my plan. I didn't know if I would still get master boots if I had champion boots on, but luckily, I got an extra pair. Now that I was on the master level, I had to blend in. Any one of these masters could be working for the champion, and if they saw me with champion boots on, well, that's attention that I definitely do not want right now. At least with the gold boots on, the people working for the champion might not recognize me. Now was the next part of my plan. If I have any shot at all of getting back into the arena, I was gonna need the parkour master that saved my life. But when I went into the secret room in the parkour temple, he was nowhere to be found. Of course, I knew it was too good to be true to have two things in my plan go smoothly. Now I gotta improvise. Now I had to figure out where the parkour master lived, and I had no way of knowing which house he had. The only thing I could do is sit and wait for him to show up. But if I stayed down here, I run the risk of the masters on the champion's side finding me. I needed somewhere that would at least buy me a little more time, and the only place I thought of was to wait at the very top of the parkour staircase. At least here, I won't won't be seen that easily, but if I had to
he
get
can
down
see
fast, I
everyone.
had no water bucket to save me. I
Oh,
realized I
true.
was standing so close to the barrier between the master and the champion levels, and now I have champion boots, meaning if I put these on, will I be able to see what life is like at the champion level? But before I could put them on, I
There he
saw
is.
the parkour master I was looking for. Now this is the
Chase
part I
after
was
him.
not looking forward to. The only way I can follow the parkour master is
Oh
by
my
taking fall
God,
damage.
she's about to
And I'm
take
just
so
hoping
much
that
fall
the drop
damage.
to his house isn't too far. And of course, it's a 50 block drop.
Oh my
I'm never
gosh.
surviving that. Oh,
You can make
man,
that corner
I have an
jump,
idea,
maybe.
and I don't like it. Yep, this is officially the worst idea I've ever had.
Yikes.
Okay, no more thinking. Let's just do this.
This
I
could
got
be
momentum,
rip.
and I jumped. I thought it was too
He made it,
short,
he made it,
but
he
I
made
made
it.
it. Oh, that was so crazy.
1.5
I know the parkour god
hearts?
does not like me for that one. Even though I barely survived, I found the parkour master without being caught. And now it was time to carry out my plan to save parkour civilization. I told the master everything that happened, and I showed him that I had champion boots. I told him that
He's
if
like,
I was gonna
"What?"
beat the champion, I would need his help.
I can't believe you survived and you met the parkour god. We can actually save
He's the
everyone.
chosen
Just tell
one.
me what I need to do and I'll do
The
it.
fact that
Had
he
the
got
master give me
free
some blocks,
champion
and I told
boots,
him to
or
wait here.
that just makes him
Every-
the
I should
chosen
have
one.
Everything I need to get back into the arena and defeat the parkour champion.
Evbo's
But
built different.
That's assuming everything goes right, and so far it hasn't worked out that way. I jumped over to the parkour bank. To get back into the arena, I was gonna need more difficult blocks to build parkour with, and I think I know how to get some.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich though.
Upstairs must be the place where the bank keeps their harder blocks.
This is it.
Sir, you're not allowed to go up there. Sorry man,
I'm
Got
still
a bank
going.
to rob.
I'm still.
Okay, never mind. I was expecting to see places where I could buy flower pots and
Oh,
candles,
no.
but instead there was just a massive box with a door.
Sir, this is a
But he
private
can make the
vault for
rules.
one
He
of
can
our
make the
most
rules.
valuable
He can
customers.
break
You have
it.
to leave immediately.
A private vault? I guess
He
that
can break
might work.
this. He can
You're
break
not
this.
getting into this vault. No amount of money could make me open
He
this
makes the
door.
No
rules,
amount of money?
guys.
Man, this guy clearly has never heard of one of my bribes before.
Just stop. It's not even worth it. What?
What do you say you
Oh.
open the door now? I take it you don't see a backwards 360 too often.
Okay, well I have to let you in now.
Let's go. I still got it.
It was that
Please just
easy.
don't take
I
anything.
thought he was just
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
start
definitely
breaking the
not
blocks because he
listening to
makes the
that. I
rules.
started looking around the vault for anything I
Anything?
could use, but most of the chests were empty until I finally stumbled
Water
upon a water
bucket.
bucket. Okay, I need blocks, but I guess I'll take this. I don't get it. Whoever owns this vault is supposedly rich, and the only thing I found is a water bucket. And 16 blocks.
16
Never
blocks.
mind. I thought this vault was a dead end until it wasn't. In the last
there
barrel,
it
I
is.
found singing
There's
bird
the
stands.
key.
Now,
That's
my
the block
plan
he
could
didn't have
actually
before.
work. It was time to go defeat the parkour champion.
Sir, I
finally
just
has
wanted
the
to let
chance
you
to
know
win.
someone got into your vault.
You're the only one who has access to it, so explain to me how that happened.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but he bribed me with a backwards 360. I had to.
A backwards 360?
He's like, "I've never heard of
There's
that
no one
before."
That can do a... No, how is this possible?
You know, someone told me something interesting about brewing stand jumps. They're not just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want. That's why I wish you the best of luck in this
leaping?
parkour battle, because if you don't make this jump, you're getting the slowness effect. I watched as Siwat tried to defend my attack,
he
but
missed.
he failed.
Rip.
Alright, now it's time for some answers. I need you to tell me how to beat the parkour champion.
You're crazy if you think I'm telling you that.
Yep, I thought you might say that. Let's see, 3 block. Oh, that's plenty.
Bribe him.
Alright, one more chance to tell me,
360?
unless you want to defend another one of my attacks.
I think I can handle a 3 block.
All right, man. If you think you can make this jump
3
with
block,
slowness, be my guest.
360?
I'm just gonna let you know now that it's not possible. So in a couple jumps, you'll lose everything.
Okay, wait, don't. I'll tell you. Please, I like my life here.
This
Well,
is
that was easy.
torture. This is
I can't
torture in
believe
the
I'm telling
parkour
you this.
civilization.
The champion uses barrier blocks to parkour. He's the only one that has any left.
He built his parkour jumps with barriers. That means
What?
I was right. The 5-block jump was impossible. He just used a barrier. Okay, wait.
You
so
saw him land like a second
I was
before.
right. Block
Like
jump
right
was
there.
impossible. He just used a
Oh.
barrier. Okay, wait. So if he uses barriers for his attacks, how do I defend against that?
Dude, if the parkour champion finds out about this, I'm gonna lose everything.
I don't care. Just tell me.
Fine. There's a secret rule in parkour battles that says if you build a harder jump than an opponent's attack, your opponent will have to do that jump instead.
That's how I beat him. I can just attack with a harder jump. Even if he does use barriers for his attacks, I just have to
What?
build better ones.
They're just coming
man,
up
this
with
is crazy.
new rules
All right,
on the
let's do
spot
this.
now.
You need to send me back to the arena like you did before. And this time, I'm only fighting the
All
champion.
right, final battle
Okay,
time.
so if you let me attack you, what's stopping me from just getting rid of you once and for all?
Yeah, I thought you might say that. That's why I got one of the best parkour masters I know to watch you at all times. And if he finds
Who's
out I
that?
don't make it into
Oh,
the
it's the-
arena,
it's the
let's just say you won't
guy
see
with
the
the white
attack coming before it
There he
hits
is.
you.
Oh man,
Oh.
how do you even do these jumps? Oh, I really hope Evbo's plan works. There's no way I can make one of these.
Just as I thought, Siwat had no choice but to listen to me. Now, all that I was hoping for is that I would wake up in the arena. I knew Siwat couldn't be trusted, but I had no choice. This was the only way I could get back into
here
the
again.
arena.
Start
and
stacking
luckily,
up your
it
blocks.
worked. Now, I could battle the parkour champion, and this time, it was
Does he have
gonna
to
be
battle
different.
through all the
I got
stages
all
again?
Of the blocks I needed, and I made my way into the arena. Now, it was time to see if Siwat was gonna uphold his end of the deal, but he did. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour
right into the
civilization.
battle.
All right, let's go save everyone.
I should have known the old man would give his boots to you.
What? The old man?
Doesn't matter. You can try as many times as you want, but your fate remains the same.
The parkour god didn't just give me random champion boots, he gave me the old man's. He was
What?
the old parkour champion. Okay, this is a lot to think about right now. I just gotta worry about defending
So the
this
old
attack.
man from
Well,
before,
Siwat
he
got me
was
this
the
far.
champion.
Now it's
Dang,
time
that's
to see if he
crazy.
was
I
different.
knew he
The
was
champion's
special,
attack
guys. I knew he was
technically
special.
only a 4-block jump with a barrier. So the parkour combo I was about to do should be harder. I countered with a 3-block
Oh,
360 to a 3-block fence jump.
What?
The parkour champion looked confused, and
Can
suddenly
you do
his
that?
attack disappeared. It worked. It actually worked. The
He
secret rule
overwrote
Siwat told
his-
me about was real, and now the
He
champion has
overrode
no
his,
choice but to
attack.
defend my attack. Except just when I thought I had the upper hand in the battle, the champion pulled out barrier blocks. Instead of building my jump, the champion built some
Invisible?
invisible parkour combo. The barriers were invisible, and I had no way
What
of knowing
the-
what sort of parkour combo
They're
he
just
built,
gonna
but
keep
whatever it
overriding
was,
each
it was
other's,
better than my
like, attack.
and my attack was now erased. That only left me with one choice, and I would have to build something even harder.
Dude,
I
go
didn't even
crazy.
know what the champion built,
Go with
so
your
I couldn't
crazy
hold back
builds
on this
again.
next attack. I knew I had to risk it all. I pulled out a 180 vertical flower
Okay.
pot jump into a backwards 360 candle jump.
What
and
the heck?
I made it. The parkour champion's attack was erased, and he had no choice but to either
It's
try
just-
my attack
I feel
or
like it's
build
gonna
a
come
harder
down to the
one.
wire,
But
to
the parkour
the
champion
final
wasn't
blocks.
phased, and he countered my attack
Oh,
with the hardest
no.
known jumps in parkour civilization. These
I hate
were
these
Neo
blocks.
jumps.
I mean, I hate
And he
these
did
jumps. They're the
2
worst.
in a row. Jumps where you have to jump around a block in midair. I knew I couldn't do these jumps, and this was not the time to try them. But the parkour champion set the bar high, meaning if my next attack isn't harder than his, I lose everything. But if I don't make this jump I'm about to build, my entire journey is over. But that means the same goes for the parkour champion.
But,
Any
bro,
one of these
you're losing all your blocks, Evbo.
attacks will do more than 10 hearts. That means I have to
Oh
make
my
this.
gosh.
The parkour god trusted me with these boots to save everyone.
This is a
And
crazy
for the first
course.
time in my life,
Oh!
I actually felt like I was worthy of them. That I was worthy
He almost
of being
missed
the parkour
on that last
champion.
jump.
What? This shouldn't be happening.
I thought I had bested the parkour champion, but I was wrong.
This ends now.
He doesn't have enough
Parkour
blocks for
champion
another
built
build
an
anymore.
attack that was directly over the void.
Either you go
What?
down or we both go down.
This was the end. The parkour champion knew he lost the battle, so he built a jump that would take us both down. And there's nothing I can do to defend myself. I knew deep down that this was most likely
my
my last
gosh,
jump
they have
in
to go
parkour
at the
civilization.
same
But this
time?
time, I wasn't gonna give up. Parkour
They're
god,
about to
if
run
you're
into
watching
each other,
me,
aren't they?
please just give me the strength for one last jump.
Here we go. Here we go.
I didn't expect my feet to
He
hit
did
the
it!
ground again, but they did. And when I turned around, the parkour champion had fallen. I
He won!
I actually won. It's over, right?
He's
the
the
new
real
parkour
champion now.
I'm supposed to be the one who can make the rules and save everyone. So how do I do that? But
So what
as I was
happens
standing
now?
there, something started to happen. My items in my inventory were gone, and I got teleported to the parkour temple. When I walked outside, I looked around, and I realized there was nothing above me. And that's when I remember something the parkour master said to me. He told me that the champion is the only one who knows the way up. I turned around and looked at the parkour temple, and where there was nothing before, there was now a way
yeah.
up to get to the top
I mean,
of
this is a
parkour
lot to
civilization.
jump
That
through, but-
means my journey wasn't done yet. I still had to make it to the top. Luckily,
Is it
I'm
gonna
now
be where
considered
the
best in
parkour god lives?
civilization. So if there's anyone who can make the jumps, it was me.
Oh,
Only
yeah.
one more set of jumps stood between me and the top. I
Let's
had
do it.
always dreamed of this day.
I'm
when
super
I'd look
excited
up
to see
and
what's
I'd
at the
see
top.
nothing above me. But I never would have imagined what I'd have to go through to get here.
Let's
every
see.
jump I made and every jump I failed all led me to this point.
Okay.
To make it to the top of parkour civilization.
Wait,
and
what?
now I was here and there was nothing. just pure emptiness and only the sky.
Then where does the parkour
I didn't have any
god
idea
live?
of what to do until I
there's a
saw a
little hut.
structure in the distance. I walked over and I saw blocks I've
Command
never seen
blocks?
before in Parkour Civilization. They were command
It's a
blocks,
throne.
and they were placed in front of a throne. I stepped up onto the throne and I got my pair of champion boots. But this
Put it
time,
on.
they weren't someone else's. They were mine. It only makes sense that doing parkour on command blocks gives me the power to make the rules of Parkour Civilization. But before I start completely changing the entire rules of society, I needed to do something first.
Wait, what?
Well, I
The
think
old
it's
man?
time I give these back. I have a feeling you'll probably be
old
needing
man.
them.
Evbo, you did it. You saved us.
No, I didn't do
Dude, shout out
anything.
to
It was
this old
only
man right
possible
here.
because of you. And that's why I think you should be the champion. I don't know what to do with Parkour Civilization, but you were the champion. You know how to fix things. I just don't think I'm ready to be the... Whoa, what are you doing?
Evbo, you think all of this was for me to become the champion again? I'm old, and you know Parkour Civilization better than I ever could.
Well, all right. I'm gonna need your help. With every 4-block jump on the command blocks, I can change the rules of Parkour Civilization. And with the help of the old champion, I'm not just gonna make things go back to the way they were. I'm gonna make things better than they ever were. Parkour was never about making or failing a jump. It was about getting up and trying again. The parkour god told me as long as you can parkour, there is always a way. And in my Parkour Civilization, people will always have a chance to try again.
Guys, apparently he survives the Parkour Civilization again. So recently I reacted to the first Parkour Civilization movie and it was an absolute hit.
You know the deal. You can do the 1-block jump for the...
There it is. There it is. There's the raw chicken. There's the raw beef. Oh my goodness. This is actually about to be interesting. You guys really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. But I heard that the second movie is even better. So today we're gonna be reacting to Minecraft, but I survive again in Parkour Civilization, full movie by the one and only Evbo. Huge shout out to Evbo for making these absolute bangers. I cannot wait to see what happens because there is a lot to unpack. If you guys did not watch the first Parkour Civilization or you guys didn't see my first reaction to this, well, basically Parkour Civilization is an entire like Minecraft world universe where everything is based off of parkour. So the economy is based off of parkour. So you have to do like multiple different types of jumps, or you can like negotiate to basically you parkour to buy a house, or you parkour to buy food, etc, etc. It's pretty insane. So we found out in the last one that there's different levels to this. So there's the peasants, there's the noobs, there's the pros, and then there's like kings, gods, etc, etc. And now we're about to find out what is about to happen next. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Please do leave a like if you guys want to see more reactions like this in the future. But once again, huge shout out to Evbo. His link will be down below. Let's check this out. We have 2 hours of jam-packed
action. And I gotta
action.
admit, being the champion is pretty awesome. Since I'm the best at parkour, I make the rules of Parkour Civilization. When I was at the bottom level, I always thought that parkour
Oh yeah, so basically they're like the leader of the Parkour Civilization now. Shout out Evbo for his 360 jumps.
You know what, Evbo? You are so humble. I bet it's no coincidence that everything in Parkour Civilization is now Evbo themed.
Okay, I'll admit the Evbo theme was
Everything is his
let's be
color.
honest, you would totally do the same if you were the champion. I mean, I don't know if that will ever happen.
Oh, you think that's funny? Let's parkour battle right now and see who wins. I can't wait to be the new champion.
Okay, come on, let's be real here. You versus me? I mean, you do remember our last battle, right? I mean, oof, that was rough.
I think you're just scared because you don't practice parkour anymore.
All right, if you think you can out-parkour me,
Ooh,
let's
he got
go
a
for
little
battle.
too comfortable.
Honestly, you might be right. I don't even think I'm that good anymore. Whoa, was that a 3-block jump with a 360?
He's
No
just
way I
he's
can
just
do that
bragging
again,
now
right?
at this point.
Anyways, you still want to battle?
Oh, no, fine. All right, you're still the best.
We all make mistakes. It's okay. Like I said, being the best in Parkour Civilization is kind of awesome. Not only did I save the world,
Look,
but
he has
now
the
I have
headband
power
on
to
and
change
everything
things
now
for the
too.
better. Since I defeated the evil champion, I undid all of the corrupt rules that destroyed Parkour Civilization, and now life is totally different. So this is how it works now in my civilization. Every new player spawns at the bottom level of Parkour Civilization as a parkour noob. There,
Okay,
they will
like
learn
before?
how life works in Parkour Civilization and probably fail their first jumps. But even if they do, it's okay because they'll just spawn right back
No more prison? Evbo got rid of the prison.
inside the Parkour temple. Once a noob gets more experienced in Parkour, they can attempt the course to rank up to try to get to the next
that's
level
really
of
nice of
Parkour
him.
Civilization.
Honestly,
And yes,
like-
I made sure this course was actually possible, and that's an evil way to make sure that people never ranked up. If a noob completes the course, they get their iron boots and they become a Parkour pro. Now they're on the second level of Parkour Civilization,
Nice.
and the jumps are harder
So it's
than the
actually
bottom
possible
level. As a
to,
pro,
like,
if you
level
miss
up.
a single jump, you'll fall back down to the noob level and you'll lose your rank.
Oh,
the only way to
man.
get back up is to do the course again. But if you can handle all of the jumps at the pro level, you can try to make the course to go even higher in Parkour Civilization. The course to rank up is impossibly hard, and if you miss one jump, you'll die and lose your rank.
Oh,
but
no.
if somehow you succeed, you get your gold boots and you rank up to become a Parkour master.
Okay.
Only the best players in Parkour Civilization can survive the difficulty of jumps up here. But it doesn't stop there, because the only goal in Parkour Civilization is to make it to the top, to become the champion. There's only one
champion with the
and the
diamond
only way
boots.
to become one is to beat the champion in a parkour battle, which is me again. Man, I can't stop saying it. But I even changed the
He
rules
loves
for
rubbing it
myself,
in.
So if I miss a single
like, yeah,
jump and I die,
I
I'll
am
rank
the
down and
champion.
become a parkour master again. And to be honest, I still haven't figured out who would be the next champion after me if that ever happened. But I'm not really worried about that. I mean, when's the last time I've missed a jump?
about it.
No,
Oh
please.
my goodness.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend I almost didn't just lose everything I worked for.
That
You
was
see,
a little
I could've
too
just
close
used
for
my totem
comfort.
of undying and been fine, but as the champion, things are a little different. I mean, I got a reputation to maintain. I can't have people going around thinking I can't make a water bucket. But speaking of reputation, so much of my time has been spent trying to rebuild Parkour City for the better. Now, life works a lot differently as a parkour master. The first big change I made was to the parkour bank. When I was a master, you could only get blocks if you completed daily tasks. But after seeing what life was like back in the old days, I decided to make blocks free again. Now, parkour masters
free?
can get as many blocks as they want.
That's
and they don't
kinda
have
fire.
to do daily tasks. I even updated the second floor to the parkour bank.
You
Masters
can just
now get
practice
whatever they
now
need to
whenever
build the
you
hardest
want.
jumps in Parkour Civilization. But the biggest change was bringing back totems of undying. Totems are free, but you're only allowed to have one at a time. I didn't want people grabbing like 20 of these and living forever and never ranking down.
Yeah,
so
that would-
one is
that
the
would be
max.
kinda
The next change I
OP.
made was to the food supply. When I was a master, you had to build your own jumps to get food, and I was not a fan of that system.
You get free
because
food
I
now?
almost starved because of it. So
Oh.
getting food is now different as a parkour master.
It's kind of a
Now,
hard
you
jump.
have to
I don't
do
know if I
2
can
4
make
block
that.
jumps if you want to get food.
You got a
Every day,
momentum jump.
Masters can make these jumps to get 3 golden carrots. Or if you're like me and you're the parkour champion, you never lose hunger, so no need to
Wow.
do these jumps.
That's kind of
alright,
OP.
well, I guess some parkour pros about to be eating good today. And of course, even if you do get the food, you still have to make the 2 4-block
Ooh.
jumps to get back. Now, onto the part that I don't really have figured out yet, and that's buying skyscrapers. When I was a master, I did 2 360s to buy a skyscraper, so I kind of like the idea of building a jump to buy a house. But the problem is that there are no more daily tasks, so I don't know who's gonna sell the houses. Okay, I don't have everything figured out yet,
Oh,
but
yeah.
this is my favorite part of Parkour City. The new parkour arena.
If there's no daily
Being a noob
task,
or
there's
being a
no one
pro
to
is
work
just
the
about
job.
building your parkour skills. But becoming a master is when you actually have to learn how to fight with parkour. And this is the new place to do it. Up here, masters have
Ooh,
everything
it's like
they
a
need
little
to
duel
challenge each
arena.
other to parkour
Okay.
battles. They can battle for fun or they can battle to the death. I haven't really figured out if I should set a rule on that. But anyways, this is also the place that masters go to if they want to challenge me to become the parkour champion. But I
okay.
probably got to change some things because I was not ready for the first day. All right, well, parkour battles are open to the public.
Oh, who's this
look at that,
guy?
I already got some challengers. Wait, how
Whoa,
many?
whoa,
Bro,
whoa!
what? How many
He went from 1 to just so many
want to
more.
challenge me? I realized that masters usually never saw the parkour champion, so this was new to them.
Hello, Champion Evbo. I can't wait to die in this parkour battle.
Oh yeah, good luck to you too. Wait, what? All right, let's do this. Parkour battle starts now.
Wait. Can you please attack me with a 360 jump?
You want me to attack you with a 360?
Yes, please.
Everyone
Okay,
has
I
been
guess I
has
can
been
do that.
practicing
Bro, what's
360
going on?
jumps
Can this
now.
guy
It's
do a
like common.
360? All right, I'm attacking you with a 3-block 360.
He's like,
jump.
oh,
No way, you
that's
actually
easy.
did the 360.
I am so confused. What is this parkour battle? Wait, Wait, you didn't even try it.
I know. I get to die by the champion.
Oh
Evbo
my
360.
gosh. They just want to battle him just to see him. He's like a celebrity now, so everyone wants to meet him.
This is the best day ever.
You wanted to? Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Okay, this is so weird. If this is how all of the challenges are going to go, I need to make some new rules on parkour battles. Overall,
Yeah,
it's safe
basically
to say that
they're
things
gonna
are
treat it
going
like a
great
fan
in
meetup.
Parkour civilization. People are now free, and life is what it should be like. But even though things are going so well, there's still one small thing I haven't been able to wrap my head around. At the edge of parkour civilization, there's a bridge that leads to nowhere. My friend who found this said that this wasn't here before, meaning that whatever or whoever made this must have
Is
done it
someone building
recently.
like a
The thing
separate
is that
civilization
no
now?
one knows what's outside of
Ooh,
parkour
we got rebels.
civilization. Once you reach the edge, the jumps just stop. And there's nowhere left to go. So far, my friend and I haven't figured out anything new, except for now. All right, man, what's going on?
This is strange. Something's stopping me from building the bridge even further. But this is where it gets weird. I tried throwing blocks and they just disappear.
My friend was right. He gave me a block to throw, and when I threw it,
What
it just
the-
disappeared instead
It's
of
like
falling.
the complete
there's
void.
something here, something that I can't see.
It's like a hidden
looks like there's nothing
civilization.
left for us to do. I gotta go visit the old man. I said I'd visit him like a long time ago, and I never did. Before we found the bridge at the edge of parkour civilization, the old man said he needed to tell me something that he should have told me a long time ago. But I just got so busy with champion stuff and trying to change
he
the
still
entire
there?
rules of society and
The
whatnot.
old
and I
man.
forgot to come down here. All right, old man, I'm ready for your story.
Yeah,
And
I
of
swear he
course-
was gone.
Bro, why does this guy always disappear when I need him? I need to put like a tracker on him or something. I looked around the neighborhood and
Just
I
a
had no
tracker
clue
on an
where he
old
went
man?
until I
Oh,
finally
wait,
saw
isn't
the
that
old
him?
man just standing in the distance. Oh,
Hey,
that's a
old
relief.
man.
I thought
Hey,
he was trying
Gramps.
to pull another jump in the void move on me. Can you at least leave a sign or something when you go places so I can find you? Wait, what? Why are you taking damage? What's going on?
Evbo, you made it. Quick, I don't have much time.
Oh,
I'm
he's
old
dying.
And I'm dying. But
Oh
I
my
needed you
gosh.
to hear this.
No. This can't be happening. Why didn't you say anything? I could have done something. I don't get it. You know I have the command blocks. We could have found you a cure.
There is no cure for old age, my boy. It is not my destiny to live on.
Oh
but
no,
it is your
rip to the
destiny
old
keep
man.
going and to save parkour civilization once more. I should have told you sooner about the 5th layer of parkour civilization, but it is too late. I fear that evil is returning.
The 5th
Wait,
layer
what?
of parkour civilization?
Beyond the edge, you'll find it. If this evil returns, parkour civilization will be destroyed.
That's
Oh,
where
no.
the bridge leads to? Another level of parkour civilization.
My
It's like a
time is
hidden
here,
level.
Evbo. I need you to end my suffering with a parkour battle.
No, that's not fair. You can't ask me to do that.
I'm not asking, Evbo. I need this, please.
I never would have thought this was what it would come to, but the old man gave me
The
no
360
choice, and I had
jumps.
to honor his word.
Thank you, Evbo, for everything. You are and always will be a better champion than I ever was. I hope to be with the parkour god now.
And just like that, the old man,
Oh, no.
my mentor, and
No,
my friend was
not
gone.
the
Without
old
him, I would have
man!
never
Bro.
And now there's a new evil that I'll have
Can't
to
believe
face
he just
alone
poofed.
without the help of the old man. But he trusted me. He knew that I was the only one capable of saving parkour civilization. So now wasn't the time to stop. Now
we
was
gotta
time
find
to honor the old man's
what
legacy
this
by
we
finding
gotta
this
see,
lost
guys, what this
civilization.
hidden
Getting rid of this
civilization
evil
or a
before it
hidden level
destroys
looks like.
all of parkour civilization. All right, well, this is it. Somewhere
just gonna
beyond this bridge
jump
is
in?
the lost civilization. And I think we both know that the only way I can get there is to just jump. Look, I don't
Oh,
know what's going
gosh.
to be on the other side, but if anything happens, I trust you with parkour civilization. Just make sure you get
Can you
better at
really trust
360s
him?
while
He
I'm
looks a
gone.
little
We'll both be doing
suspicious.
360s once we make it back together. See you on the other side.
No,
Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Before I could stop him,
What
my friend
the-
jumped off the end of the bridge and he just disappeared in thin air. Of course he did that. All right, well, I guess this is now not
Hold
a
the
solo
totem.
mission. I have no way of knowing what lies beyond the bridge. And there's a very real chance that I never see parkour civilization ever again.
Oh, no.
But I spent my life fighting to save parkour civilization. And if there's an evil out there that threatens to destroy the world, then I'm gonna
Let's
fight
see.
again. At the very least, I owe it to the old
Let's
man
see
to
what
try.
we
Okay, time to find out if I can
Whoa.
parkour on water. Yep, I knew this was such a bad idea. Okay, I'm still alive for
What
now.
the
All right,
heck?
just one jump at a time. I only have to do like
This
5
place looks
more of those,
crazy.
of course. Yep, I'm not making it back to
Like, where
parkour
did this water
civilization.
come from?
In all my time in parkour civilization, I've never heard of water parkour. But
Oh my
you know what they
gosh.
say? The first time to try is when you're floating over the void in a civilization that you never knew existed. The worst
That's so
part is
risky.
that after jumping, I was teleported to this new civilization with one problem. My friend friend was gone. I don't know what happened to him or if he's even alive.
Maybe they ended up in a different area?
I'm stuck in a lost civilization doing the scariest parkour I've ever done. Okay, that was way too close. If I ever make it back to parkour civilization, I'm adding water jumps to practice. All right, well, now what to do? I looked around and saw nothing. No sign of life, no sign of my friend. All
you
I
guys
could do
see it's
now
like
was
all
just
like
parkour.
scattered.
So this was supposed to be the 5th layer of
The blocks
parkour
aren't like
civilization.
all
Everywhere I
like
looked was
organized
a
and everything.
3-block
It's all
jump,
over the
which
place.
is the same as it is on the master level.
What the?
But that's when I saw something in the distance.
Oh, we got
Structures
something
made out
coming
of
up,
blocks
guys.
that I've never seen before. The old man was telling the truth. There is a civilization out here. But how did they get this far away from parkour
It's like
civilization?
a desert civilization or a level.
Parkour is used for everything in life. You make jumps to buy a house, you make jumps to get food, but more importantly, you make jumps to know the truth. So now the question is, how many more jumps do I have to make to figure out the truth about
Hundreds
this
of
place?
thousands.
From what I saw, it looked like all of the houses on this level were abandoned.
I wonder how many jumps I've
on the other
met.
side of the house,
Who the
someone
heck is
came
that?
out of the room. It was a
that the homeowner?
parkour pro. People were actually alive in this civilization. But when the person came closer, I realized this wasn't a pro at all. Oh, let's go. You don't know how happy I am to see someone here.
We got
Can
chain?
you please explain to me where we are and who you are?
We got
You have
chain boots this time.
If you seek to know answers, you must beat me in a parkour battle.
Ah, see, this is
What
what I'm
the
talking
heck?
about. People can't just say anything without doing parkour. All right, let's battle. I watched as the person in chain boots built quite a long parkour combo for his first attack. Whoever these people were knew how to fight.
You must build the jumps I have built. The parkour battle will start and end on this block.
The battle will start and end on this block? What is going on? All right, well, he
They
said
got
to build
the-
the jumps that he
they
just built,
live off
so
of
I guess
different
I'll start
rules
with
here.
that. I don't know if I should feel bad for him. I don't know if these people out here know that I'm the parkour champion. But if I got to destroy someone in a parkour
Time to
battle
do
for
some
some
360
answers, I
jumps.
got no problem hitting them with the classic Evbo 360s. All right, I built all the jumps you did, so how is this going to work? Are you going to attack first, or do you want me to attack first?
Are you ready to battle?
I mean, yeah. I've been
Why is he
standing
talking
here.
like that?
You can go first.
Are
if
you
want. I
ready
don't
to
care.
battle?
I watched as the guy in chain boots did a
Okay.
6-jump parkour combo for his first attack.
Ooh.
All right, seems easy enough.
That was
Time
kinda
for my turn.
clean.
Last parkour champion, we will return and have our revenge.
He knows who I am. Something was wrong. I pulled out my totem of undying, and just as I did,
What
I
the-
got hit with an attack that would have killed me. Whatever this parkour battle
Yo, they hit him with an invisible like strike or something. I don't know.
was something
That's got to
I
be
didn't know how
illegal.
to defend against. I had to get out of here.
Yeah, you
If
gotta
that
get
person
out,
battles
bro.
me again,
What
I don't know
the-
if I can survive another attack. I don't even know what he hit me with. How
Dude.
did that attack do
Dude, how
10
is he gonna
hearts?
make this
And
jump?
I couldn't even counter with
gotta
an
get
attack
out of
of my
here,
own.
Evbo.
This is bad. This is so bad. My totem of undying is gone. If I lose another parkour battle, or if I miss a single jump, it's over. I have no
Jeez,
second
dude, that
chances,
wasn't
which
even-
means
that
I'm
wasn't
gonna have
even
to do what
from
I do best and
the
parkour to
parkour
survive.
battle,
Within a
dude.
few
Oh
seconds,
my
the
God,
guy
she's
in
getting
chain boots was
chased.
gonna see me, but I had a plan. I couldn't run. I had to fight.
Trap
back.
him.
Right when
Ready?
the guy came around the corner,
Oh,
I placed down
oh.
2 blocks and attacked him with a 3-block 360. From everything I know about
Did it
parkour
work?
battles, he had no choice but to accept the challenge. But if this guy knows something I don't, then I
Oh,
just made a
no.
huge
Imagine
mistake.
he's
Luckily,
easily
it
able to
looked
do
like
a
he was forced to
360.
battle me.
You have only bought yourself time, champion. We will return.
I watched as the person attempted the
rip.
360, but they missed it. Oh,
No one
I'm
does
very
the
thankful that
360 jumps like
360s don't exist
Evbo
out here.
does.
I might have gotten lucky in this first parkour battle, but now that I know that there's an entire civilization that wants revenge on the parkour champion, I think it's safe to say that I am nowhere close to being safe. The only thing I know now is that no one should be living in this house anymore, so I should be safe here.
Oh man,
Baby.
am I happy to see you.
And just
What?
when I thought I caught a break,
Who's this?
I heard a voice. And it was the voice of someone I thought I got rid of a long time ago. I slowly turned around to see someone standing right
And it
behind
is
me.
them.
I thought I was gonna be stuck in here alone forever, but now you're here.
How did
Before
they end
anything
up
could
here?
happen, I set up a
He
3-block
said, "Screw it.
diagonal jump to get ready to attack.
I'm attacking.
Whoa, 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 bro, chill. I'm not looking for a fight. I'm just trying to survive like you. You can relax.
Siwat made his way closer to me, and I realized he wasn't wearing gold boots anymore. He was wearing chain boots as well. Hold on, what is going on? How are you
You better
here?
get to
Pretty
explaining
crazy,
now.
right? An entire level of parkour civilization that we didn't even know existed. It's really cool, but we're kind of stuck here, so I guess that's not so cool.
Okay, yeah, I've gotten that by now. I have eyes of my own, but how did you get here?
Well, I made the bridge, which I'm guessing you found.
Oh.
After you became champion, I knew I had to run. I had nowhere to hide, but the only chance of
It was only there
survival I
because
had
of
was the
him.
rumor that there was a lost civilization somewhere beyond the edge.
But where did he hear that
turns
from?
out, it was much more than just a rumor. So, since you ruined Parkour Civilization...
You mean saved it from you maniacs?
Yeah, whatever. I thought I'd start a new life here, but that's when I realized everyone in this level is
This
crazy
place is corrupted.
and wants to destroy Parkour Civilization along with everyone in it, which includes me. So yeah, I could probably use your help here.
Siwat can't be trusted, and if I decide not to attack him, I might be
I wouldn't
making a
trust him
huge
either.
mistake. Why would I trust you now, after all that you've done?
Bro, I don't
Attack
have any more
him.
blocks to
Attack
you
him.
with. Besides, we need each other if we're gonna survive and
Need
make it out
each other?
alive.
Oh, fine.
Nope.
This is gonna be a huge mistake. Okay, so fill me
no.
in. What exactly is this place? What was the 5th layer of Parkour Civilization?
I don't know. They were some kind of fighters. Here, you should put these on so you don't stand out.
Disguise
Really? You think I'm gonna
yourself.
fall for that? You want me to take off my champion boots?
What do you think I'm gonna do? Steal them from your inventory? That's not even possible. I'm just trying to help you hide.
Okay, that's a valid point. I'll give it to you. Man, I hate it when the villains make sense. I followed Siwat until we arrived at what he wanted to show me. And we
Ooh,
were
the
standing
main
in front
tower.
of the Parkour temple. But this one was different. The entire thing was in ruins.
Oh my
Siwat said
goodness.
this entire
There's
level
nothing
used to
above either.
exist in Parkour Civilization, but somehow it was erased and removed from history like it never even happened. The worst part is that everyone that was on this level of
Whoa,
civilization
even the
when it was
statues
erased
are ruined?
got trapped here with no way back. The question now is, how was an entire level of Parkour Civilization
That's kinda
erased,
crazy
and
if
why? I didn't
you
want to
think
believe
about
it,
it.
but the evidence was right in front of me. Inside this Parkour temple, there was a statue that indicates that there was a 5th level of civilization. Okay, this is a lot to wrap my head around. So back then, there was a rank between being a pro and being a master. And as far as I can
I'm
tell,
guessing
these
that's
people
the
know
chain
how to fight.
boots?
Maybe a little too well, to be honest.
Yeah, they did so much damage.
Climb to get up to the top of the Parkour temple. Back when this level was in Parkour Civilization, this is the course you would have to do to actually become a parkour master. The course to make it to the top was starting to fade away, but if you're good enough at parkour, you can still.
You know, I had a
Of
feeling
course, it
that,
was no
the
problem for
jump
me
from
being
the
Okay, that
jump
was
to
actually kinda
Parkour
close.
Master was kind
All
of
right, let's see what it
big.
looks like in here. Whoa, this was not what I was expecting it to
Oh,
look
it's like
inside
it's
the
like
temple
duels.
was the place where you would rank up if you were on this level of civilization.
Then you would have to
Siwat
duel in
started telling me
between.
that there's something in this temple that the people living on this civilization want. The problem is that they haven't been able to get it because the door is locked. He said that this course
What?
is different from all of the others. He said it wasn't just about making the parkour jumps to get up to the top, but it was about winning the parkour battles. Apparently, the only way to rank up and get that door open is to win 4 parkour battles in a row. But these parkour battles
This
weren't
one's
just fought
definitely
against
very
anybody.
different.
They were fought
Whoa,
against
that was a
parkour
risky jump right
legends.
there.
Each of these 4 battles was fought against a parkour legend who has spent their entire life mastering a specific type of parkour. But Siwat said these legends don't just show up. He said that there are 4 discs, and each disc summons a parkour legend. Only by getting all 4, you can make it to the top and open the door.
I wonder what's behind that door. What are they hiding out here?
I think they want something that will let them escape. So we need to get the discs first and get out of here before
I like
they
how
do.
people want
Okay,
to
so we just
escape,
gotta
and
find
then
the discs
they
before
really
these
went
people
out of their
do,
way
and we can
to
get out
come
of here
here.
before they destroy the world. I might be the best player in the world at parkour, but that doesn't mean I'm not worried about the journey ahead. I mean, the people in this civilization have been stuck here for years. They've had all of this time to find the discs.
Yeah,
but
and
they
also
haven't gotten a
Gramps
single
mentioned
one of
that,
them
you know,
yet. That
there
means
is
I can
there
only
is
bet
an
getting a
evil
disc
that's
maybe
trying to
it's
ruin
even
the
impossible for
civilization.
me. Bro, how has Siwat not even made it down yet?
Look, buddy, I know you're the mighty champion and whatnot, but you should probably play it a bit safer. If you die here, I don't know what happens. And if you fall into the void,
that's
I don't know if you're
true.
coming back.
If you don't remember, I don't
Like, the rules might be changed in the actual civilization, but this is a whole new level that no one even knew about.
So can you just focus on yourself and let's get this over with?
Okay, fine. Don't listen to me.
I need to know something. I came here with my friend, and when I got here, he was gone. Just, can you tell me if you saw him or something?
I almost forgot
If you
about
haven't
him.
seen him by now, there's a good chance he's gone. But
Oh, no.
maybe I'm wrong. Here, you're gonna need this.
I have
This
a feeling
compass
they
will
might
guide you to
catch
the
up.
Place where you can find the first
They might
disc.
meet up
Good
again
luck,
in the
man.
It
future.
was time
Ice
to go
Legend.
searching for the disc that would summon the first legend of parkour. If my friend is alive
they need,
out there somewhere,
4
I'll find
different
him.
discs?
But right now, I have to do this journey alone. Wait,
Okay.
why am I doing this alone? Wait, you were just gonna sit here and watch me risk my life? Why aren't you?
He said, I'm
coming?
not gonna help.
You're the champion. I can't parkour like you. Or if you want to give me blocks so I can fight, but I feel like that's not an option.
You're right, I would never give you blocks in a million years. Alright, well, I guess that is a valid reason to go by myself. Looks like it's up to me to save the world again, but that's kind of my thing. Just one jump at a time. Oh, no, I hope this isn't a parkour checkpoint.
Stop right there.
Yeah, of course it is.
Of course. There's going to be a
We
battle
already
here.
have a parkour search team looking for the disc as we speak. We weren't expecting more company.
This is really bad. If I don't find a way past this checkpoint, it
Now
might
there's
be
like
the
an
end of
ice
parkour
level.
civilization. All right, I got two options. I can talk or I can fight. Let's try the talking thing first. I was transferred here from another parkour search team. Yeah, apparently the job was taking too long.
Will they buy
Yeah,
this
that
excuse?
figures. Just build the password and I'll let you through.
Wait,
Oh, great.
they got to
The
build a
is
password?
parkour. That means there are literally an infinite number of possibilities that the password could be, and there's no way I'm guessing this. So, no more of the talking thing.
Time
it's
to
time
fight.
to parkour battle. I set up a 3-jump parkour combo for my attack. This was it. There is no going back now. Once I start this battle, the guy will know I'm the parkour champion, and everyone will be after me. But I have no choice. I attacked with a 3-block vertical to a 4-block
Ooh,
to a
okay, no
4-block
360
diagonal
just
jump.
yet?
Let's go.
Just
I
simple
challenge you
jumps?
to a-
All right, password accepted. You're
What?
good. Good luck finding any information about the disc. We
Dude,
need.
Evbo was so ready to fight, and he was like, you know what? Yeah, that's the password.
accepted.
What
Wait,
the-
this was the password?
We can never be too careful. I heard the parkour champion's out there somewhere.
Oh
I can't
my
believe he
gosh,
actually
dude.
thought it would be a good idea to come here.
He just
Yeah,
snuck
why would he
on
do that?
it.
Don't worry, we'll find this parkour champion. I heard he's not even that good at parkour. Oh, okay, good to see my disguise is still working. Once I made it past the parkour checkpoint,
What the?
everything changed.
Can't believe that
All of the
actually
grass
worked.
block- As much as I don't trust Siwat, the compass definitely led me to the right place. I was supposed to be finding the disc that would summon the ice legend of parkour.
Why you just,
And
like-
if I didn't know any better,
you just
I would
tossed it
say I'm in the
out.
right area.
What if you
Now,
need
I
to
just
find it again?
Find this disc before anyone gets it. The problem is that I don't even know where to start. I tried looking for clues inside one of
he
these
definitely
houses,
needs, like,
but
a key
all of
or
the
something
doors
to
were
get
locked.
into
The fighters on this
these
level have
stores.
supposedly been looking for this disc for a long time, which can only mean two things. They can't find it, or they can't get to it. In the distance, I saw a structure that looked like it was a
another
parkour
temple?
course. When I got closer, I
what's
saw
this?
that the course was made completely out of ice blocks. And at the very top, there was a dispenser. An entire
It's probably
course
the
made
disc.
out of ice sounds like where the Ice Legend disc would be. This has to be it, right? Maybe the problem wasn't finding the disc, but getting to it. Maybe the jumps were too hard for people, or people are just too afraid to try. Whatever the reason is, I gotta make this course before someone else does and get the disc. The people here might be too afraid to try these jumps, but I'm not. Because if the fate of the world depends on it, then I won't hesitate to risk my life. I didn't
Alright,
have
here we
too
go.
much experience with ice parkour, but I was still staying on the blocks, which is all that mattered. Only 2 jumps left. Come on, I can do this. I went for the last 2 jumps, and I made it
And
to the top.
let's see what's in the
Let's go,
dispenser.
I did it. So does that make me an ice parkour legend now? I mean, I don't see anyone else doing the course. Alright, let's just hope that no one got to the disc before I did. If it's still here, then I only have 3 more to go. Let's do this. I hit the button and an item came out. Let's go.
house
It
key?
was still here. I got the disc to summon the... Wait,
That
what?
is
A
not-
house key? Bro, are you serious? I did all of that just to...
But now we know we need to put a name tag,
about it,
or
I
this
might
name
be the
tag
first
in the
one
item
history
frame.
to have bought a house on every
There we
layer
go.
of parkour civilization. Was it worth risking the entire fate of the world and my life? Probably not, but is it cool? Yes. Okay,
What's
now
in
I have
that
a
chest?
real reason to make it out of here. I need someone to know this story. I opened the chest expecting to find nothing, but to my surprise, there was a book. When I opened it up, I realized it was written in
What
parkour.
the-
Luckily for me, I've been learning how to read the parkour language.
It's
so I
written
could
in
translate a little
parkour?
bit of it. The book said that people would live in these houses to train for the Ice Legends course. The book said that people would often spend years here just training so they could be good enough to complete the impossible ice course. Well, that's reassuring. I definitely do not have years to train on these jumps, but the book did mention an
What?
Ice Legends course.
Why would you
and
just
if the
toss
disc
it
was
out?
gonna be
You
anywhere,
might need
was
it again
probably
later.
gonna
Well, I
find
guess
these
I'm
courses. I mean, it's
assuming
probably
Evbo has
not
like a
gonna be big
pictographic
building
memory or
standing in the
something.
middle of the open. Oh. Okay, well, I think I found it. I don't know what the Ice Legends parkour course was, but if I had to guess, this had to be it. Even
this
from
looks
afar,
crazy.
This looked like the hardest parkour course I've ever seen. And I have
The
to be
disc
the one to
awaits
do it
you.
because the world will end if I don't. Bro, I don't even get paid for being the parkour champion. This is so not worth it.
You
If
should've
this
just
entire
stayed,
course is
just
to buy
chilling
another
on a
house, I
throne.
think I might just get it over with and jump off. But I quickly realized that I was at the right place because at that moment I saw someone completing the course. Someone
Was that his
after
friend
the disc, and right
from
now
before?
they were on track
There was
to
no
get it
crown,
before
though.
me. That means not only do I have to survive every jump, but I have to do it fast if I want to catch up. The problem is that this course wasn't the course to go fast on. These were ice jumps, and that means
Yep,
even the
slow it down,
slightest
slow it down, and be
miscalculation
careful.
could send you sliding right off the edge. And that's
I
not
hate
something I'm interested in
ice
doing.
parkour
I was
so
only
much,
at the
guys.
beginning.
Ice
Harder.
parkour,
This next
fence
jump was ahead
parkour,
of me,
and
meaning
like
if I
I don't
mistime my
know
jump-
what is that?
No.
The end step.
Well, let's
Oh
just
my
make sure I
god.
don't do that, please. Oh, okay. These jumps that I was making were harder than anything that even exists in parkour civilization. If I somehow make it back alive,
Oh,
I'm
geez.
definitely making the practice courses harder at home.
Oh, we
As
got
much
head
as
hitters.
I wish I had more practice on ice jumps. I always say that the best time to try new parkour
this
is
one's
when
good.
you're in a life or death situation.
This one is so risky.
Now that I think about it, that saying doesn't really make any sense, but who am I kidding? I'm just stalling because I have
We
to
got
do
the
a
head
5 block
hitters.
vertical jump, and
Will
there's
he make
definitely
this?
a 50-50 chance I don't make it, but the fear of death never stopped me from trying. I cleared the 5-block vertical jump, and I was still on the course. When I looked ahead, I saw that I had almost caught up to the parkour fighter that was doing the course with me. At the rate I'm going, I'll pass him and make it to the disc first. But I also have to hope that he doesn't
Oh, yeah,
recognize
that's
that
not
I'm
his
not
friend.
one of them.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Who are you? Why are you here?
Caught.
I'm supposed to be the only one gathering information about the Ice Legend disc.
Oh, yeah, boss sent me here. He said you were taking too long, and he wanted things to speed up, so he sent me. Bro, why did I say boss?
Oh, if boss sent you, very well. I haven't been able to get past
Bro,
the
they
5-block
always
jump,
fall
but if
for
you
his
think you can do it,
excuses
go
and
right
lies.
ahead.
Oh, yeah, of course. You know boss's orders, right? Bro, how did that even work?
Who the heck is
let's
boss?
just get at it.
How is he
Somehow
gonna
I
explain
escaped the
this?
Every jump was designed to be nearly impossible, including this 5-block jump, which I'm about to
5
complete.
blocks?
I can make
How
it.
the-
No! Just when I thought my journey was over,
Dude, I
there
was about to say 5-block jump is actually crazy.
block under me to catch my fall.
How-
Oh,
how is
that
Evbo
could
even
not
gonna
have
be
been
able
any
to-
closer.
How could you have gotten a water bucket?
And I just blew my cover.
Rip.
I forgot these guys don't have water buckets. I had no choice but to engage in a parkour battle.
Oh, no.
I needed the chance to attack first.
360,
and my attack
360.
was going to be something that would end the battle immediately. There you
A
have
backwards
it. A 2-block
jump
backwards jump,
instead
buddy. And
this
just so
time.
you know, I've never lost a parkour battle. Obviously, that's not true, but the intimidation worked.
The void is more honorable than losing a battle to
What?
the champion.
And just like that, the parkour battle was
Bro.
over. Bro, what do these people have against me? How is dying in the void more honorable than battling me? Despite dealing with a little emotional pain, I got rid of the parkour fighter unharmed. Now, there was no one standing in my way
Well,
to get the disc. All I had to
easy
do
way,
was
I guess.
make it past
But how
this
are you gonna make
5-block
this 5-block
The
jump?
fighters that have been trapped here for years haven't been able to make it, but if there was someone to do it, it was gonna be
Ooh.
me. If I was the
Nice
first
little
one
momentum
to make the
thing.
5-block jump, that means there's a good chance that the disc is still here. And I only have a few more jumps before I can get to the top and retrieve it. I've come too far in this journey to fall now. Getting this disc means saving the world, and maybe even saving my friend.
It's kinda good
So
they
I
got
have
that
no
little
choice but to
secret
succeed.
agent out of the
I made
way.
the last ladder jump, and there I was, standing down at the hardest parkour course I've ever completed. Now, it's
This has
time
to be
find
it,
out
right?
if this
There's no
journey was
way we could
truly
get
worth the
debated
risk.
once again.
Just one more easy jump, nothing crazy. Oh, okay, no surprise there. I never fall on the easy jumps. It's time to find out if the disc is still here.
How are they gonna
or
activate
if it
this?
even exists at all. I walked up and stood on the pedestal, and an
Whoa.
item appeared in my hand.
No way.
This time, it
There
wasn't
it
a
is.
house key. It was
There's the
disc
Ice Legend
to
disc.
summon the Ice Legend of Parkour. Siwat was telling the truth. He could have led me into a trap, but he didn't. The discs are real, and now I have one of the 4. All I have to do is get the other 3, and that's my ticket home.
Hey, hold up. Where are you going? Why are you not gathering information about the disc? You said you were transferred here to help.
Yeah, I
yeah.
was, but it looked like the other guy had it all under control. I mean, he was really good at parkour. He said he didn't need me anymore.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right. We've been best friends since we were kids. I don't know what I'd do without him. All right, you're good to go.
Well,
Thanks,
your
man.
friend, your
Wish
friend
you
might be
and your
gone.
friend the best. Oh, that's so awkward. I think I might have just created a new supervillain. All right, I'm sure there's a
He's
part
like,
of you that
"Oh,
wanted
where's
me to
my
fail,
friend?"
but I made it back and I got the disc.
No way you actually got the disc.
Yep, 1 down and 3 more to go.
I bet
We can
Siwat didn't
actually
even
do
expect this.
Or you can do this. You got it, man.
The journey was far from over. Siwat
It's
gave
all
me the
up to
compass that
Siwat
would
at
lead
this
me
point.
To the second parkour legend. Now that
Glass
I have the
legend.
disc for the Ice Legend, I was now searching for the Legend of Glass Parkour. Oh, as if the journey wasn't
So we
as
have
difficult
ice,
as
we
it
have
was
glass.
already.
What
This
else do we
legend
have?
just had
We
to
have
be
the
glass.
Nether Legend
I have
as
a
well.
feeling that there's a very slim chance I make it back alive.
Just 3 more to go. Just 3 more.
Oh, saving the world is exhausting. All right, let's get this over with. No point in introducing
I like how
myself,
Siwat's
since
just
this
not
should be
doing
over soon.
anything.
You know, I probably shouldn't be this confident since these people seem to know way more about parkour battles than I do. But I'm still the parkour champion, so being confident is a part of the job. I started the battle with a
Jumps like
3-block
this is, like,
vertical
almost
sideways
impossible
ladder
for
jump.
me.
But I soon realized that this wasn't a normal parkour battle. Oh, great. I should have just tried guessing the password.
This attack will give you poison.
His attack only works if his jump is harder than mine. But I don't think a 3-block brewing stand jump is harder than my 360.
A double
I
360,
think
a
I'm about to win
720.
this. But when the fighter went for the jump, he
Wait,
added
what?
a 180.
I bet you thought this would be easy.
This is not good.
Oh,
if I don't
no.
build a harder attack right now, I'm gonna get poisoned. and that could be the end of me. That's why this is a perfect time to set up a jump that I've never attempted before. It's simple. If I make this jump, I win.
Is Evbo gonna go for like a 360 here?
3-block ladder 360.
Oh
this
no.
had to work.
Oh
I
no.
went for the 360. Please make it.
Oh no.
The attack hit me,
Rip.
and now I was being poisoned.
This is the first time that Evbo has like failed to jump. Oh my gosh. This is it.
The fighter was setting up a parkour combo with ice blocks. Okay, this is good. I just mastered ice block jump. Wait, what? Before the fighter even attempted his attack, he just slipped off.
Shouldn't have used ice blocks
that
after
was
all.
Not how I thought it was gonna end. Even though I barely survived the parkour battle,
They got so
I was
lucky.
stepping into more dangerous territory. This was where I was gonna find the
that
disc to
looks
summon
so
the glass
hard.
legend.
Those
I
little
managed
tiny
to
pieces
stay
of
alive
glass,
and get
I feel
one
like
of the
that is
discs
so
far.
impossible.
So far, I am very much liking the ice more than the glass, especially since most of the jumps are glass panes. Not that it makes a difference, but before I go any further, let's get my health back. The entire time I've been here, I've been using my
You're gonna
champion
need
boots
some
to gain
food
my
or something.
hunger back. That's one part I didn't get. As the parkour champion, I don't really need food anymore.
Yeah, the
but
champion doesn't
everyone
need to
else
eat.
does, so how
That's
are
a
they
cheat
getting
code.
food? Any
All right, to the
ordinary
glass,
parkour
like,
course.
little
This course
temple
was
area.
designed for someone who is a master at glass parkour. Now, I'm all for having self-confidence and whatnot, but the reality is that I have never done jumps like these. This course was about to be all unexplored territory for me, and I only have one chance to make all of these jumps. But the clock is ticking, and I need to get these discs before any of the fighters do.
Let's
you know,
see,
I would have
let's
been a lot
see.
more comfortable if the glass parkour course were glass blocks and not panes, but when do I ever get my way with anything? One disc so far.
These little pieces of glass, I can't do them. They're the worst. They're like my kryptonite when it comes to like parkour.
Doesn't seem likely, to be honest.
Oh my
I still
goodness,
have 2 more
how?
massive parkour courses to go through before I can make it back. All right, let's break this down real quick. Well, all right, I think my chances are looking great. I take that back. Bro, what even are those parkour jumps? All right, let's just get this over with. This jump is possible. I only have to do a 2-block jump. This has to be a shortcut, right? No way I'm not taking this.
No.
I get to skip something.
No, dude, you gotta play it safe. You gotta play it safe.
That's a trick for sure. That jump's not possible. All right, no shortcuts for me today. I guess I got to take the hard way. I slowly made my way through the course, making sure to take my time with every single jump. As of now, I didn't see any other
When things
parkour
seem
fighters
too good
doing
to
the
be
course.
true,
Still
you
worry
don't
about
go
completing
with
this
that.
course. Thankfully, I made it to the top of the horribly designed
Oh,
staircase.
there's
But
a-
then
there's
I
a
saw
letter?
something on the ground. Looked like a piece of paper. I picked it up and it said
Don't
something
finish
on
the
it. It said,
course?
Don't finish the course? I had no clue
Who-
what to make
who
of
must have
this.
left
I
this
was so
behind?
at the
This
end.
could be
I
a-
was
this could
almost
be
at the
like
second
a
disc.
diversion.
Someone is warning me about something, or this was an attempt to try to make me not get the disc. Well, this just got a
Exactly.
lot more complicated. I decided that the second option was more likely. The fighters know that I'm looking for the discs, so maybe they had someone put this note here to try to get me to stop looking for them. But if that isn't their plan and someone is warning me, then I could be jumping into an ambush. At this point though, I don't even think it matters. As of now, the only
It's
way
worth
I
the
know of
shot at
getting
this
back to
point, you
Parkour
know?
Civilization
Like, this is
getting
the
all
only
4
way
discs.
out.
So even if getting this disc is going to lead me into a trap, I have to still try to get it. I swear, all of this better be some crazy test to become the parkour god or something, because there's no way I'm doing this for free. All right, one more jump and the disc is mine. Let's do
No
this.
shortcuts.
I went for the last final jump and I made it. I had
let's go.
completed the glass
And then we got
Legends
the podium.
parkour course. Let's go. Let's get this disc.
The thing is,
Or
you have
let's
to, like,
fall
go
into a
back
trap.
again,
I
too.
hope it's the disc. When I
Yes,
stepped onto
we got the
pedestal,
glass
the
legend
dispenser
disc.
gave me the exact item I wanted to see. The disc to summon
Oh my
the glass
goodness,
legend
that
of
course
parkour
was
now
insane.
in my possession. All right, 2 down,
2 more to go.
Now I just gotta worry about getting off of this course. Oh, this is the worst.
This is the hard
I was
part.
making my way back to meet Siwat to get the compass for the 3rd disc, but that's when I saw something. It was a massive building that I've never seen before.
Whoa.
Obviously, I want to get the disc
Another
and get
temple?
out of here
What
as
is
fast
this?
as I can, but my friend is still missing. Maybe there's a chance he's alive and he made it into this building and he's hiding here. Even if he's not here, I can afford a little detour to find out. I
With
looked around
maybe
until
some
I finally
info?
saw a bookshelf with a
Oh.
book left in it. Okay, let me
Take
try
it,
not
take
to
it,
fall
take
off
it.
the edge while grabbing this. The book was
Nice.
written in parkour, but I could still understand a little bit of it. It looked like he was talking about the champion boots, something about hunger and powers. Well, that's not really new information for me.
Yep.
I've been using these boots to
You
feed
have
myself
infinite-
the entire time. Okay,
infinite
let's see what
hunger.
else I can find in this library. But that's when I went up to
Wait,
the
who's
next
that?
floor and I saw someone.
What the
Oh
heck?
no, I do not want to battle.
Hide,
Please
hide,
just
hide,
don't
hide.
turn around.
Oh,
And
too
she turned
late.
around.
It's
Wait,
you.
Granny?
You're back. Oh, I always knew you would change your mind.
Who is this?
Right, I'm back.
I never blamed you.
She
for
might have,
what
like,
you
memory
did.
problems or
I know
something.
it was a tough decision.
Okay, this woman
is she
does
talking
not know
about?
who I am, but I have no clue what she's talking about.
Maybe
I just gotta
she
go
was
with
right
it, I
the
guess.
entire
I
time.
assume
He's
you're
been here
to
before.
get your friend, correct?
My friend? You know where my friend is?
Oh, yes. I got the book around here somewhere. Forgive me. It's been a while since I've had to do parkour.
Unless
I
she's
should be
talking
able
about
to
someone
reach it.
totally
Oh,
different.
not to worry. I'll get it. It's easy parkour. It's just that book right there, right? Yeah, don't worry. I'll do. No. Oh,
Rip.
No, that's not good.
Oh no!
Oh.
Rip Granny and Rip Granny in the comments,
went out
guys.
quickly.
Oh
All right,
my
let's go get
goodness!
this book.
Granny
Off
did
the
not
shelf,
deserve
and I
that.
started reading.
What the
book
heck?
Said something about a prison where it's impossible to parkour. If the
What?
fighters captured my friend, that's probably where they took him. This is good news. This is great news, actually. This is the only evidence I have that my friend might be alive.
Well, I
And
guess
maybe
that's better
Siwat
than
knows
him
where this
just
prison is.
gone
I made my way back to Siwat
for
to get the
good.
third
Oh,
compass from him.
Siwat's falling
All right,
asleep.
I'm back, whether you like it or not.
Oh, wait.
Hello, Siwat.
Siwat?
What are you
Wait.
doing in the corner? Are you napping?
Bro, I'm tired. You
Dude, I
took
thought he
so
got
long
like
to get
knocked
these
out or
things.
something.
I take so long to get these things. Bro, I hate you so much. I got the second disc, but it's getting a little trickier to get past the checkpoints. But
Just
I still got
two
it.
more
Ready to
to
go. Get
go.
the third one. See what threw me the third compass that would lead me to the legend of
Crystal Legend.
Parkour. There's one more thing. I think
I
my
bet this is
friend
like
might
maybe
still be alive
Amethyst?
in some prison. Do you
Amethyst
know anything about it?
civilization?
If that's true, then there's a chance we can save him. But we gotta get the third and fourth disc first.
Okay, you're right. We'll get the discs before the fighters do. We'll save my friend, and we'll get out of here.
Okay,
As the journey
okay.
goes on, the jumps get harder.
It's time
and
to get the
stakes
discs.
Get higher. I've saved the world by myself.
Just two
before,
more.
but they-
And this
then I
entire
think
time,
we have a
Siwat
chance.
has done nothing
If
at
I
all.
Make this parkour
Oh, yep,
course,
I
I'm
knew
one
it.
step closer to saving the world.
It's an
Even though
Amethyst
this is
civilization.
parkour I've never done before. The good news is I can take my time because there's no one else doing the. Oh, no, I take that
of
back. There is
course,
someone
of
doing the course.
course.
This is not good. If that person makes the parkour course before I do, they'll have their hands on one of the 4 discs I need to
Why
save
are they
the
all
world,
there at
which
like the
means
same
I
time
cannot
he's
take this
there?
parkour course slowly. Every single one of these parkour jumps were made up of crystals, and in all my time in parkour civilization, I've never seen jumps
Crystal
like these,
parkour
but
is
I had
actually
to go fast.
kind
I
of
had to make
interesting.
No!
Oh my gosh!
These crystals were barely big enough to stand on, and if I made the slightest
looks so
mistake,
scary. What
that could
the
very
heck?
well mean my journey comes to an
Imagine
end.
doing this in real life, guys. Like,
What was that? Hello?
What
Is anyone
the-
there? Oh, great.
He got
I think being
demons
stuck
in his
this
head
parkour
now.
world for so long is making me hallucinate. Well, this is nice. I have to
But
worry
guys,
about
imagine
not
doing
dying
this
from
parkour in real
and
life.
I have to
It would
worry
just
about
be
not
like
going
so
crazy.
sharp.
I kept making
Ugh.
jumps. I had to make the no.
Oh,
And with
no.
One jump, my entire journey was
No,
over.
no, no,
I
no, no,
watched
no,
as
no.
The world of parkour got further and further away. There was
Oh my
nothing
gosh.
to save me now. The damage from the void already started, and within seconds, I would be gone.
Is it
forever.
over? But
I
that
couldn't
voice,
do it.
though.
I
That
thought
voice
I
from
could be
before.
the one to save parkour civilization again, but I failed. In my last moments
what?
of life,
No, no,
everything
no, no,
seemed
he's
like it was
floating
in
back
slow
up.
motion. I think I must have been going crazy because it looked like I was floating upwards. But that's when I realized I might not be crazy after all. I wasn't dead
Wait
yet. and I
a
was slowly
second.
rising back up to the world of
What?
parkour. What is going on? How is this possible? It was like I was watching my life in reverse. I was
is it
floating
because
right
he's
back
the
up next
parkour
to the jump
champion?
that I just failed.
'Cause
was
I
at
don't
a
think
loss for words,
the
but I
others
might have
had the
a
same
second chance after
opportunity.
all.
What
I
the-
positioned myself over one of the jumps,
Bro.
and I dropped out.
This is literally a cheat code. That's not even fair.
Out of the air. I wasn't dead yet. I was back on the parkour course. In all my life, I've never heard
But
of
if
something
anyone
like this
deserves to
happen.
have a
If I had
second
to
chance,
guess,
it's the
I would say
champion,
the
right?
parkour god saved me once again. When I turned
Wait a
around,
second.
I saw someone for a split second running away. My entire dodging
There was also
death
someone
beat
in
that I just pulled
front of him.
completely made me forget that I was still in danger. One of the fighters was ahead of me on this
Oh,
course.
yeah.
When I saw them, they were almost at the end, which means
Oh,
that
no.
person might have gotten the disc already. But there's
better
no way
hurry
to know
up.
for sure. That could have been someone else, which means I have to complete the course to see if the disc is still
Get your
there.
health
Besides,
back and then
the
go.
parkour god probably pulled some strings to get me back on this course, so I owe it to him to try. As of now, I saw no sign of the player that was here before me, and maybe this
They
could
might
be the
already
reason
be
why.
at the
Oh
end.
boy, I'm
Or
definitely gonna
they
need
fell
another
off.
airlift out of the void.
Hopefully they
now
fell off.
was no time to rush. I had to pay attention to exactly how large each crystal was. This
These are
jump
like
was
head
barely
hitter
wide
jumps.
enough to fit through, but it was possible. I jumped into the tunnel, managing to stay on the very edge of the bottom crystal. Even the smallest
kinda crazy.
miscalculation, like hitting my
Oh.
arm on the wall, would send me falling into the void. But luckily, I made it
I
through
feel
the
so
tunnel of narrow
claustrophobic
jumps,
just watching
and I
this.
still had a fighting
Dude.
chance. After making it out, I could see the rest of the course, and I saw no sign
There's
of
the
the fighter
dispenser
that
at
was
the
here
top.
before me. So that means it is very likely that the person I saw has gotten the disc already.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, I have to do a 3.5 vertical block jump to figure that
It
out.
did
I
take
got
them a while
momentum,
to get
and I
back
went for
up
one of
after
the
falling
longest
off,
vertical
right?
jump. All right, let's just make it out alive, and maybe someone will tell me the actual truth. but that's when I went for a
I think
jump
we'll
and
find
I
out
heard
by the
something
end of
again.
this, right? This.
I can get the disc. Just let me try.
Wait,
It was
what?
another voice, like the one I heard before. I don't know where it's coming from.
Whose
I
voice
thought it was
is that?
Crazy before, but now that it's happening again, I'm starting to really get worried. Man, my problems keep stacking. I need the disc to still be
I don't
here.
know if there's
I
a
have to not
third
die
part
in
of the
parkour,
Parkour
and
Civilization,
now I
but
have
if this
voices in
is
my
the
head.
last
Great.
part,
Putting
that
it in
means there
serious
shouldn't
mode
be
for
any
vacation when
cliffhangers.
I get back. Less than 10 jumps away stood between
Oh
me
my
and the
goodness.
end of the course. I just have to keep doing my thing and keep
That's like
making every
barely
one
a
of these
block.
jumps.
Oh
No.
my gosh.
Okay, let's not do that again. Only
Relax,
few can say they can do a
relax.
3-block vertical jump from no momentum.
Nice.
Fortunately, I'm one of those few, and that was the last difficult jump I needed to make to complete the course.
Nice.
Now it was time
They
for the
made
big
it.
reveal and find out if I did all of that for nothing. If someone else has this disc, I don't know how I'm gonna get
Please.
it back. But at least I have the other two, so worst case scenario, no one gets out of here. I stepped up onto the pedestal
Please,
expecting
please.
the worst. But to my
Yes!
surprise,
Let's go.
In my hand was the
Then
third disc.
who the heck
Whoever
was
on this
behind
course
them
before me
and ahead of them?
obviously didn't get it. And now I'm holding 3 of the 4 discs needed to get out of here. Only 1 more disc remains before I can return to Parkour Civilization. That is, if I can survive 1 more of these courses. I started heading back to Siwat to get the compass for the 4th disc, but then it happened again.
Find me at the houses.
It was another voice
Find
in my
me at
head.
the houses.
Unless
They're
it wasn't
different.
a voice in my head to begin
They're
with.
different
Someone
voices.
was trying to talk to me, and they were
Are those
saying
the
they were
homes?
at the houses. I didn't know what any of the voices meant, but that's when I saw somebody. Standing
Oh.
near one of the houses was
That
someone that,
might
I
be that
recognized. It
same
was the
person.
person I just caught a glimpse of
Yep.
right before I was saved from the void. Whoever this was must have been the person that sent me the message to find them at the houses. But the person still had chain boots on. This was a parkour fighter, meaning there's a good chance that this interaction leads to a parkour battle. But something about this felt different. I don't know why they would be
Can we
calling
trust
me
this
here, but
person?
I have to find out. And even if this does end in a battle, that's a risk I'm willing to
I
take.
wonder if they're
walked
gonna
in
make
to
a
see the fighter
friend.
standing on the other edge of the house. All
Get
right,
ready
buddy,
for
if
battle.
you want to fight, let's get it over with.
If that's how you want to repay me for saving your life, fine.
For saving my life? What are you talking about? I've never even seen you before.
I was watching you do the course. I knew you would fail
Wait.
eventually, so I waited until you fell. When you did, I was there to attack you with a brewing stand jump. And the effect
Oh.
was levitation. You attacked me
Wait.
with parkour right.
So that's why they were right there. But like, why would they save them though?
I didn't even know that was possible. This
That's
doesn't
kinda
make
cool,
any
though.
sense.
He
Why
came in
would
clutch.
You saved my life. You don't even know who I am.
I know you're the parkour champion. And the reason I know
Hey.
that is because you've been the pawn of our game ever since you arrived. You've
The
been
pawn?
collecting the discs for us.
No. That's impossible. I fought parkour fighters in battles. I almost died. Why would they try to kill me if they wanted me to get the discs?
Siwat said it would have to be believable.
Oh, so now Siwat's behind this mastermind plan?
Of course he is. And if you don't believe me, jump onto the center block.
I jumped into the middle of the house and it happened again.
If he fights you, you have to lose. This is the only way we win.
It was Siwat's voice. I don't know how you're doing it, but you're making this up.
I'm not. If you parkour across crystals while talking, messages will be trapped inside for years. You're only hearing his
Whoa.
voice because he was here setting the trap for you.
I didn't know what to believe. If
Dude.
this was all true, then I've been getting the discs for the enemy the entire time. At this point, I don't even know if anything Siwat has told me is true.
He has to
If
play
you're-
he has to play dumb for
Let's
now,
just
so he
say I
has the
don't
last
really
tracker.
like how the plan ends. So I'm hoping that by telling you this, you find a way to win. And in repayment, you can take me back to Parkour Civilization.
How can I be sure you're telling the truth? What if Siwat isn't behind this?
You think it's a coincidence he has those compasses?
That is true. Like, why else?
If
Why
all of this
else
was
would
true
he
and
have the
Siwat
trackers?
was working with the fighters, then I have no one to blame but myself. But
Siwat
as
needs
far
to
as I'm
grab
concerned,
the
I
last
have
tracker
3
before
discs.
asking
I don't know
questions.
how in the world they plan on getting these off of me.
Just
but
one
if
more.
I can get the 4th one, then I can get out of here. At least now that I know I might be in
I
a
wonder
trap,
if
I can
Siwat's
focus
still
on
there,
getting
though.
myself out of it. But
Oh,
I
there
still
he
don't
is.
know if that fighter was telling me the truth or not. All right, disc number 3 acquired. Wasn't an easy one.
Yep,
that's
play
for
dumb,
sure,
play
but
dumb,
I
play
still
dumb.
got it.
This is insane. To be honest, I didn't think you would be able to do it, but clearly I'm wrong.
Hey,
Only
give me
one
the
more to
last
go
tracker,
and
dude.
We can get out of here. Here, the compass to the last parkour legend. This one is supposed to be the most terrifying course, so good luck.
Well, if
Neo
there's anyone that can
Legend.
get it done, it's me. Hey, this is just a quick question,
Oh,
but
no.
where did you get all of the compasses?
The compasses? Oh yeah, I was just searching through all the chests.
Here
and
comes
I
the
happened
real
to find all of
questions.
them. Lucky find, I guess.
Yeah, that is real lucky. Oh, that was really convincing. Yep, I am definitely in a trap.
He knows, right? Yeah, he must have figured it out. It doesn't matter. The plan is in motion, and at this point, there's nothing he can do to stop what's coming. I must say, this plan didn't go exactly how I thought it would, but I have everything I need to get my revenge.
Dude, oh my gosh. There was no saving your friend in the first place. He has your friend trapped.
Just one more parkour course to go, and I can get back
to
so
parkour sad.
Civilization. Unfortunately, this is gonna be the hardest one yet. All of these parkour jumps,
and then Evbo has to do all the work.
These were Neo jumps. Neo jumps
to get
are considered some
to get
of the hardest jumps in racing.
T-Watt's just gonna leave you there, dude.
These jumps is by moving around the block in mid-air. The last time I made a difficult Neo jump, I became parkour champion and I saved the world. But that was one jump, and I'm afraid this course is probably
my
gonna
goodness,
have a lot
this
more
is
than
even
that.
higher.
I couldn't help be disappointed with myself for trusting Siwat. How did I not see this coming? I mean, Siwat literally worked for the evil champion and ran the lab that systematically controlled all of parkour civilization. You know, I probably should have thought about those things a little more before trusting him, but obviously it's way too late now. I gotta give him credit. As much as I dislike Siwat because he is objectively evil, his plan is extremely well thought out. And now that's put me in a very difficult position. On one hand, I could just throw all of the discs in the void and no one gets them. If I
these
went
jumps
down
are
that
crazy.
Route, Siwat and all of the people
but
here
you know,
can't escape and destroy
Evbo's a champion after all.
Then I wouldn't
Look,
be able
guys,
to get back home myself.
these
so
jumps,
I'd basically be sacrificing myself for option
I might have failed that first one. I might have failed that second one. I for sure would have failed this one. What the?
There still might be a way to get out of here alive without bringing them back to parkour civilization. As I was going over all of the possible futures, I noticed the course changed to Neo ice jumps. It seemed like this last course was a combination of all of the parkour legend courses, with of course adding Neo jumps to everything.
Gosh.
Oh, I forgot how much I hated these types of jumps. Okay, but back to seeing if I can outsmart Siwat's plan. No matter what option I choose, the biggest problem is my friend. The old
Is that what they call it? The Neo jumps?
My friend is trapped in some prison. And if I remember correctly, there's one more thing.
Then we got more glass.
My friend might still be alive in some prison. Do you know anything about it?
If that's true, then there's a chance we can save him. But we gotta get the third and fourth disc first.
Well, now that I know that Siwat was the one behind the evil plan,
we know that Siwat took his friend, and also he just wanted Evbo. He just wanted to string Evbo along to get all the discs.
Safe to say that Siwat has my friend locked up in a prison somewhere. If that is the case, then I think I know
it's actually a little closer than you think.
My friend is leveraged to have me give him the discs. It all makes sense now. There's no way he could get the discs off of me, so that means I'll either have to choose the discs or the life of my friend.
Oh my gosh.
That's assuming I finish this course and don't die in the void so I can get the last one. There is only one person that exists in this world that is good enough at parkour to make these courses. And that person is me, the parkour champion. Siwat and all of the people in this civilization
Here we go,
put their
the final
faith in me
disc.
because they knew that without me, they would never make it back alive. Well, I hate to disappoint
We got
them,
the
but I don't plan on
Neo
bringing
Legend disc.
Siwat or the evil parkour fighters back to parkour civilization. If all goes according to plan, there will only be 3 people going back home. So, it's time to get this plan over with and get out of this place
3 people as in that guy that tried to save him, and also his friend.
Jumps, I was met with 2 parkour
Oh,
fighters.
jeez.
Thank you for retrieving the discs for us, champion. Now
they're gonna hold him hostage.
Say if you want to stay alive. Siwat requests your presence.
This was it. Siwat had 2 parkour fighters waiting for me to ensure that I didn't run off with the discs. Normally, I would say that was a well thought out plan on his part, but I don't think he ever questioned the loyalty of his followers. Fortunately for me, I've got someone on the inside.
Hey, let's go. Keep it moving, champion. Why are you stopping?
Well, you know, just trying to catch my breath before this parkour battle. I quickly placed down a ladder and attacked the parkour fighter with a 3-block diagonal ladder jump. You know, I would say good luck in this battle, but I think you'll have a hard time with a 2v1. The parkour fighter turned around to see that the other fighter had an attack of his own build. Yep, this parkour fighter was my guy on the inside.
No, you're working with the champion? How could you? Fine, it doesn't matter. I'll take you both on by myself. I'm sure
time
this
to
will
win
be the
this.
easiest parkour.
Well, that didn't last long.
That was the funniest cut ever.
We've been best friends since we were kids. I don't know what I'd do without him. All right, you're good to go.
Oh, that's right. I made his buddy jump into the void. Well, at least they're together now.
Let's keep it moving. We don't have much time.
Yep. All right, sorry. Let's get back to work.
Hey, how do we know he's not gonna backstab him in the end too? Can we trust this guy 100% though?
Step 1 was getting the disc. Step 2 was making it to the temple without guards. And now it's time for step 3. All right, you ready?
Yes, this has to work.
You gotta make it to the top.
I'll go distract Siwat and find out where he's keeping your friend. You just focus on beating the parkour legends and getting the door open.
Right, the parkour battles. I kind of forgot about that.
Dude, what if he's like playing him as well? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just know there's a plot twist coming. Not everything is just cut and dry, you know?
It was a good sign that I didn't see any parkour fighters around, though. But that's when I glanced
inside.
Oh,
there's someone inside. Who is that? And they have gold boots on?
This wasn't a parkour fighter. This was someone with gold boots. I ran inside to see my parkour master friend standing on a single chain over the void. The last time we saw each other was in Parkour Civilization. You're alive.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Wait.
Oh no. Standing to my right was a parkour
The
fighter.
crown looks a little different too.
Set up.
I feel like that's not his friend.
Don't worry, I'll handle this.
No, stop. That attack was for me. If I don't make that jump, I die. I don't have any blocks to build with, so I'm stuck here. But if you attack him, that will force his battle with me to end, and I'll also die.
Okay, this is not an ideal situation, so
okay, never mind. It was just the lighting. It's definitely the same guy.
He's waiting for you up there.
Of course he is.
Oh,
so much for my
no.
master plan to defeat the guy with a better master plan. Don't worry, I'll figure something out. Just don't move. Not that you can move, but don't worry, I'll figure something out. All right, time to make my way to the top and probably face an ambush. There was nothing I could do now. I couldn't think of a single move to get out of this. If I even make the slightest notion that I'm gonna start a parkour battle, my friend will die. That means I have no choice but to just fall right into
Had this
Siwat's
plan the entire time.
I have been known to improvise, so let's do that. All right, let's get this over with. So you want me to help you destroy Parkour Civilization?
Now you're talking some sense. You know, a part of me actually enjoyed our little team up in getting each disc. I mean, you
didn't even do anything.
It was fun sitting back and letting you do the work. Now, I'm closer than ever to achieving my goal of destroying Parkour Civilization once and for all.
That doesn't make any sense. You said it yourself. You live in Parkour Civilization. Why would you want to destroy it?
I haven't told this to anyone before, but since I've already won, I might as well tell you. I didn't join Parkour Civilization. I was born here on this level of civilization. I might be the only one alive who remembers when this level was still a part of Parkour Civilization. And I might be the only one who knows what kind of a monster the old man was. My parents warned me about the old man. They told me to rank up before it was too late. Unfortunately, my parents were both too stubborn to rank down and too old to rank up. So I left my family and
I'm on team Gramps, guys. I don't know about you guys.
To give myself the resistance effect. And that was exactly what allowed me to remember when the old man used the command blocks to wipe out this entire level, including everyone in it.
There has to be some sort of like
all
misunderstanding.
memories of this place, except mine.
Because I doubt the old man would do that.
How
but then again, we don't really know who the old man is.
The so-called beloved parkour champion wiped out my entire family.
That can't be true. Why would
that was like his villain origin story.
Add up. He was kind and nice, and he cared about people.
You know, the funny part is that no one even knew. It was supposedly over a fight. Can you believe that? The old man let his battle with one person cause my parents and plenty of others
It's
to
probably
die.
just an accident.
What kind of fight would lead to an action like that?
All right, enough of that. What's in the past is in the past. Let's focus on what's gonna happen from here. I don't need the discs. Instead,
what?
I'm gonna have you battle all of the parkour
Oh my
legends
gosh,
yourself.
dude.
And
He said,
get that door open for
he said, hey, guess what? I don't need the disc from you, but continue doing my work. Continue doing the dirty work for me.
Get my revenge on Parkour Civilization. And if you choose not to, well,
Your
your friend
friend
is obviously the price you pay.
I have to do it. I can't let my friend die because of the mistakes I made. I'm the one who brought him here.
He has to find a way to open that door and also get his friend and escape.
I trust you'll
It's gonna
come
be
to
an
the right
impossible
decision.
task.
You always do.
Oh, well, here goes
Oh,
nothing.
come on,
Given
dude.
everything that's happened in my life, I never thought there'd be a
Good
time
luck
where
to
I have to
Evbo.
say this. But It's time to go help destroy.
We have, guys, we have 1 hour.
It was time
or
to
50
fight
minutes,
the legends
basically,
of
of battles on battles on battles. Good luck, Evbo. I'm wishing you luck.
Awesome.
I left a like on your video, so hopefully that was enough luck. There's no way he loses, right?
The downfall of parkour civilization. But that's assuming I beat these legends in parkour battles, and if I don't, well, I will die, and parkour civilization will probably be destroyed anyway.
All right.
So that
first
means
battle,
plan A is
the
to
ice
help destroy
legend.
Parkour civilization, and hope I figure out a plan in the meantime. Well, here goes nothing.
Drop it in there.
The first legend
What's inside?
Of parkour.
Is it
I
blocked?
threw the disc into the hopper, waiting for something.
What's inside
to
the
happen.
chest?
I saw nothing, but then a few seconds later, someone appeared on one end of the battlefield.
There's the ice
and
legend.
This person was wearing diamond boots. So you're the ice legend of parkour? Why do you have champion boots on?
That's because I am a parkour champion. Well, I was one a long time ago. I won the battle
the
to become
Avatar.
champion using ice blocks. So yeah, I got the ice legend title. But all of the parkour legends are just previous champions throughout history.
So every parkour legend was a parkour champion at some point. That's awesome. Wait,
that's
so
not
real,
awesome.
Or what even are you?
Real? Absolutely. Alive? Not so much. All of us are spirits of our past lives, and we exist
it's kind of like the
now only
Avatar
for
of the
parkour
Last
battles.
Airbender.
But enough questions. Prepare to fight.
The ice legend said I have everything I need to battle inside the chest. When I first came here,
Ice
the
blocks?
chest was empty, but now
Ice
the
blocks.
chest had 3
Yep.
stacks of ice blocks inside of it. It's time to find out if I can do ice block jumps better than the ice legend of parkour. The ice legend
Probably
attacked
not,
first. His
but
first attack
can they do
was a
360s
4-block
better than
vertical
you?
jump. It was a
Nope.
difficult attack for sure, but it was nothing I couldn't handle. My choices were to either make the exact same jump or do
Upgrade
a harder
the
one.
attack.
But I had to remind myself that this was only the first of 4 battles, so I'm not going to try to risk it all in the first fight. I defended the first attack successfully and the battlefield reset. Alright, let's go. It's my time to attack
Oh
now.
yeah,
My first
here we go.
attack was a parkour
360
combo with
and
a 5-block jump chained into
simple,
a 3-block
simple,
diagonal
keeping
jump.
it simple.
I thought the attack wouldn't be hard enough, but to my surprise,
Oh,
Ice Legend failed
what?
the jump. The battle was going my way.
What kind of parkour champion are you? Alright, we got some head hitter blocks with some momentum.
For my next attack, I set up a 6-block vertical.
Oh, this one
jump.
looks crazy.
All of my training with ice blocks paid
And
off,
boom!
I
Oh
made the
my
jump.
gosh, it almost
Okay,
fell
I'm
all
just
the way
gonna
off.
pretend I almost didn't slip off there. I watched as the ice legend went for the jump, but failed once
Oh.
again. This
One more,
was
one
the
more.
second attack in a row that I landed.
This has
One
to
more
be
and
it.
It should be over, but I got ahead
360?
of myself.
Oh,
I
come
attempted
on.
2 5-block jumps in a row, and I failed.
Should have gone with the
that's not good.
360.
I should have just made my attack. The ice legend set up a difficult 3-jump combo.
What
made
the?
It was time to defend again. I went for the combo, but I
Oh,
slipped off on the
dude.
3rd
What
jump.
the? That
attack
took a
did
little
7
too
hearts
much
of
out.
damage. If these combos get any harder, I could risk losing all 10 hearts in one attack. But if I land one more attack, I should win the battle. And the only way to attack in this position is to do a harder jump than that one.
Yup.
Okay, it's time for a terrible idea. I built the same attack, but added a
Yes,
360
let's go.
to the 5-block
And he did it.
diagonal jump. Let's go. I cannot believe that worked.
Take damage.
This is a level of parkour I have not yet seen.
The risk paid off, and the ice
And-
legend was
Yes!
defenseless against the
Let's
360.
go!
Looks like you've won the first battle. I hope you know what you're doing.
You hope I know what
Let's
I'm
go,
doing?
Evbo.
Wait, what does that mean? But before he could
One
answer,
down,
the ice
3 to
legend
go.
was gone, and the parkour battle was over. Why did the ice legend say that? What did he mean by that? I mean, I know I'm basically causing the destruction of parkour civilization, but I don't know how he would know that. Alright, doesn't matter. I'm still alive. Going into the next fight, I realized I was wearing my chain boots the entire time. Since there was no point of trying to blend in and
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows that you're the champion after all. Just get your hunger back, get your hearts back.
Having full hunger makes me feel much better about these parkour fights. So basically, the only way I lose is if I get hit by an attack that does 10 hearts. So let's
That would
just
be
try
kinda
not to do
insane.
that. It was time for the second fight. I threw in the disc and summoned the glass legend of parkour.
Yo, I'm finally free. Let's go. The old man said I'd be gone for a while, but I didn't think it would be that long.
He said I'm free.
Did you say the old
Wait a
man,
second.
as in the parkour champion old man? How do you know him?
Bro, I'm not here to answer any questions. I'm just trying to parkour battle.
Okay, I'm not sure what's up
yeah,
with
we're
these
not
parkour
gonna get
legends,
any
but they
answers
clearly
from
don't like to talk
any of
about
these
anything.
guys.
But I always say you have to parkour for the truth sometimes. So let's go and do that. I turned around and the glass legend already had an attack
What
built,
the?
but he failed the attack. It was now my
That's
turn,
good.
and beating the ice legend with the 360
Got too greedy.
made me realize something. These legends were parkour champions a long time ago.
Yep, so they don't even know what the 360s and backwards jumps are.
Why it was time to start attacking with jumps from the new age. I
The
attacked
new
with a
age,
1.5
the modern
block
age.
backwards diagonal jump. Even when the fate
This
of
is
the
how
world
I
is
feel
on the
when
line,
when
I'm not
kids
afraid
come
to
up
hit
to
him
me
with
and
the
they're
Evbo
like,
special.
"Hey,
And it
what
was
what
no
in the
surprise that
skibbity
Glass
riz is
Legend
that?"
didn't even
I mean,
get
no
close.
kid comes
Bro,
up to
why
me
are
and
you
says
so
that, but I
good?
can imagine a
Started
kid
setting
coming
up
up
a
to
more
me and saying
difficult
that.
parkour combo. If my parkour math is correct, this attack should be enough to win. Come on, 360, 2 block, 360.
Bro,
Let's
what?
go.
You had this in the bag this entire time on these little tiny blocks?
I love parkour battles. As expected, the Glass
Yeah, you're
Legend
done.
of parkour
He's in
looked
shock.
very discouraged. And I had a feeling the battle was already
like,
over. He
yeah,
set up the
just
jumps,
take it, dude.
And he failed the first 360. Okay.
It's done.
Hey, no offense, but how did you become a parkour champion?
All right, yeah, I wasn't cut out for such an important job. All right, bro, I hope you know what you're doing. And when you see the
He
next
said,
parkour
"Proceed."
champion, can you not mention my name?
Wait, why is this such an important job? And
Oh
he's gone, of
my
course.
gosh.
Oh, why do I have a feeling that there's something important they're not telling me? The Glass Legend said the old man said he'd be gone for a while, but what does that mean? But that's when I remembered Siwat's story. If the
Next
old
one.
man did erase this entire level of civilization, maybe the parkour legends knew about it. Okay, I could be onto something here, but let's just get past this third battle. I threw in the disc
Who's this
and
guy?
summoned the third legend of parkour.
Oh,
So, it looks like you are almost at the top.
We got Perry the
battles must be
Platypus.
tiring you out by now.
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, the Ice Legend was kind of hard, but the Glass Legend didn't really fight back that much.
Bro, he was the second battle? That guy was only the parkour champion for 2 hours before I beat him. He's terrible.
He was a parkour champion for 2 hours. That's got to be a
Parkour
world
champion
record of
for
some
2
sort.
hours? That's embarrassing. I'm kind of surprised he even got there in the first place. It was time to battle the Crystal Legend of parkour. Crystals are some
Ooh,
of the
here we
blocks
go.
that don't exist in
The
parkour
amethyst-
civilization.
the amethyst
so as of now, I
parkour
have zero
battles.
experience with building crystal parkour jumps, but I had a feeling I was gonna have to adapt quickly.
Okay,
the Crystal
okay.
Legend built a 3-jump parkour combo that looked like something I've never done before. I made the first jump, but I just barely missed the second jump. The attack did 7.5 hearts.
Evbo, you were doing so well in the crystal civilization. Why mess up now? Why mess up now?
The
What
Crystal
the?
Legend
He
immediately
just
went into
sprinted
his
through.
second parkour combo attack.
That looked
But
a
that's when
little
I saw
too
the
easy.
perfect opportunity to put the battle in my hands.
Oh, yeah?
I built the exact same parkour combo as he did.
Backwards
and
jumps?
went back to my
360s?
strategy of adding the Evbo
1,
signature
2.
move whenever it was possible.
Let's go.
Changing the first jump to a 360
That was
put
nice.
the battle back
Simple?
in my favor.
Wait, what?
Surprisingly, the Crystal
Ooh.
Legend made the 360, but didn't get enough momentum for the second jump.
I thought they
My
were just
strategy
gonna
was
easily
working for
breeze
all of
through
the
that.
parkour legends. So
360
why change?
again?
I attacked
Backwards?
with a backwards
360.
2-block jump into a backwards 360. Honestly,
Okay.
I don't even know how
That
I
was-
made
that was
parkour
kinda
combo.
nice.
Once again, the
was
Crystal
clean,
Legend
that
of
was
parkour
clean.
was defenseless.
Well, there's nothing to say, except I hope you know what you're doing.
Wait, what do you mean?
Good luck.
And just like that,
What?
the battle was won. But that was the second parkour legend to tell me that they hope I know
Why
what
is
I'm
there
doing.
an upside
I just
down
don't
cross
get
right
it.
there?
My
That's
answer is
creeping
right
me
in
out
front
over
of
there.
me. I just don't
Neo
wanna talk, but why? As
parkour.
far as
This should
parkour
open it up.
civilization,
This last battle
doesn't
should
make
open it
sense,
up.
But let's just get this last battle over with. I threw in the disc to summon the
Come on.
final legend
Come
of
on.
parkour. The legend of Neo jumps.
Well, this is unexpected to be sure. Nevertheless, here you are. This is
This
the
is
last
it.
battle to open the door. I wish you the best, whatever the outcome may be.
Wait, before we start, can you just tell me
No
what
answers.
the old man has to
No
do with all
answers.
this? I know there's something.
I'm afraid that's not for me to say, but if all goes right, you will never know.
I thought making
If
it to the
everything
final
goes right,
parkour
you'll
legend would
never
give me some
know.
answers, but it looks like that's not going to be the case.
Yeah,
Two
dude.
outcomes are I either live without
You're
the
not
truth
getting
or
anything
die
out of
without the
this.
truth. So obviously, I'm going to choose option 1. In this final
360?
battle, the Neo Legend let me attack first.
Ooh,
I started
keeping
off
it
the
simple?
battle with a 2-block Neo jump, but the Parkour Legend didn't look worried. He built the attack.
He's
but
like,
then
"Ah, this is
added
light
on
work."
Another Neo jump to the end. Just by the
Boom.
look of it, I
Boom.
already knew
Oh,
that
you
this
lost.
attack would deal heavy damage if I failed it. But likewise, if I make a harder jump and I make it, I could end this battle with 1 attack. Alright, that sounds like a
Come
plan.
on.
Let's do 2 double Neos. I made the jump harder
2
and I went for it.
double?
Come on.
Oh,
I
no.
hit the wall on the second jump, missing
That
the
was
counterattack,
8.5
taking 9
hearts.
hearts of damage.
9?
If that parkour
That was
attack was
9?
even slightly harder, my journey would have been over. But the important thing is it's not, and I must keep fighting. Unfortunately,
Dude, that's
I was
a
already
bunch of
under
tiny
pressure
little
again,
Neo
facing
jumps.
an attack of 6 Neo jumps in a row. Okay,
Come on.
nice and easy. One
Change
at
it
a
up.
time. 3, 4. Come on, just one more. Please.
No!
I saw my life.
Oh my gosh. That was 9.5 hearts. Could this be it? Could this be game over?
This battle, and if it keeps going this way, one more attack will be the end of me. As of now, I don't see how I can beat the Neo Legend at Neo Jumps, which means I know how this is gonna end. If I want to open that door, I'm gonna have to do something extremely reckless. This is quite possibly the worst idea I've ever
Come on, you can clutch up. You're also running out of blocks slowly.
Combo, but I wasn't even worried
this
about
looks
that.
this looks complicated.
After all, Neo Jumps are his specialty. What I was worried about was my jump. I don't know if this is possible, but all I know is that if I make it, I win. Of course, if I don't, well, we already know how that goes.
Yeah,
it's hard
it's
to
gonna be 10 hearts this time
because I'm basically doing
because it's
all
only
this
getting
just
more
for
complicated.
to destroy Parkour Civilization.
Double?
But it will save my friend and give me time to find a way to save the
360?
world later. All right, time to make this impossible jump. I mean, this jump could potentially change our understanding of parkour. Okay, I'm just gonna jump. I jumped off the platform doing a 180 and traveled around the block backwards.
That's crazy.
Of course, what was I thinking? Journey is over because I thought I could do a backwards Neo jump. Wait, I'm alive.
You did it.
I actually did it. By some miracle, the backwards Neo jump changed the entire
I like
parkour
how
battle.
the legend's just looking back and forth.
Except I yield. I don't know who you are, but I hope you have the strength for what's to come.
The Neo Legends
That's crazy.
forfeited the battle, and it was over. I had beaten
They just forfeited.
all 4 parkour legends, and the door at the top of the staircase was open. I
Oh my
survived,
gosh.
And now there was a way back to Parkour Civilization. Except
This
for
is
a
it.
second, I forgot that I wasn't going to
Bro,
be the one
of
going
course.
back. I had just barely finished the battle.
There he
but
is.
Seawat was
What's
already
up,
waiting
Seawat?
for me. Oh man.
You ready to battle?
I survived, but now I have to watch Parkour Civilization be destroyed. I walked into the hallway that was at the top of the Parkour Temple. This reminds me of all of the times that I
you
ranked
promised.
up in Parkour Civilization. Not that it counts for anything, but it's kind of cool that I ranked up again in a way.
I want you to know that everything I told you was true, except I left out one thing.
Couldn't have seen that one coming. All right, what is it?
The old man's fight was supposedly with his friend.
With his friend?
Were you the friend?
Is there a point you're trying to get at? I mean,
it has to be another old person,
how, like,
right?
We're friends and we fight all the time, but it's okay. I mean, you're literally about to destroy Parkour Civilization.
I never said I would be the one to destroy Parkour Civilization.
And who would it be?
What? So, what does that mean? I started thinking about what Seawat just said. The old man had a fight with his friend? Why does that mean something? Wait, what did that old woman
It's
at
about
the
to get
library
deep.
say?
It's about to get
thought
deep.
She knew me, but how could she?
I never blamed you for what you did. I know it was a tough decision.
Okay,
Wait,
this
what?
woman does not know who I am, but I have no clue what she's talking about. She knew where my friend was too. She gave me the book that talked about the prison he was in.
Was she the friend?
You're here to get your friend, correct?
My friend? You know where my friend is? Wait a minute. When I saw her, I wasn't wearing my chain boots. I was wearing my champion boots.
When the old man used the command blocks to wipe out this entire level, including everyone in it.
I never blamed you for what you did. I know it was a tough decision.
The woman didn't know me.
She probably thought it was
I
the old man.
If she thought I was the old man, she wasn't talking about my friend being imprisoned.
The old man's fight was supposedly with his friend.
Can you believe that? The old man let his battle with one person cause my parents and plenty of others to die.
The old man removed this entire level of civilization to imprison his friend. Getting
Oh
to the
my.
top of this temple was never a way back to Parkour Civilization. It was a prison. And that means Seawat's plan was never to get out. It was to help free the person that the old man banished from Parkour Civilization. What have I done?
So, the old man is gone.
Who is this guy then?
That's a shame. If only he was around to see
Who
what
the
I'm gonna
heck
do
is this?
to Parkour Civilization.
This is it. One final parkour battle to save the world. The fate of
Oh
Parkour
my gosh.
Civilization. And my opponent is one of the most fearsome parkour fighters in all of history.
Dude,
The
he looks
mistake
scary.
I did
This guy
Parkour
looks
Legend
scary.
thinking that, what have I done? Coming to this civilization was a mistake. I don't know who this person is, but if the old man wiped out this entire level just to imprison his friend, it was probably for a good reason.
That plan took a lot of, well, planning. And now you get to watch how beautifully this unfolds.
Oh
You
gosh.
must be very proud. Your plan was perfect. You
Well, it
have
seems like you're
everything
gonna
you
have to
need.
battle
So, give me
one of
back
the
my
all-time
friend.
greats now.
Whoa, not yet, buddy. Got one more thing to do first. Why don't you go introduce yourself to the villain of parkour.
The villain of parkour? I walked up the steps to see the
Siwat is basically just like the mastermind.
I hear you
of all
were
this.
friends with the old man. That makes two of us. I'm surprised he didn't throw you away like he did to me.
If you were actually friends with the old man, then explain all of this. Why would he wipe out an entire level of civilization just to imprison one person?
He was scared of what I had discovered. What was the term he used again? An illegal form of parkour.
Forgive me for not understanding, but you said an illegal form of parkour? What could you have discovered about parkour to make it illegal?
It's time.
What?
What I discovered is time. Since the beginning, parkour battles have always been one move after another, until I realized that they never had to be. You see, if you challenge someone to a race, it's the ultimate form of parkour fighting. It's the idea that you are willing to risk everything, that you will not only make the jumps, but you make them faster than your opponent.
A parkour race? When I first came to this level of civilization, one of the fighters challenged me to a battle. He said that the battle would start and end on a single block. And when I didn't do the jumps, I would have died if it wasn't for my totem of undying. That wasn't just a regular parkour battle.
It was a race.
That was a parkour race. How was an attack like that able to do 10 hearts?
Racing has no limits. Once you challenge someone to a race, you either win or you die.
What the? How come it was only one person that ever like attempted that?
No one would be able to fight back. And that's exactly why Siwat's breaking him out of prison. The old man must have known that parkour racing could destroy thousands of lives. That's why he went through such great lengths to make sure that this type of parkour never made it back to parkour civilization. But now it's too late. I let this evil back into the world.
Now.
What do you want? What are you even gonna do to parkour civilization?
I'm going to do what I'd set out to do a long time ago, enlighten the world with my new form of parkour battles.
I turned around to see that Siwat had built a parkour attack, but this was something
This one
I've
looks
never
crazy.
seen before. Siwat said there's only
Armor
one
stands?
more thing I have to do. If I get hit by this parkour attack, he'll give me back my friend. What is this attack? Why are there armor stands? And why do you need to hit me with the attack?
Let's see what happens.
I can't beat you in a fair fight, and I just want to land a good hit on you.
I can't believe that even after Siwat's plan worked, he still feels the need to prove that he's better than me. But it doesn't really matter at this point. He has my friend, and I have to deal with whatever he throws at me so I can get him back.
360?
It could be mine. This attack might be enough to kill me, but I was willing to take that chance.
Ow.
Thankfully, it barely did any damage. Okay, great. You got the satisfaction of hitting me in a parkour battle, so can we be done now?
He said, yep, you happy?
Armor
Wait.
stand attacks can take the boots right off of a player. Even champion boots.
In Siwat's hand was a pair of champion boots, and they weren't just any pair, they were mine.
How?
My champion boots were gone, just taken straight
How the heck
out
did
of
they
my
just
inventory.
grab it from him?
How is this possible? What are you planning to do with those?
You can relax now. Your
He didn't
time
even
as the champion
jump on
is
there.
over.
I watched as Siwat walked over to
No,
the parkour villain
no,
and threw the champion
you're-
boots at his feet.
Dude,
Oh,
Siwat's
this
gonna
is not
regret
good.
this.
If the parkour villain
Siwat
gets
is gonna
access to
regret
the
this.
command blocks, there would be no
Just
stopping
gave
him.
like one of the most dangerous
this is
people
my
a
ticket
champion
home.
boots.
And just like that, I was
my
no
gosh.
longer the parkour champion. I just gave the most dangerous player
Dude.
in the world unlimited
Dude.
food and access
This
to the
couldn't have
blocks that
gone
control
any worse.
Parkour civilization. Siwat handed him blocks, and at that moment, I knew my journey was coming to an end.
Now, before I return to parkour civilization, I need a good fight.
Yep, this is the end for me. Throughout my life,
This is
I've
indeed
overcome the
rough.
most difficult situations, but this is
Bro.
a fight that I don't think I can win. I've never even done a parkour race before, and I'm fighting against the person who invented it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I have to find a way to be faster than the parkour villain. The odds are stacked against me, but as long as I'm still here, I'll never stop fighting to save the world. Well, let's do this.
I have to say, I'm going to enjoy watching this. I finally get to see you crumble.
You prepare for a parkour race. You've served your
Oh
purpose
no.
in this life.
I mean,
offer
this
you
is the
quick
real
and
like
merciless
first
death.
parkour race that we're
Parkour villain
watching.
didn't challenge me to a battle, he challenged Siwat.
Oh shoot! Plot twist! Plot twist! Yup. He knew, you know, Siwat has been like plotting on everyone else. It's only right for him to get turned on just like
What are you
this.
doing? I'm the one who helped you escape.
Goodbye,
you,
Siwat.
Clearly made a mistake. I'm just gonna take off before I. What's happening to me? Why am I stuck? I can't move.
He's using the force.
Siwat tried to run away,
He's
but
like,
he couldn't. Whatever the parkour villain was doing brought
he's
him
using
back
the
into
Star Wars
battle.
force
It was
on him.
like a force he couldn't escape. What was this power?
This guy is too OP.
Just a moment ago, I thought I was about to die.
Well,
And now I'm
rip
watching
to
one of my
Siwat.
greatest enemies fight.
He's
for
taking a
his
little
life.
too long,
the parkour
man.
villain didn't even start the race yet. He was just watching Siwat, but then he took off.
Oh,
Before
he's
this,
zooming
I had
past
never
this
seen
guy.
someone
Look at him.
move so effortlessly
What
through a
the?
parkour course. In the blink of an eye,
Look at how
the
slow
parkour villain
Siwat
was
is.
already at the last jump.
Please don't. I'll do anything. I'll work for you. Just let me live.
The villain made the
He
last
doesn't
jump,
care.
and
He
the
doesn't
race
care.
was over. Siwat lost.
He's taking
I
all the
suppose
risks.
I had this coming for me, didn't I? For
Yep.
what it's worth, I was telling the truth when I said I enjoyed
See you later,
working with you.
Siwat.
And just like that, the parkour
Wow.
villain had claimed
Wow,
his first
just like
victim.
that.
Siwat, the one
Rip
who would
Siwat.
betray me over and over, was betrayed by his own plan. Right when the battle was over, the parkour
Wait, what?
villain didn't even acknowledge me
Wait, what
and
the?
started running away. He must know a way back
Yo,
to parkour civilization.
where are you going?
If that's the case, then there's still a chance I
This
can
dude
catch
just
up and
jumped
battle
off.
him before he does. Bro, did he seriously jump off the temple with no water bucket? Oh man, this guy's insane. But I have to battle him, right? I'm not gonna lie, I was a little relieved
water
that he chose
bucket,
to
maybe?
battle Siwat instead of me. But I can't let him escape without at least putting up a fight. If I challenge him to a battle before he challenges me to a race, I might be able to keep the battle in
Yeah, but
my
where'd he
hands.
go? That's the
Parkour
real
villain
question.
Has been trapped here for years, and he might know how to parkour race, but I'm gonna bet he's never battled
no.
against someone who can do 360s. I made it down to the ground level, and I
Oh,
spotted
he's
the
still
villain.
running.
He looked like he knew where he was going, so he must know the way
Wait,
back.
does he also
was
have a
fast,
water
but I
bucket or
managed
something?
to keep him in my
How is he-
sights. I followed him all the way
the
until
end
we
of the-
hit the edge of this level of civilization. I don't understand. There's nowhere left to go. All right, let's not waste
He
any
knows
more time.
something
I only
that you
have one
don't.
shot at this. I quickly placed down 3 blocks, and I attacked with 2
One,
3-block 360s.
two.
This was it. The battle had started, and there would be no turning back.
He doesn't
now.
even care.
This was life or death.
I was waiting for you to fight back. A neat little trick you did there with the 360s. Unfortunately, my knowledge of parkour is beyond your understanding.
The parkour villain didn't even look surprised that I attacked him with 360s. Oh no, what did I get myself into?
And
I
he's
wasn't
been trapped
prepared
for the
this.
longest time, so
parkour
how do you
villain
know
built
about
a
these
chest
jumps?
jump. And the worst part is he
What
did
the-
a 360. That's impossible. I thought I was the only one who could do 360s. My attack was erased.
You're
It was
not
all
different.
up to build
Evbo,
a
I'm sorry,
harder
but
jump
this
now.
guy's
The worst
dangerous.
part about this fight is that we weren't on an even battlefield. If this was an ordinary fighting space, I would try the longest parkour combo I could
What
do.
you gonna
but I
do?
don't
How are you
have
gonna
that
answer
option now.
back?
I just have to do one very hard jump. And that very hard jump is going to be the 3-block diagonal 360.
Diagonal
I went for
jump.
one of the hardest 360s
Okay.
I've ever done, and I made it. I still had a chance. But then, out of
Oh.
nowhere, I took damage. The jump I built wasn't harder than the jump he built, and I lost the attack.
That
Just
is-
as I expected.
The villain was looking inside of the chest, and I knew something was wrong.
Your downfall was your inability to risk everything you had.
Risk everything I had? But that's when I noticed.
Wait,
I
wait,
had
oh
nothing.
my
Every
gosh. First time, it was armor stands. Second time, it was a chest. All of his stuff is
Single
gone.
thing I had in my
Except the
inventory
boots.
was gone. No water
No
bucket, no
way.
blocks to fight with. And that's when I knew the parkour villain stole all of them when he attacked me.
Dude,
with
you
the
just got
chest
robbed.
jump. This fight was over, and I lost. So that's it then, right? You have all of my blocks, I can't fight back. How are you even gonna get home?
These boots are the only way out of here. You could have left at any time you wanted.
Wait,
I suppose
what?
it was your destiny to deliver them to me.
Why aren't you attacking me? Why don't you just finish the job already?
The old man isn't around anymore, and the only one left to pay for his sins is you. I want you to know what it's like to suffer, to waste away here for years, to be
Dude.
forgotten, just like I was.
See, I'm just gonna
Only
leave
when
you here.
On your last breath, I will return to finish the job.
That's
Parkour
crazy.
villain turned
That's
around and
crazy.
jumped into the air, disappearing.
He
This
could have
was
left the
end.
entire
The
time.
champion boots were the only way back to parkour civilization. Now
Wait,
I'm
but his
stuck
stuff-
here with nothing, and
Wait,
there's
wait,
no
wait,
one
check the
left to
chest.
stop him.
Just like I remembered it.
No.
Now, it's mine.
That's crazy.
Oh, well, here we are. This is my last chance to save parkour
You got
civilization.
nothing now, too.
I have to be the one to summon the parkour
Wait.
god. Apparently, nobody has ever successfully summoned him before, but I've met him. I know he's real, and I just need him to come back one more time. I started grabbing every block that I could. Yes, it's true, I may be stuck here forever, but my friend is still in the middle of a
I guess these last 4 blocks, you know.
Maybe he'll have enough resources to win. I just need these to
wait, guys, wait. With the chest, though, he might be able to grab another person's stuff. Their entire inventory.
The void.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, I guess 2 chests is all I have. All right, so
it all comes down to the chest.
My friend is gonna have to win the parkour battle in 1 attack. And of course, that is if he's even alive still. I started making my way back to the parkour temple. Fortunately, when
making my way
there,
downtown.
I saw that my friend
His
was
friend's still there
over the void. I didn't have a plan. I was gonna have
Will
to
he
use the
make
2 chests
it out
and
alive?
improvise. But that's when I remembered this wasn't my only option. There might be a way to get more blocks. I almost forgot that I had an ally. We got separated when I fell into Siwat's trap, but he still should be alive. I went to the place where my ally was going to find Siwat, and I found him standing in the middle of the
battlefield.
Hey,
Siwat's already been taken out.
What happened here?
It was an ambush. I thought I would find Siwat here, but all I found was a fight. I barely survived, but I have nothing left. No more blocks to fight with.
Well, that answered my question. The only other place I know of blocks is at the very top of the parkour temple, but I don't have a water bucket anymore. It's just too risky. If only I could get the parkour god to come back and help us out or something. Other than that, I have no ideas.
Wait, you might be onto something. If you actually believe you can summon the parkour god, then follow me.
Wait, I was kind of joking, but all right. I started to follow the parkour fighter. At first, I thought we were going back to the library, but then I realized he was going further than that. A few moments later, we arrived at a building, and I saw a giant statue of the
This is what we saw earlier.
God. Back in Parkour Civilization, no one even thought the parkour god really existed, but I saw him with my own 2 eyes. He gave me the champion boots to save the world. He came back before to save my life, and maybe
come on, there's so much suspense. I just want to, like, Evbo will save the day, right? There's no way this ends on a bad note.
2 3.5
I hope it doesn't,
vertical jumps,
because that would be really sad.
Of course,
water jumps.
You know, you would think jumping into the void would be enough, but no. Instead, I have to not die accidentally, and then I have to die on purpose. How does that make
water
any
jumps
sense?
are pretty scary.
When I first arrived on this level of civilization, I was forced to do water jumps to escape. And now, hopefully, this is the last time I'll be doing water jumps. I made the last jump, and I was standing at the base of the parkour god statue. A few feet in front of me stood a door, and when I walked up to it, it opened, just like all of the parkour doors did.
This is it.
I walked inside the room, and I saw nothing. All that was inside this room was a giant hole in the middle of the floor. And of course, it went straight to the void. Oh man, I can't believe
what's about to be at the bottom.
All right, parkour god,
oh my
if
God.
you're listening, please send me some help.
I mean, no one else has risked it for the biscuit.
With no blocks below.
He's about to do it.
But just as I was about to enter the void, I felt my feet hit slime blocks, and I bounced up onto a ladder.
Just came out of nowhere.
That's not what I was expecting to happen. I didn't know how I was still alive. The blocks just appeared out of nowhere. Well, okay, if the parkour god's advice was to stop me from jumping into the void, I guess I got help. But I soon realized that my prayers
Is that the old
answered.
man?
Standing in front of me was a familiar figure, wearing diamond boots.
Old man.
You know, it doesn't take much to convince you to jump into the void. You should really think these things through.
I don't get it. How are you standing there? I saw you die. How is this possible?
You asked the parkour god for help, so he sent me.
The parkour god heard me.
You look like you've been through a lot. Let's talk.
So it is true then. You removed this entire level of civilization just to imprison the parkour villain? I mean, wasn't there any other way to stop him?
The only other way was to beat him in a parkour race, and I couldn't.
You know, I kind of feel bad for Siwat. You know, he lost his family. He tried whatever he could to do whatever he can. But then again, he would have just destroyed, you know, the parkour civilization.
In this situation, it's me. I was the one who let him out. Everyone in parkour civilization would have been fine if I wasn't so reckless. And now I lost my champion boots. Those were the only ticket out of here.
You may not have your champion boots anymore, but there is still a way out of here.
I can go home? Tell me how. You know what they say, sometimes jumping in the void can save your life. I mean, no one has said that before, but in this case, it might have just saved mine. I have a way back to Parkour Civilization, but first, I just need to get my
You
friend
got two
out of
chests,
this Parkour
man.
battle. I walked up to my friend, expecting to see the Parkour
Oh.
fighter waiting with his attack.
Where'd they go?
But he wasn't here. What's going on? Where is the guy that attacked you?
You're not gonna believe this, but he fell in the void.
What?
I can see, he's never coming back, but the problem is
Nice.
that his attack still stands, and I'm at half a heart.
The Parkour fighter
no.
fell into the void during a battle. But even if he's gone, his attack might hit you if you don't do a harder jump.
That's not good.
So that means the only way I can get out of this is if you build me a jump that's harder than the attack.
All right, I got very limited blocks, so it's time to do some parkour analysis. I'm not gonna lie, this jump is going to be hard. The parkour fighter attacked you with a 3.5 block vertical jump.
How are you gonna
Okay,
beat
that's
that?
not
You
great
got
news,
two
but
chests.
I placed down one of the chests. Now, my friend could do a 3.5 block diagonal downwards
Start
jump.
at the chain?
Okay, we still have a problem. Your jump is going downwards, and that attack is going upwards, which means yours is still easier. I don't see how I could use the other chest I have to build a harder jump, so that means you're not gonna like this.
Oh,
you
no.
have to do a 360.
No way, man. I can't do a 3.5 block diagonal 360. Are you crazy?
I'm sorry, this is the only way. You have to make this to survive.
Evbo, not everyone is like you, dude. You're a champion.
Doing a 360.
There was nothing more I could do at this point. All I could do was watch.
Pray.
I wish you never
Pray
made
for your friend.
360s.
I watched as my friend jumped and made
Hey,
the 360
wait, he actually
onto the
did it.
chest. For the first time in days, both
If
me
you
and
think
my
about it,
friend
it's
were
going
saved.
downward, so
Let's go.
it's a lot
See, not that
easier.
hard. I knew you could do it. My friend was saved, and now there was only
Saved.
one thing left to
Saved.
do, and that was return to Parkour Civilization.
I didn't find any blocks, but it looks
Can we
like
trust
you
him,
didn't
though?
need them anyways. So what happens now?
I may have a way back to Parkour Civilization, and the way back was
Well,
in
this
front
guy
of us
tried to
the whole
stop them
time.
last
The
second.
old man told me there would be a room behind the champion statue inside the Parkour temple, just like the secret room back in Parkour Civilization. Sure enough, the room was here, and it was nothing except for 5 parkour jumps. The old man apparently made this as a last resort.
So you're jumping in the void on purpose?
Apparently, and surprisingly for the second time today. The old man said that only by failing the 4th jump will I be able
something
to make it
tells
back to
me there's
Parkour
gonna be a
Civilization.
third
I gave my
Parkour
friends the blocks that I
Civilization.
had. I would be going on this journey alone, so they were better off in their hands than mine. From their perspectives, they won't know if I had died or made it back home. So all
that's
they
not
could do
good.
was just wait for me. My friend gave me his last piece of food to take on my journey. If I was gonna die
yeah,
in the
that's
void,
right. He doesn't
might
have
as
the
well
diamond
not die
boots
on an
anymore
empty
either.
stomach. All right, let's jump into the void for the second time today. I'm really hoping I remembered the old man's words correctly. It was the 4th jump, wasn't it? Of course, there's nothing down there to let me know if I'm in the right spot or not. Wait, maybe
Let's
it
see.
wasn't the 4th jump. Maybe it was the 5th.
Oh, no.
Man, why am I forgetting now? This was quite
This is
literally
the
only
worst
thing I
time
had
to be
remember.
forgetting.
If I die and the entire world gets destroyed because I couldn't remember one number, well, I guess no one would know it was me, right? Okay, I just gotta choose one. I think
Risk
it's
it.
number 4. This was it. This was the only way back. And the only way back was to fail a jump. Let's just hope I failed the right one. I was falling through the void, but then I felt ground under my feet. When I jumped, I
Where's
thought
he waking
my
up
journey
at?
was over. But I soon realized that there was more to my story. I
No.
was standing in the place where my journey first began. This was my home. Parkour Civilization.
It's like he
And
was
I
just
gonna be the
reborn.
one
No,
hands-on
I really,
command
really
blocks
hope we
to
get a
be able to
conclusion to
destroy the
this.
world. So, plan A, I cannot
All
let
right.
him get to the top of
Here we
Parkour
go, here we go.
Civilization. But it
I'm
was
so
at that
excited.
moment
Time
my
to see
plan
the
might have
conclusion
already
to
been
this.
over. I was down at the noob level of Parkour Civilization, but no matter where I looked, I saw nothing. Every building that used to be here was just gone. I could tell by the holes in the ground that a neighborhood used to be here. This was the neighborhood where I grew up in, and it's all gone. I knew that this only meant
Wait,
one
what?
thing. The parkour villain has already made it to the
Oh,
top.
he
and he's
already-
using the command blocks to
he already
reshape
started
Parkour Civilization.
wiping it out.
Oh man, this is not good. Well, plan A is out the window. It's time to start thinking of a new one. It's crazy to think that my entire
He
life
needs to
started
start climbing.
in this temple. If I had never failed this 1-block jump at the beginning, I don't think I would have become the parkour champion that I am today. I might have just lived my life as a parkour pro, comfortable and happy. But
Did you
where
just
would be the
fail
fun in
again?
that? At least now I get a near-death experience every 5 minutes and credit for saving the world. Hopefully twice if I pull this one off. I made it up to the pro level of Parkour Civilization. I looked around and nothing seemed different, except
The
for
head.
the fact that, well, the statue didn't have my head anymore. All right, I'm gonna
Oh,
guess that
yep.
was a personal design
No more
choice by the
headband, no-
parkour villain himself. Just like the noob layer, everything I remember from the pro pro layer was gone.
Oh no, it's like rewritten.
And now there were buildings that I've never seen before. This is the spot.
It looks like a whole ritual.
All of the buildings surrounding the platform looked like prisons, but after checking every one of them, there was no one.
It's like a whole war zone.
No one was here.
It doesn't even feel like a civilization anymore.
Terrible ideas of what happened. Either one, the parkour villain wiped out every pro by himself, or two, he made the parkour pros fight each other. No matter what happened, the fact remains that the prison cells are empty, so that leaves me to believe that the pros are gone. But that doesn't mean that
just
the parkour
wiped out all the pros.
If the outcomes I believe happened were true, it makes sense. The parkour pros wouldn't stand a chance against the parkour villain, but the parkour masters know how to fight, and if they can fight,
all right, just keep climbing, dude. You got to make it all the way to the top again.
I made it up to the master level of civilization. Only one more layer, and bro, really, my statue got destroyed again? Right,
every time.
I get my hands back on the
his head
blocks,
is gone.
I gotta build like 50 of those. Even though I was on the master level of civilization, everything looked exactly the same as the layer below.
Where is everyone though?
City I worked so hard to make was completely
it looked so much better before. So much more beautiful.
That had parkour race courses on it. I looked around but didn't see anybody. But that's when I realized that these prisons were different than the layer below. All of these prison cells still had doors on them. The masters might still be alive.
You just don't know when to give up, do you?
Standing directly behind me was the parkour villain himself.
I can only imagine you escaped with the help of the parkour god. That is quite unfortunate.
I wasn't expecting the fight to get here so soon, but here it was. It's time to risk everything to save parkour civilization. All right, let's parkour race.
I wasn't expecting the fight to already be happening right now.
Wait, what? Why not? So now you're too scared to fight? What happened to all the stuff you were saying about willing to risk everything? Sounds to me like you think you're gonna lose.
You of all people should know that course is below people like you and I. If I were to race you, the course would be terrifying. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to use the command blocks to wipe you out for good. You can try to stop me, but it looks like your hands are full.
The parkour villain wasn't even gonna fight me. He was just gonna wipe me out with the command block. What did he mean?
He said,
it looks like my hands
it's
are
too
full.
easy, man. You're no longer a champion anymore.
One of the prison cells. One of the doors had opened, and standing in the doorway was a parkour master. He started jumping towards me. Hey, what's going on? Are you alright? What happened to all the other parkour masters? Are they still alive?
I'm sorry, Evbo, but the new champion has ordered me to race you in this parkour course.
He ordered you to race me. Why would you do that?
If I don't, he'll race me himself. And I don't want to end up like the others.
Then don't, okay? Look, as
he's
soon
like
as you
leading them with
me to a
fear.
parkour race, one of us will die, and you're not gonna beat me. So why don't you just give me time to defeat?
He said you're not gonna beat me.
We'll all be okay. Just don't challenge me and trust me.
He's like, don't even try, man. You're gonna die.
Racing you seems like my best option to stay alive.
Dude,
I challenge you to a.
You're not good
race.
enough.
And just like that, after those words were said, I could do nothing. Both of us were locked into a parkour race, meaning
let's
once
lock in.
One of us finishes
let's lock
the course,
in.
The other one will die, no matter what. This is exactly
goodbye to the other guy. Evbo is chilling.
And now he gets to watch and laugh as I fight to the death
Time to
with
race.
the people that I'm
Don't
trying
mess
to
up
save.
though.
The worst part is that the parkour villain knows that these parkour masters are no match for me. All
Why are you
he
waiting
wants
for
is
him?
to watch me suffer as I eliminate
Easy,
my friends.
Neo.
After doing the last 2 Neo jumps, I knew the
finish
parkour
line
race was over. Part of me wanted to just stop right here before the last jump and let the parkour master win. But
I feel bad.
If I ended my journey right here, then no one would be able to stop.
It's for everyone.
Villain,
it's
and
for
many more lives would be lost.
It's for the good of the people.
Made the final jump of the parkour race, the parkour master was gone, and the fight was over.
He tried warning him too.
Against the parkour villain hadn't even begun. If I don't get to the top of parkour civilization quickly enough, the villain will use
only
the
they listened.
to delete me from this world, and I'll have no chance to save these people. Which means there's no time to waste. And I just realized I have no way up to the top. Oh, I'm so done for. I didn't even realize that my champion boots were gone, and only the parkour champion can see the path up to the top.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't mean it's not here. Oh no, I have a really bad idea. Okay, I'm 99% sure this is where the first jump starts. If I get this wrong, well, it was a good life. I jumped into the air expecting to be falling.
You might as well try it. You've done it before, you can do it again.
I just couldn't see it
based off of memory.
If this idea didn't work, saving the world would have been impossible. But now it's
Let's
just
go,
slightly
Evbo.
less
Let's go,
impossible.
Evbo.
Oh, man, I have to
Come
do
on,
so many
come on,
invisible
come on,
jumps.
come on, come on.
Oh, this is not gonna be easy.
Yo, this
Only
is
thing I could
actually
do was
so
rely on my
nerve-wracking,
memory of
dude.
I made the final jump and I was inside the parkour temple.
Dude, his
With no
friends are
sign of
still
the
waiting
parkour
for him
villain,
in
I
this
can only
hidden
assume he made it to
civilization.
the top, which means this could be the end for me. I scaled the temple until I was at the very top. He must be on the command blocks, right? There's no way he... Wait, what is that? On the other side of the parkour temple, there was some structure built, and the parkour villain was waiting for me.
What is this? Oh my gosh.
Still...
I feel like he's gonna challenge him to a race or something. This is the final race or something?
Before you use the command blocks to wipe me out?
I was never going to defeat you like that. I just needed you to follow me. Now, you will experience the true pain of a parkour race.
Oh no. Oh no.
What the structure in front of me was. It was a parkour race, and it would be my last chance
Holy
to save
crap.
parkour civilization.
It's
Some
about
part
to
of
go
me
down.
was relieved because if I was gonna be deleted by the command blocks, well, I had no plan to stop that. But now the course of action is simple: win the parkour race.
Dude,
this is without a doubt the most difficult race in parkour
they're
history.
pretty on
I
par
want
though
you
with
to feel
skill.
the
So
sensitivity
let's
as you
see,
watch
let's
me
see.
get to
Whose
the
side are you
finish
guys
line,
on?
knowing no
Obviously, I'm on
matter how
Evbo's
hard you
side. Come on
try,
now.
you
I feel like some
begin.
people might actually
This
side
was
with
it,
him
the
though. The
hardest
villain.
part
Sometimes
against
you
one
want
of
the
the
villain
most
to win,
fearsome
you know.
parkour
But
fighters of all
there's
time.
there's
There's
no
nothing
good
to save me
characteristics
now.
about
Miss
this
one
villain.
jump
He's
and the
just
parkour
destroying
villain,
everything.
And there is always a way. The parkour race had
Okay,
begun. I
here we
did
go.
the first
Here we
3
go.
jumps without
Turn
stopping,
up.
but the parkour villain had matched my speed. This race was only gonna get more
Come on.
difficult, and the only way I could get a lead on the parkour villain is by
Okay.
doing the most difficult
Keep
jumps
going.
with virtually no stopping. I barely
Oh!
stayed on after the ice
That was a
block
lot
jump,
of speed
and now
right
it
there.
was time for a
Neo?
chain Neo, which the parkour
Chain
villain did
Neo jump.
effortlessly. I made
Boom.
the chain Neo
Okay,
myself
okay, okay.
and made the drop down to the ladder. It
Keep
was
it
time to
going,
speed
keep it
things
going.
up. I made
Flower
a 4.5
pot.
block jump into a 6.5 block jump onto a candle. Now is my time
Dude,
to take the
the
lead.
candle
I
jumps are
quickly
the
made
scariest.
2-block Neo jump and immediately
That
went
and
onto
the glass pane,
jumps.
like, jumps
The
like
parkour
that.
villain told me I lost the battle with him before because of my inability to risk everything I had.
All right, risk
But
it all.
now,
Risk
in
it
this
all,
battle,
dude.
I wasn't holding anything
Oh my
back.
gosh.
I stopped at a difficult Neo jump. I needed momentum for
Another
this.
one.
I looked back and I had a sizable lead against the
Oh, yeah.
parkour villain.
Slow
I
it
could
down.
do this.
Go back.
I went backwards.
Build
one
up some
jump, and
momentum.
used the
Boom.
momentum to
Done.
make the 3-block Neo jump. This was my time.
All right.
This was my.
Yep.
And
Nope.
that's when my heart dropped. The feeling of hope I.
What? He's cheating. Wait, risking it all. Risking it all. It could just be invisible.
I'm gonna end
Let's
this
do
journey
it.
with one final jump.
Let's go. It's invisible, isn't it?
So this is what the end feels like.
Wait,
Wow,
what?
It feels weird. It feels like
What the-
I'm still alive. No, but I'm probably dead, right? Yeah, I'm definitely dead. I mean, I jumped into the void. How would I not be dead?
You are very much
Cookie?
still alive.
In that moment, I heard a voice
Yo,
that
it's
I've
the
heard
god.
one time in my life
Hey,
before.
Cookie
It was
god.
The voice of the parkour god. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did you say I'm alive? Wait, how is that even possible?
Why did you jump?
Why did I jump?
You knew there was no block to land on, yet you jumped anyways.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I had no options, and didn't you hear my inner monologue? I kind of wanted that to be my last jump in parkour civilization.
That's not it. You were prepared to sacrifice your life for parkour civilization, and perhaps I should do the same.
I'm sorry, Mr. Parkour God, but if I'm still alive, does that mean there's still a
So
way
what's
I
about
can
to
go
happen?
back and save the world?
You may leave anytime you want. Just fail a jump and you can go back.
I can go back and save everyone. Thank you, Parkour God.
Wait, but
I
how?
promise I won't waste this chance.
So eager to leave already? I guess my golly words are of no value to you.
No, that's not it. Sorry, I thought you were done. Please continue.
Throughout my life, I have never bothered to interfere with the events of parkour civilization. I was afraid of what might happen if I were to introduce my power to the world.
Wait, but you gave me the champion boots last time I needed to save the world. Didn't you interfere then?
I was merely a messenger. The old man wanted his boots to go to you, and all I did was deliver them.
So why tell me all of this, and why bring me here?
Because I have found my successor.
Oh.
You have convinced me that there are those in this world worthy of wielding my power.
He's
You
about to
will
give him the
continue my
god
legacy
status?
by inheriting
No
this
way.
power and passing it on to future
No way.
generations.
Whoa, okay, hold
Evbo
on.
is about
You
to
said
become
I
a
will inherit your
parkour
power?
god?
What power is that?
No way, no
You will
way.
become parkour.
I'm sorry, did you just
Wait.
say become parkour?
What? He said you will become
Didn't
parkour.
make any sense.
I'm a godly figure that rarely shows up. I'm not supposed to make any sense.
Wait.
And just like that,
what the
parkour god
Hold
vanished
on.
into thin air.
What the heck is what is going on?
Power? What does this even mean? Okay, I guess now's not the time to think about it too
My
much.
mind,
All that
my
matters
mind.
now is that I can finish this race and save
What
the
is
world.
happening?
From the beginning, I've always had to jump to survive. And well, I'm still jumping.
All right, I guess we're about to find out. What the? We're going into animation mode all of a sudden? Hey, bro. Yo. We got the nether boots now, netherite boots now.
Oh, how did I just do that?
Oh, it's the
Did
jump from
parkour
before.
god just put the ladder here for me? Oh,
No
I'm
way.
still alive. I'm
No
still
way.
alive. How is this possible? Wait, netherite boots? No.
Now he
I'm
has the
one who
power to
made the
place
ladder.
down the blocks.
What? That's impossible.
Oh, shoot. Let's go. You better
it is
hurry up.
Definitely possible.
Go,
Now,
go, go,
let's
go,
see
go,
how
go,
this
go.
Works. All right, just places I go.
Oh my
This is
gosh,
what
he's just
parkour should
building
feel
out the
like.
whole course
Okay,
now.
What do we have here? I think I can build all that.
Oh, too
See
easy.
the finish
The
line.
Neo
I'm not
jumps.
giving up now. Come on, just 5 more jumps.
What the?
Let's do this.
This really just came out of nowhere. Oh, finish line and 360. Oh, yup. Played him like a fiddle, baby. Woo! Dude, finished him off with the 360. Typical
it's
Evbo.
over.
Typical
Oh my
Evbo.
gosh, it's over. Oh, that one really came down to the wire. I kind of wish someone saw that 360 at the end. That was kind of cool. Oh, my body is sore. My shoulder kind of hurts.
You gotta
from
go
that
back to
ladder
your friends
crunch.
still, dude.
Should it be hurting? I thought I'm the parkour god now. I feel like I shouldn't be able to feel pain. Can I even die? Should I test it out right now? No, that's a terrible idea.
What
I
if he
should
was
not
dead
test that
the
out.
entire time?
Man, why do the command blocks have to be a 4-block jump?
It's not that hard. Come on, you'll get used to it. Besides, you're
well,
the
the
new
netherite
parkour
boots are
champion.
still
You should
there.
be doing that in your sleep.
His friend's
All
the
right, let's see how
champion
this
now?
attempt went.
Let's go.
Nope, he still messed it up again. Okay, so this time you built barely half a house. And it's also like 50
You made
blocks
him the
up in
builder
air.
now,
It's fine,
too?
Don't sweat it. Not everyone gets it on their first try.
I don't get it. I'm thinking of a house, and it's not building the house. Why are these things so hard to use?
Oh, he's like trying to teach him on how to
You just
use
gotta
the
think harder.
command blocks
I
now.
got it on my first try.
Yeah, of course you did, bro. So what are you gonna do now that the world doesn't need
Fix
saving
parkour
anymore?
civilization.
What are you supposed to do as the parkour god?
Make
That's
it
the
a better
thing.
place.
I don't have to do anything. If the world needs saving, I'll be there to save it. But for now, I just want to parkour. I've
Let's
been
go.
a parkour noob. I've been a parkour pro. I've been a master. And I've been a parkour champion. And every one of those roles came with expectations about where I should go or what I should do. But now, the only one to decide those things for me is myself.
Yep,
So,
there's no
all I'm
place
gonna
higher
do
anymore.
is parkour. And if that leads me back to saving parkour civilization again, then so be it. From now on, the only path I'm following is my
This
own.
was an
I make
absolute
my own
movie,
jumps.
you guys. There it is. That was an absolute roller coaster of just straight up emotions and parkour and so much more. I just really hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. But hey, all credits go to Evbo. That ending was crazy. Fully animated, chef's kiss. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.